your
lost.
goat?
I'm
Who's
already
your goat,
lost.
Nah, we
Barry?
passed
I'm
that.
already
All
lost.
right, so
No,
give me.
we're kind of past
Who's
that.
your goat, Barry? Who's your top
All right,
Did
all
five?
right.
That's what we
Napoleon get to
talking
his
about.
point yet?
Nah,
My bad.
we'll get
Let
back to
Napoleon go.
Napoleon. Nah,
Yeah.
we'll get back to him. Go ahead, Barry.
All right, so my theory on this goat conversation is like this. All right, there's a boat and there's a goat, and shout out to L Cool J because he's the one that coined the term greatest of all time goat. All right, so the best I've ever seen, like just with the naked eye, I mean Michael Jordan, he would drop 45 on that ass. I mean on that butt, on
Hey,
that tail.
yo.
No cussing, my bad. Jordan would drop 45 tonight. He'll drop 38 tomorrow. He'll drop 62 the next night. And like, bro, like the way he jumped out of the gym, the way he knocked down game winners, and yes, he missed a lot of game winners, but it felt like he made half of them or if not more. But at the end of the day, he's the best anybody's ever seen. I mean, like he just changed the game, not only
Did Jordan
with
score
his
81?
bro, listen to me. I'm a
Ah!
Lakers fan,
Hold
but like,
on,
look,
let
all right.
Barry
So listen,
land.
so
Let him land.
but Kobe's
Barry,
game was.
before you continue, can I ask how old are you?
I'm 39, bro. 39 years
There you
old,
go.
Okay,
and
He's
I'm a
seen
go
it.
Laker
ahead.
fan. All right.
No, you
So
good.
so
Just for context, go ahead.
and I also saw Jordan when he was with the Wizards, and people think that he tarnished his legacy by doing that. Nah, bro. Like he was dropping 20, 22 points a game in that turquoise dark green jersey or whatever.
And had him in playoff
Wait.
contention before he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
hurt.
But listen,
Y'all think
the
there were
greatest
guys
of all.
better than
LeBron
Jordan
got
eye
Give me,
test
LeBron
wise?
give me,
got
Hold
him.
on, hold
give me
on. Let
15
Barry
seconds.
land. Hold on,
Yeah,
let
let
him
me land,
land.
bro. Like we still at 40,000. So Michael Jordan is the best ever, like I've ever seen. I mean, I'm not talking one on one. I'm talking about just this guy was different than everybody else, and I haven't seen anybody like him besides Kobe Bryant. But LeBron James, so that's the boat. That's the best of all time. But the greatest of all time, you got to include longevity. You got to include. You got to think about this though. Like Michael Jordan and Kobe
Great
Bryant
point.
never won a championship without Phil Jackson. LeBron's done it
Mmm.
with 3 different coaches, 3 different teams, 3 different fan bases. Didn't even have a single
Mmm.
player on
But you
three.
can't control that,
And he's
man.
the number one. He's the leading scorer of all
Oh, I gotta
time.
prove I'm the GOAT. I gotta prove I'm the
Let's
Hold
GOAT
on,
by
The
like
Barry.
first
goat,
of
the
all,
goat is
Barry,
somebody like longevity
wait.
included, bro. That's the
Barry,
goat,
I'm gonna
bro.
stop you. But he also had to have somebody hold his hand to get his first championship, and then have top 15 to 20 players
That
surrounding
shit's
him.
elite.
Michael Jordan spent
Exactly.
That
7 years
shit's
in the
elite.
league. Jordan
Exactly.
spent 7 years in the league. He got Scottie Pippen.
No,
That Scottie Pippen was probably the second best player in
okay,
the NBA at that time,
Barry,
bro.
Barry,
And he
yo,
had
no,
shooters. He
Scott,
had
none of
Barry,
that's
shooters.
a
Barry,
thing.
Barry,
No,
hold on,
okay,
Barry, hold on. Let me
he
ask you
wasn't.
a question.
But
I'm gonna ask you a
Scottie
sequence of
Pippen was not the second
questions,
best player
right?
in
debatable.
the
Go ahead.
league.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So the first question, when Mike got Scotty,
There we go.
was he a top 10 to 15 player in the league?
Scotty,
I just need a yes or a no.
the first
Yes.
year, no,
When he
but
got
like
him.
that third year,
Okay,
the
okay,
second and third year,
okay. So next question.
okay.
When Bron went to Miami, Wade was considered a top 5 to 10
Yes,
player
he
in the
Top
was.
league,
three.
Top
correct?
five.
On the way
Top
there, but
three.
when he landed,
No,
bro, like
Wade was
that was not
there.
the
Wade
same.
was already
I mean,
that. Don't
they
do
were
that.
fun to watch for the first
Don't do
year,
I'm
that.
but
confused. I'm confused.
no, listen,
No, no,
listen,
no,
When
listen.
Wade was top three.
no.
LeBron
Hold on.
carried that team. He
Wait.
dropped
So okay.
Wade was the
45 in the
second best
closeout game
shooting
against
guard in the
the.
league. Don't do
He
that.
no,
So
not at
so
that
so
time.
so so hold on.
Barry.
2.5
On
years
the. He might
away.
have been the top
D
five,
Wade
but
wasn't
like,
top
bro,
three.
he
D Wade wasn't
Wade was
there
top. Stop it,
when
bro.
Braun
D
got
Wade is
there.
great. D
2010.
Wade was amazing,
But
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 like,
Wade was
bro,
already a time
LeBron
champion.
carried those teams, and they
but
had shooters. LeBron
That
couldn't have done
wasn't.
it
That
without those
wasn't his
shooters.
question. That wasn't his question.
No,
That
No.
wasn't his
Okay, all right, all right.
question.
that wasn't my
All right, so he's
question.
not. No, I don't think he was top two, but like, I mean, but like,
No. That wasn't
No,
his.
he was a
He
top
said top
Napoleon,
five.
ask your question again, Napoleon.
my bad, bro.
when Bron went to Miami.
At the
Was Wade a top 5 to 10 player in the league at that
Yeah, he
point in time?
was the first. He
Yes.
was
Okay.
for the first two
Okay.
Okay.
years.
No.
So
Go ahead,
That's
Napoleon.
not
Move
Yeah.
the
on.
You're right.
Move
All
on.
right,
Next
there you go. All
question.
right, all
So
right.
okay,
Yeah, I answered. Now go ahead.
Yep.
so what was when Bosh got to Miami? He was arguably a top 15 player in the league.
Correct.
Was he or
He,
was he
yeah,
not?
but he
24 and
became like
11.
Horace Grant.
No,
24 and
no,
11.
not
Not
yet.
that. Answer
no.
his
But he
question.
became no. He was 24 and 11 in
No.
Toronto.
Okay, okay.
You can say the same thing
So
about
watch
Kevin
this.
Love.
Barry,
My bad.
yes
My
or
bad. My bad.
No,
no?
no.
Yes or no, Barry? Let
26
me
and
talk.
So
12.
so watch this. When
Napoleon.
Mike got Horace Grant,
Napoleon Barry, was he a top 15 player? Yes or no? Chris
Bosch.
Bosh, yes.
He was
top
he was
15.
he was he would no, he was like I would put him at like 17 or 18.
Okay. Go ahead,
24 and
Napoleon.
11.
That's the
It was a
same
lot of
thing.
I mean I know, but it was like,
That
bro,
was
Go ahead,
still when
Napoleon.
Duncan and Dirk were still in the league.
Okay,
Let's
hold
yeah,
relax.
bro,
on.
like
24 and 11 and trending
Okay.
we're
upward.
pushing if we say
Napoleon,
top
land that
10.
plane.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was not
Top
close
Okay.
to a top
15.
10.
Okay.
Land that plane. Land
So
that plane.
Horace Grant, when Scott when Mike got Horace, was Horace a top 10 to 15 player in the
Bro, he
league,
was not the
or
No.
did
same
they
way
have?
as Chris Bosh. I put him at like 17 to 20, but there
Come
no.
on
So
now.
so
No.
No, Horace
Napo-
Grant,
Napoleon,
Horace Grant,
Napoleon,
No.
Napoleon.
Horace
So your
Grant, Horace
argument is
Grant, that was a big three.
so
Horace
That
so
was
Grant
a
hold
big
on,
was
hold on.
three.
I'm about I'm
17 to
about
That
I'm
was a
20.
about
big
to
three,
Hold
bro.
hold on, hold on.
let Napoleon
I'm
land
about
the
I'm
plane. Go ahead, Napoleon.
so where I'm going with this
Land that
is
plane,
the
Napoleon.
argument that everybody tries to compare with the big threes when Jordan organically grinded with Pippen and Grant to get through the hurdles that they had to
Look
get
at the
through.
but look at the free agents that they
But
picked
no,
up.
no, no, no.
All right, go ahead,
Hold
go ahead.
on.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll mute myself. Go ahead.
Because they had to get through Boston. They had to get through Detroit. They took the steps. Bron had to go. He was supposed to be Superman, but turned into Robin or someone else in the Justice League for him to learn. He was a top 5 player. We had never
no,
seen that. And
Bro,
everybody wants to compare
Napoleon.
what hold
all right,
on, I'm
my
letting
bad.
this plane. Everybody wants to compare what Pippen and Grant where they ended, not where they were when they first got together. We look at the end result, but you compare
My
the beginning
ultra
result
driver.
of Bosh,
You see,
Wade,
this is
and
what
Braun.
irritates me about
That's
this.
like trying to
Hold
compare.
up.
My bad.
Can
Go
I
ahead, bro.
let me talk? Let me talk real quick. Napoleon, how many titles or finals did Michael Jordan carry their teams without Pippen?
Only
None.
one.
How many?
Only
How
one. I'll
many?
How
say,
many?
but like
How
the whole
many? Hold
season,
on. How
Yo,
many
LeBron.
that
finals
was
did
the one where he
LeBron.
LeBron
couldn't.
James?
LeBron
Hold
never
up.
won by
The
himself.
back, yeah,
No,
the
not
LeBron.
about winning by himself. Hold on. How many finals did LeBron James carry without even a top
That
20
don't
player
matter.
on his?
He never carried. Period.
That
Oh,
he
he didn't
net
carry
Never
them seven.
he's
carried.
all
Them
he's
Period.
finals.
always had a
Oh,
top
really?
20
When they lost to
player.
the
What
Spurs
are
in
we talking
07?
about? He's
When they
always
lost to the Spurs in
on.
07?
They
Yes.
lost.
If you go
You
if you
don't.
go
Yo,
back
y'all
and
gotta
look at
stop doing that,
'07,
LeBron. You can't. No one
No,
comes to
no. And
carry
here's my point.
if you
Your
lost. You
argument is
lost.
that the Bulls had a better team because they had a better GM. LeBron had to leave because that team wasn't getting any better. There wasn't going to be a
you're
Scottie
no
Pippen walking through that
you're looking
door.
for a needle in a
No,
you're
there
looking
was
for the
no
needle
Scottie
in the
Pippen coming
haystack.
through that door.
Hold on, no, you're looking for the needle in the haystack.
All right, so
No,
listen. I'll give you the
Everywhere,
needle. I'll give you that
everywhere
needle.
that everywhere
It's right on
everywhere that
top.
Bron went.
Bro, listen to me. LeBron James carried those teams, even though LeBron had to go and learn how to become a leader and learn how to become a winner. At the end of the day, bro, he was the reason why they won those championships. Because look at the performances that he put on. He's also the reason why they didn't win the first
and
championship
we
the
don't.
first year.
And why don't anyone talk about Michael Jordan begging Dennis Rodman to join their
Michael
team?
Jordan had shooters around him. Bro. They played against Dennis Rodman during those bad boy Pistons era, right?
And then he
And then
begged
they
for him
went,
to go them.
yeah. Then they got him as a free agent.
And
Then
guess what? They don't win the
Steve
finals
Kerr.
without Dennis Rodman.
They
They don't
played
win the
against Steve
finals
Kerr,
without
bro.
Dennis Rodman because
Bro.
they had to face Charles Barkley
You
and they had
forget
to play.
you forget
They had to play
Horace Grant
Charles
was
Hey,
that
hold
was a
Barkley.
on.
Horace Grant.
Rodman
I
was
was
in
there. I was
San
alive.
Rodman
Horace
was
Grant,
in
Scottie
San
Pippen, and Michael Jordan was a
Antonio.
big three.
They had to play Karl
It was
Malone.
a big three.
Hold on 1 second, Josh. It keeps saying connect and just leave and come back, Josh, and then it'll probably
Why
work.
do you think Horace
You
Grant? Why do you
forget
think Horace Grant
Rodman.
got a bag to go to Orlando?
Hey,
Because
if
he
one
was
of us
because
needs to step down, I'll step down for Josh can get up here.
No,
my
no,
bad,
no,
my
You
no,
bad,
no.
guys, my
forget
It's
bad,
no,
guys.
no, no. It's
But
good.
like I'm just passionate about
you
this
It's
stuff.
connected.
forget
It's good.
you forget that
Deacon, I definitely let to hear
that
your perspective on
how
this
they
too.
got Rodman was because Rodman and Pop got into it, and that put Rodman on the trading block.
And Jordan begged
Rodman
for
came
them to
from San
come.
Antonio.
Bro,
And Rodman,
everybody wanted to play with Michael Jordan, but like at the end
yes,
of the day, let's not act like, bro, he didn't win without Scotty. I'm not saying I said he's the best of all time, like the best I've ever seen. But at the end of the day, you can't
you're
win a
at y'all
championship
talk.
without
Yeah,
a
y'all
second
talk like he
superstar.
would have won without Jordan or without
Like,
Scotty
yeah,
and Rodman, and that they weren't top players in their position.
You're conflating the argument. What I stated was Bron has always had to go get the best for him to be at his best.
they went out and got
Hold up.
Jordan,
AD.
Can we argue? How about this? Was Scottie Pippen not the best small forward in the NBA when he was playing?
He might be. He might be top 2, top 3.
You're talking
Only
about what he
after three
became.
years
You're
of
talking.
failure.
You're talking about what he became. What did he come into the league
It
as?
doesn't. Okay.
When
It's not
Bron
LeBron's fault that
when Bron
the
got
Bulls could not draft
Bron was
anyone.
Bro,
7 years,
when AD,
7,
hold on,
8.
hold on,
Hold on,
when AD got
hold
to when
on.
AD got to LA,
How many
he
years
was
was Bron in the league when Wade and
no,
Bosh conspired to get together?
no.
It was
But he made it to a
It was
finals. He
over
made it to
8 years.
look at that final. No, he had Zilgauskas. He had Varejao. He
He
That
had
won
Ruby
For
zero
Gibson.
what?
Bro,
For
he
finals
what?
made it to a
games.
finals. He made it to
He
a
won
finals by
zero
himself,
finals
basically.
games.
But like at the end of the day, he made it to a finals by himself. If you really want to break it down like, in terms of superstars,
His second
but
best player was Mo Williams.
bro, Mo Williams was
He
it?
won
No, look,
zero finals games.
but
Guess what?
here's the reality
Jordan
though.
would have won 0 finals games
Do y'all
without
think
Scottie
it's
Pippen
do
and
y'all think it's
Dennis
a
Rodman.
better
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
accomplishment?
We can't.
Do you think it's
We
a
don't
better
know that. We
accomplishment
know what
to
happened.
win
I
this,
do,
to win
I do know
championships with
Jordan
this?
got eliminated in the first round more than LeBron.
I do. I
But
know Jordan's won 6 championships compared to LeBron's 4.
Whoop-de-doo.
no, but listen.
Oh,
Do you think it's a
whoop-de-doo.
better
Only
accomplishment
thing that
to win
matters.
multiple championships in multiple markets with none of the same teammates, none of the same coaches in 3 different markets? Do you think that's a bigger accomplishment, or winning 6 in the same place and doing the same thing, bro? Like they did the same thing.
When the NBA was going through expansion too.
So,
You know,
so when you take a guy that went 1 for 10
I'm not saying
in a
LeBron's
game
the
7,
best. Jordan's the best, but the greatest of all time, bro. Look at what Carmelo couldn't do with
let's
Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith. They get traded
MJ
at the
had the
deadline.
greatest.
Boom, boom, win a championship
so
with no
so
Anthony
let's talk
MJ
about
Davis
had the
was
greatest
never
legacy.
Anthony Davis
MJ had the greatest
never.
career
Put
legacy.
context to it.
Anthony Davis
greatest.
was
Put context.
Is
undisciplined.
there a world? Is there a world where you think Michael Jordan wants to trade places with LeBron James's
No, he
career?
doesn't. He had the
No, because
There
he's
greatest
you
Michael
career
go.
Jordan. He's
legacy.
the best of all time.
Because that's what being the
GOAT.
greatest is.
But when
No,
we're
The
talking
GOAT
about
greatest
being
is
the
is play.
best
No, the
player
greatest
of
is play.
all time,
He's the
it's a
best
build.
player.
It's like the build. Like if as a player, he had Jordan had or LeBron had everything he wanted as a player, and he accomplished like the only thing like as far as career and achievements. That's Jordan. Jordan maximized his career. You can't top that. But as far as
Jordan
In
retired
a small sample
3
size compared to
times.
LeBron.
yeah,
No,
he
the
retired
Michael
3 times when things got tough.
LeBron is the NBA all-time leading scorer.
Did Michael Jordan
That's
change
right
that?
there.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Again,
No,
Whoop-de-doo.
listen, bro. He won multiple championships, in multiple markets with different head coaches, different teams. No, one single teammate. And then a few years later, Steve Kerr hit it. He had shooters. Bro,
Is it just me or is he cooked?
Yeah, he in the
Yeah,
matrix.
you cannot win a
Barry, you in the
championship.
matrix.
LeBron, look,
You in the matrix.
my bad, bro. My bad.
so
And here's
switching
I'm telling you
teams.
that.
here's the thing with
Oh, you
Jordan
good?
too.
You
What did
good
Jordan
now,
do
Barry?
as soon as Scottie Pippen was leaving and Phil Jackson was leaving? What did Jordan do?
He said that
He
he
got
would
the hell
quit.
And he retired.
Yeah.
Jordan. Hold on.
Wait.
Jordan walked.
Hold
No,
on,
Do
no,
y'all
no,
want
no,
to
no,
see
no,
the
no,
clip?
no, no.
Do we want to see the clip that he
Hold
said
on,
that he would
Napoleon.
quit if
Go
Pippen
ahead,
and
Brick.
does everyone want to see the clip where he says if Pippen and what's his name ain't there, Phil Jackson ain't there, he will retire and quit.
Correct.
I
Yes.
have the clip. Actually,
But
Yo,
hey,
bro,
but also add more.
exactly.
There was
no,
more
no, no,
said.
no,
Brick,
no.
Brick.
I'm
Don't
gonna
just
show
And
keep
you
it
the
swear.
there.
clip.
There was more
I'm
said.
going to show you
You
the
mean
actual
you
clip.
mean he didn't try to
post the
go to the
clip in the
Spurs? You
post
mean
the
he didn't
clip in
try
the
to go to the
jumbo though.
Spurs or the
No, he didn't
Lakers?
try. No, he didn't try to win a
No, let's
Post
just
championship
it
by
in the
talk about
himself.
jumbo
what actually
tron.
happened. Y'all niggas is making up
Correct.
narratives.
He'd
Brick,
rather quit.
post that clip in the
All
jumbotron,
right, I'm gonna
Brick.
He
post it.
rather
He,
Hey,
Hold
I'm
on.
atting
Hold
Hoop
on.
Narrative with
But
all these clips.
post the
So
whole
y'all keep going. I'm just gonna.
post the whole clip because also what was stated in that was that every one of the players hated the GM because he said that there was no way that he was trying to gut that roster. And he said, until we lose, let us run it
I
back.
just want to
And if you're going to
let's do
take
this. Hold
away
on a
those
sec.
pieces,
Hold on.
so
but when
let's add the
Hold on a
when
minute.
context.
LeBron does it in Cleveland the first time, y'all give him shit for it.
Y'all keep cooking, but I just let's. Can we actually like talk about that? I'm looking at a graphic right here that
because
says he
Let me
went
Pippen
3
didn't
for
let me
run.
ask y'all a
18
question. Let me
in a
ask y'all a question.
playoff
Let me ask you a
game.
question.
And let's discuss that. Like what? Because I heard someone say he's going to get 40 every night, and I've just posted a literal clip of a playoff game where he went 3 for 18. So I'm like a picture. So I'm just saying, like, can we speak to the actual thing that happened and not these narratives that we emotionally make up in
No,
our
no,
How
head?
about you won?
He's right. He's right.
you're
Listen, listen.
talking about a narrative. You're taking, you're looking for the needles in the
No, I'm just
haystack
being
to
realistic,
build
bro.
an argument. No, no, being realistic is okay. He went to L.A., gutted that roster, and Anthony Davis was a top 10 to 15 player.
That
What
But
had
he was
happened?
They hadn't
lazy.
five,
won
He
shit.
was
They won.
lazy.
They hadn't won
top
shit.
No,
five.
he was
Oh, no, no, no.
lazy, and
Hold on.
bro, he came to Taco Tuesday, and all of a sudden, bro, like
Okay,
then he
okay, okay.
started spending money on his
So watch
body.
this.
He was in the gym every day. No, look at what
Let's go
Luca's done.
back to
Luca
when he went
slimmed
back to
down, dog.
Cleveland.
Luca dropped like 40
Hold on.
pounds,
Let's
dog.
go back to Cleveland. Before they had a lottery pick. What does Braun say? I don't want him because he's a threat to me. Give
Because
me
he's a
Kevin.
threat?
I want Kevin.
I know you're
Are
not
you out of your
calling.
What
mind?
were
I
Did you
they?
know
just
you're
make
not
He
this
Bro,
didn't
calling
want to
listen,
him a
develop
listen.
threat.
anybody.
I know
He
you
didn't want to
You're just
develop
making
Listen,
the
bro,
anybody.
listen.
narrative
I
in
know
your
you're not
head.
calling
LeBron has
Andrew
No,
Wiggins
did
a
developed.
threat. I know you're not
Oh
calling
my
Andrew
god.
Wiggins a threat.
No, he
LeBron has
didn't want to develop
developed more
anybody.
players.
Get the hell out of here. He said he wanted.
LeBron James has got
no, no.
more
This.
guys rings. They like. I mean, Kobe Bryant got
No, no, no,
cash
no.
rings.
No,
He
You're
thought
you're
I mean,
Andrew
you're.
Wiggins was a
like,
threat.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
there's a lot of cash
What
that
was? Hold
benefited
on.
from
What's this?
Jordan too.
Hey. Just a guy.
I'm here.
Answer this question. What was Kevin Love when they traded for him?
26
Was
and
he not
20
a
12.
and
top
12,
10?
22 and
26
12,
and
20 and
12.
12
Was he
every
not?
we
night.
know that.
26
Was
and
he not
12
a?
every night.
Was he not a
We
top
are
10 player
No,
in the
he
league?
was
Ready,
not.
But he would
Nate?
have
no,
never got a
He's a
ring.
no.
He would have
champion,
Yes,
never
the
got
brother.
a
Kevin
fuck.
was
ring if he
not a
didn't.
top 10 player. He was just averaging 22
Yeah,
and
no, yes, he was. Yes,
No,
he
no.
he
was. But
wasn't.
yeah, Kevin
No.
Love was
Yeah.
dominant.
26 and
Dog,
12.
Go
Kevin
go
Rebounding
Love
go.
is
champ.
not
No,
no
Kevin
top
Love
10
was,
player in the
and he could shoot
league,
the
Kevin
bro.
three.
Love was not no
Y'all
top
But he
making
had to
10
shit
learn how
up,
to
player.
shoot the
bro.
three
Y'all
better.
making
Kevin
stuff
Do
Love
up,
you
was a
not
bro.
top
know how
10
many
No,
player.
we're
Y'all
touchdowns he
making
had
not.
to
stuff
Kevin
up.
put?
He's
Love,
not no
Kevin
top
Love
10
was,
player, bro.
he
He
Oh
was
was,
really,
my
really good. He was an
no, he
God.
was
all-star.
at
He's
least
not
Kevin.
no
top
top 10
top
player.
11.
Fellas,
Then if he
fellas,
was
He
top
was
fellas.
10,
top.
he
Making
was top
stuff up,
11.
bro.
Fellas,
Fellas, how
He
many?
would know him.
Hey,
Yo, he
fellas,
was nice.
hold on. How many
but he
starters?
was top
How many
10
All
in the
Star?
league though.
You know that's he
Just
didn't even
because,
start an All
but
Bro,
Star
just
bro,
because he
game.
was
bro,
averaging
bro,
22 and
Go in
Who
the
bro,
just
listen,
house.
said
man.
Kevin Love was top 10 in the league?
they said he
He
Never.
just
was
Who
said go in the
said
house.
that?
I thought he,
they said he was
no,
top
Who?
10,
No,
no,
I'm
bro.
talking to
I
my
said,
son.
no, Kevin Love was at least top
Yo, what
11 in
is
the league. He was
26?
top
No,
10. No.
no, he
I don't know.
Yeah,
wasn't.
I
all right,
don't know too
so
many
no,
people who
no,
put up
no, no, no,
26
no.
and
Let me take
12
that back.
are
Let me
that
take
are
that back. Let me
not
take that
top
back.
10s.
Top
They were
15,
He
top
was
losing.
a
Ty,
top
15, top
Dog, who
10.
15.
cares? They were
He
He was
was a
like
losing.
Chris
What are you
Bosh.
top
his
10
team
on?
He was
was
like Chris Bosh.
his team
He
was
needed a stretch
terrible.
forward
Minnesota
that
was
could
in
shoot
the
the three.
gulag. Who
Yo,
His
cares
team
about
was
Wasn't
there's a
terrible.
there's a
nobody?
lot of
terrible.
terrible teams out there and not a lot of
And none
26
of
No,
and
those players were
12s,
He was
top
bro.
10.
that
And
don't
none
make
of
you
those players were
top
top
When
he
10
was
15.
bottom
Top
though.
15
top
in the
No,
league.
no,
listen.
no.
When?
10,
When?
10 to
What?
On
15.
some Kevin Garnett type stuff.
When?
He
But
was
like at the
not.
end of the day,
Oh my
like
God.
Kevin
Can you
Love
give
came
me a
Kevin
year he was
Garnett.
top
What
went out
10?
and
Kevin
got
Gar?
Kevin
Can
Love.
you give me
That's
The
a
reason why
year
they
he was
got
top
that's so
10?
disres.
no,
That's so
all right. Kevin Love
disrespectful.
was
Do you
not
know what
top 10.
Kevin Love
No,
did in?
no.
I would
Do you
say
know
top
what Kevin
You
15.
know
Love
what?
did in
This
Minnesota?
is
What?
I'm
Yo,
about to
this
put
when
is
him in
this
Kevin
is this
Garnett
is
was
top
that
based off
dude,
our opinions, our
24.
personal
when
opinions.
Kevin
So like,
Garnett
if I
was
don't
that
agree with
dude,
you,
we were not having top 12 debates. We were having top one, two, three
yeah,
debates.
yeah.
So it's not
Yeah,
the
don't
same.
say
No, we weren't
Kevin
having top
Garnett.
1, 2, 3. We
Yeah,
are having top
don't
5, top
don't
7
say
debates.
Kevin
But like,
Garnett.
yeah,
That's
Kevin
not
Love
the
was top
same.
15 at least. But like for real,
Big,
No, he
Kevin Love
wasn't.
had to do it. He had to know
there's
his
a
role and shut his mouth on some Rocky Maivia stuff. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get 20 and 12, 26 and 12 when you come and play with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Kevin Love. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you work on shooting that three from the corner, and then make sure you can rebound and defend at a high
All
level.
right,
And
Andrew.
you ain't got to
Time to
necessarily
get
rim
ready for bed.
protect because we're gonna go out and get a center.
Napoleon, look at
Mom's
the
But
here.
jumbotron.
the
Napoleon, look
reality
at
of it
that
is that
article.
LeBron has won. Like I mean,
She's
Michael
coming
Jordan
right now.
got cash paid. He got cash paid. He got cash rings. So did Kobe. But like nobody got as many championships for random dudes than LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James literally, like, I mean, everybody wants to go play with him. Why? Because he's the GOAT. He's a great teammate. He's He's a better facilitator. He's a better defender. I know Michael Jordan was one of the top defenders in the league most of the time that he was in the finals those years. But like, bro, he's not a LeBron James. He's not even built the same. Like this is apples to oranges, bro. Like, but at the end of the day, it's the mentality and the longevity and the way that they ingratiate themselves as a leader and as a good teammate, and the way that they inspire
I'm
cats to
hearing a
come
bunch
play
of
with
I
them.
got
rhetoric.
one
There you go.
question, bro.
Bro, look
Hey,
at
yo,
no,
this is
look at
Bron.
what
I got
Luca
one
has.
question.
Look, Luca's trying to be the best version of himself because he's playing with LeBron. So did Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis would have never won a championship out there in New Orleans. bro, if Zion came to play with LeBron, and he might want to, because everybody wants to play with the GOAT. But at the end of the day, he's not better than Jordan. Like the eye test, Jordan, he was jumping out the gym like Anthony Edwards. He was, I mean, he was just phenomenal, like fantastic, bro, the
Because he was
best,
jumping out the
but
gym,
not the
huh,
greatest.
Barry? Because Jordan was jumping out the
Nah, I mean,
gym, huh?
no, he was cold, bro. That brother was cold, bro. Like, bro, I watch. How old are you?
I'm 35, bro.
All right, so
Brody
you
who
might have seen
said
He missed it.
the
He
old
missed
years.
it.
Brody
I
who
Yeah,
saw the
said
golden years.
I see. Yeah, I didn't see the golden years, so I'll give you that.
Brody who
But
said Kevin Love
it was
But
disgusting. It was diabolical how nasty he
Jordan's
was, bro.
golden years was
He's the
88,
best,
brother.
Brody who
yeah,
said
so
Kevin Love
bro.
was
I mean,
top 10
bro,
in the league.
it was 88 through 98, dog. Like 99, bro. This guy was phenomenal, bro. Like he's the best I've
Hey,
ever
so
seen.
let's talk
But he's
about the
not. But
help though. So there's a
Hey,
post
Brody
sitting
who
right there.
I
There's a
got a
post sitting
question
right
for
there. Go
Brody who
read the
said
article.
I got a
look
question
in
for
the
Brody
look
who
in the
said
gym.
Huh.
Kevin Love was
No,
top 10 in the league.
who?
Hold on, hold on.
I watched what he said, and what he posted is
Did you
not
see it
what
in
we
the?
were talking about. Yes, what
Okay.
is not what we're talking about. Again, you can spout rhetoric to all these other clowns. It's not going to work over here. We talk high level championship basketball. Like you
So
can
will you,
no.
Napoleon? Will you
Some of us
comment on
do.
the actual article that was written at the
I
time
I
of when we're
no,
talking
so
about?
I see.
no,
I
no,
This
like
was
I
hold
in
on.
like I like that. Facts,
1995.
facts.
So
This
answer
was
the
in
question.
1995. This is the
So
article
answer
that
the
Some
was
might
written
be.
question.
about Dennis Rodman coming to the Chicago Bulls.
Even Tony Kukoc, bro. Read the article, bro. Even Tony
Again,
Kukoc, they needed him
we're
to
not
not go.
di- we're not disputing that. What we
All right, let
stated,
me ask you this:
what we
was
stated,
Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman a big three for 3 years? Yes or no?
Absolutely, absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. That's a big three. You need a big three,
Do you
or at
really?
least
Yeah. Do
a
you,
great two,
Napoleon?
a
Your only
bigger two,
argument is
in
the
order
fact
to
that,
win a
like,
championship,
your
bro. I
only
mean,
argument is that he
who's
played with
what?
team. Like, so if Wade and Bosh joined Cleveland, you wouldn't have had a problem with it.
I would have had nowhere in NBA history do we ever see guys entering their prime connect like Voltron and say, "Hey, let's win a championship."
Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett,
That
Ray
was
Allen.
not their prime.
Bro,
That was not their
I
prime.
mean, you can go, nah, bro. You can go back to like Kareem going to the Showtime Lakers and having James Worthy and Matt. No, every team
Charles
that has
Barkley going to the
sustained
Rockets.
That was not
that.
his
I mean, like
prime.
That no,
that was a two and a
that's a
half
correct
on
statement by Napoleon.
space type stuff.
That's a correct statement.
Like,
I agree with Napoleon on that. So
You in the yeah. You in the Matrix,
they
Barry.
haven't been.
yeah, whoever's
All
in
right,
the
man.
Matrix.
Yeah, Barry, you in the Matrix.
And
Go
let's
ahead,
not
Barry.
forget, yeah, they did that, but look what the roster was around them. Mike Bibby had to start for him.
No, I don't disagree that was unprecedented what they did with the Heatles when they joined forces. That there's no question about that. No, but no, there's no denying that. What was, I guess the question I ask is, what would be the other option? Where else should he have gone?
No, they just would say he should
He
have just
should-
hoped that the Cleveland Cavaliers would have done something.
So
Probably
you want him to, you're telling another grown man what to do, basically, and he
especially
should
after
stay
they
with
passed on
the
Amari
Cavs.
Stoudemire for J.J. Hickson. Yeah, let's
Okay.
stick around for that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, what do you want him? I guess what's the other like? Why are we judging someone off of a move
No,
that they made?
LeBron couldn't be the GOAT because his GM wasn't a good GM. So that sucks for LeBron.
What do
Yeah, I
you
guess
mean? He was the GM.
Who said the Boston Big Three wasn't in their prime when they got together? Who
the
said that?
Boston Big Three
I
was
did. I did.
the whole reason why the
I
Heatles existed.
absolutely said that.
Exactly. So Kevin Garnett wasn't in his prime in 2007.
Yes, that when those three got together, it was cheating.
Come on now.
Everybody said that.
No, no,
Blizzy,
no, no, no.
Blizzy.
When they
No,
back,
no,
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 no. When
no,
they
no,
no,
Blizzy,
It wasn't in their
Blizzy.
prime.
no,
No. They were no.
Was Kevin Garnett not
What?
in his
Hold
prime
on,
in 07?
Blizzy. Listen to me. Listen to
three.
listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. We have never
We're listening.
seen three players in their prime entering their prime. I'm not saying that Pierce, Ray Allen, and Garnett weren't in their prime, but they were on the back end of their career when they got
Oh,
together.
oh,
Big
oh,
difference.
they
Look at the
but they were
ages.
in their prime.
I mean,
Kevin Garnett played.
Napoleon, that's pushing it.
Kevin
No,
Garnett
no.
played
Here's why. Let me
9
explain
more
why. Let me explain
seasons
why. Can I explain
after he
myself real
got to
quick,
Boston.
Blizzy, let me explain myself real quick. I'm from Seattle, and I have a Ray Allen Seattle jersey sitting in my closet. He was
That's
the
a surprise.
#1 option, and he was still getting busy. So he was not at the end of his career, bro.
Come
When they
on
got
now.
together, trust me on
Come
that.
on
I
now.
sat here and watched him every night. He was
Ray
getting
Allen was not
busy.
just a spot up shooter.
So let's not. He was a #1 option, but he wasn't good enough to take a team to the championship. So he went to Boston because they formed a formidable big three, and this is why I hold Kobe really high because they beat that Boston team in the finals.
I give him his props.
2010 was a lot different than 2008, though.
I give him his
Now
props.
this is what we
I agree
don't
with that.
talk about. This is what we don't talk about and don't put context to with that Heatles team. The same thing LeBron cried about that Boston did to him, he while entering his prime did to Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose by himself damn near dismantled them.
No, he
Let's
damn.
Well, no, he actually got
They
swept
lost in
almost.
5. No, they lost in 5.
In,
What are we talking
Come
about,
on,
bro?
again,
Napoleon. Like,
They
come
lost
on,
in 5.
Napoleon.
We
Come
gotta
on,
get
again.
those
Napoleon.
facts
No,
right.
hold on.
He got
No,
gentlemen.
When
y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Derrick Rose, they took them to 7 games in '08.
They took them to 7.
What are y'all
In
talking
And
about?
he
08?
talking
and
about Boston.
No, I thought we were talking about the
I thought
Heatles.
we were talking about
No,
Sorry, I
I
thought we
Boston.
were
thought we
talking.
was
He
talking
took them
about
to 7
Heat.
games his rookie
Yeah, I
year.
thought we were talking about
Oh,
the
you talking
Heatles.
about
We
Boston?
talking about Boston.
Yeah.
what
That was a hell of
Oh,
a
you
Okay.
talking about?
G.
Oh, you talking about Boston? Okay.
Okay, that's different.
That was a
Go
hell
ahead,
of a
Napoleon. We
what
thought you was talking about the Heat. Go ahead.
at the end of the day, we're sitting here moving a goalpost. Again, I would be an asinine individual to say that LeBron James is not a talented basketball player. But when we're sitting here having a conversation, not just about the elite, but the upper echelon of the elite, we look at certain things in a certain manner.
Okay, so why are we not looking at the article that I just put on this actual
I
screen?
again, you put some now. Let's also what let's put
I
in
just want you to
there.
comment on it. That's all. I just want you
I
to
already
comment on it.
I
Like read it and see what
I
like
already
what does that mean to
Brick.
you?
I already see what you do. You are the Skip Bayless of the hoop
He
narrative
skipped him.
space.
He skipped him.
You like to find that needle in the haystack because let's also talk
Picking up a
about
free agent to win another three channel championships isn't a needle. That's not a needle in the haystack. That's an
And
actual
back then,
article
Free
I
and
put
agent?
there.
back then,
Free
and
agent?
back then, that Bulls team was a super team.
okay,
When
now
they
watch
added
this.
Rodman, yes.
He wasn't
Exactly.
a free agent.
That was enough. That was enough then
Now
to be a
let me
super
ask
team.
now let me ask you a question. And you know, I could be wrong, but I know that I'm not. Michael Jeffrey Jordan pretty much controlled a decade. Out of out of 10 championships, he had 6 of them, correct?
Yeah, he controlled the 90s.
How many Hall of Famers do not have a ring because of him?
I'll even go
Like
deeper.
15. Shit.
Pause. The 90s were
So
the oldest era in recent memory. The
John
average age
Stock
was 20, I think 28 years old, if
That
I'm
John
not correct.
Stockton,
he's dragging.
If I'm
Hall of
not
Famer.
from it's
John
28.
Stockton, Hall of Famer, correct?
All-time assist and steals
Why are we
leader.
Hall of Famer doesn't matter if you're 36
Carl
years
Carl
old and the
Carl
#1
Malone.
option on your team or the #2 option on your team.
Now watch this. You're talking about
To be
senior
fair
citizens.
though,
You wait,
Jordan
hold
himself
on,
was in his
Blizzy, hold on. I got
mid to
this.
late 30s. To
We're
be fair.
talking about AARP status pending. Those Malone and Stockton and Hornacek, those were the same people punching the Lakers' head off
Twice.
before the. So it couldn't have been that bad. They couldn't have been that old and decrepit if they made it to the finals and
But
Kobe and them
well,
couldn't get through there.
I'm not. What
Gary,
I'm simply
Gary
doing is
Payton, the
pointing out that
glove.
that is the oldest era in recent memory. That's all
Did
I'm
Stockton
pointing out.
retire after '98?
Yes, he did.
Gary Payton, Hall of
Shortly
Famer,
thereafter, he
right?
retired.
Defensive player of the year.
Did he win a ring?
Yeah, GP was cold.
Yeah, I mean, he was gifted a ring in Miami. You know, Blizzy's Heat culture allowed him to get one.
You got why you throwing darts at Blizzy's heat
Didn't
No,
culture
they?
I'm
right
not.
now? We ain't even talking about that.
Blizzy, did y'all not give him a
Cancel.
farewell ring?
He played a little part in it, but for the most part, yeah, he rolled. He was on the ride.
Wait,
Roll
so
Him,
right.
hold on.
him,
Why are we saying like Jordan kept who? Barkley from a ring, Stockton and
Barkley,
Malone from a ring.
Stockton
Barkley,
and
and Malone. That's
oh,
it.
Stockton and
Payton
Malone.
and Kemp.
The only the only reason Clyde has a ring is because Jordan retired and he went to Houston.
Oh, he quit. So he quit.
So he quit.
He played baseball. He retired.
He
He
needed a
quit.
break.
Nah, he got
He
suspended
quit.
for secretly for that gambling, but
And
allegedly,
oh,
We on
and
So
conspiracy.
allegedly he
hold
got
on.
suspended for all the
How far
gambling, and the
did
alleged.
that?
league didn't want
And
How
that.
far
They
did
they
that
wanted
killed
that
his
Bulls team
daddy.
image
They
go?
ruined
killed
for
his
that,
daddy
so they
over
framed it
his
as a retirement.
and
So
they
so
How
what?
good was that?
and they went
How
and got
good
his
was that
daddy
Bulls
over
team?
what he owed them people, that money he owed them people.
Mm,
How did he
They
do
went
So
with
and got
that
his
Bulls
daddy.
team?
look, look,
How did he do with that Bulls team?
Michael Jordan left,
I know.
came, while he was playing baseball and exploring other options, he also saved the Toon universe, came back, and they watched Jordan come back, shake off the rust, make it to the Eastern Conference, or was it the second or the Eastern Conference Final?
Let me ask you this.
Second round.
I got a question real quick. How good was the team that LeBron left how good was the team the year after LeBron left when he left that team?
Which team? He left multiple. You
All of
got to
them.
give me one.
Every single one of them. How good were they the next
Um,
year?
actually, Miami was pretty well until Chris Bosh almost died.
damn,
Didn't
damn,
they make the Eastern Conference Finals?
Hey,
Huh,
that was
huh,
kind of low right
huh,
there.
damn,
huh.
That
No,
was
no, no,
crazy
it's
right
not.
there.
Blizzy, but am I wrong?
damn.
Were they not playoff contending team
Did they
until
make the
Chris
Eastern
Bosh?
Conference Finals?
In 2015, we were not. We were like the 10th seed. It was
Did
an ugly
any of
year.
them make the Eastern Conference Finals? Because I'm pretty sure the
2016,
Bulls
we
made the
were
Eastern
contenders
Conference.
until Bosch caught the blood clots and Whiteside got hurt and Wade had some
Scottie Pippen
issues.
carried that Bulls team to an Eastern Conference Finals when Jordan retired.
It was the second round.
I thought it was the Eastern Conference.
That's the
Pippen,
second round.
Pippen, I saw quit on the Bulls.
He quit on the Bulls
These are
twice.
these are facts.
Didn't Cleveland get the number one pick as soon as he left?
Yeah, the
Hold
offense.
on. No, 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 no. Watch this. He had a whole bunch of centers and
That was
The
the
power
second
Bulls,
round
the
forwards
though.
Bulls
there.
got a high lottery
So,
pick. Didn't they get like the third pick in the
hold
2000 draft?
Blizzy, correct me if
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
wrong. When LeBron left, when he decided to make the horrible decision and take his talents down to South Beach,
That
right?
wasn't a horrible decision. It was a great decision.
When he did that, was
Championship
that
decision.
ro- was that roster not full of power forwards and centers who could not dribble? And what do you expect? Yes, that team was atrocious.
Uh,
Now,
the roster pre LeBron was atrocious.
no,
We
no,
did a
yeah,
complete shake
we
up when
know
we
they were
brought
a
LeBron.
dumpster fire. The question was, after he left, he has
Oh,
left almost every
oh,
organization.
2014. You talking about the after 2014 when he left?
Every time
Yeah,
LeBron has left an organization,
it was an
he
ugly
has
situation.
he has left it in disarray. Let's not sit here and act like he left something better than what he found it. The only exception to
Mm,
that is Miami, and that's because Pat Riley would not let him
I
dictate
mean,
the terms.
there'll
That
be
was my
another
fault. That's right.
there'll be
My
another
fault.
franchise when he
Pip,
leaves that won't be in
Pip,
disarray, but that'll be a conversation for another day.
Pippen carried his team to 55 wins
yeah, we
when Jordan
wasn't
retired.
necessarily in disarray when LeBron left. We just had to recover from some other issues. But the
Hold on, Blizzy, but that's why I gave the caveat that you guys were the only team
now when
that he did not leave
that
in disarray.
now when
Y'all had other
Hey, Napoleon.
unforeseen circumstances.
yeah,
Wait,
Napoleon, I got a
disarray.
question for
that
you.
was ugly.
How is it his fault that he left? That just shows you the
He
talent he had around him when he left the Cleveland the first time.
No, when he left, everybody else that was
He left. Mo Williams was still there.
Hey,
I'm
Napoleon.
when what's up?
if LeBron lost to an accountant one on one after talking mad shit, just like the video right there at the top of the screen, you watch that.
Ooh.
What would happen if LeBron lost to an accountant one on one after talking mad shit? I'm just asking.
What would happen if LeBron quit basketball to go
He
play baseball and suck?
he'd get the video confiscated.
That's not a narrative. I'm posting real actual videos of this
He'd get the
shit, man.
video
Like
he'd
I'm
get
not
the
making this
video
shit up.
confiscated.
Yeah, again,
That's what
I'm
he'd
not
do.
making.
again, this
He got poked on. He got dunked on. LeBron
again,
got dunked on.
LeBron got
He got
dunked
the
on.
video
But this is
confiscated.
Hold
different.
on, hold
This
on.
is different.
This,
That
It's
video
this
not.
right
is
there
no,
is
no. Hold
different,
on,
bro.
watch this. This is a camp where guys paid. I think it was like somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to play Jordan. Live out their dreams or whatever. LeBron James is out here getting dunked on by high school players. But you forgot about that.
Jordan Crawford. It was Jordan Crawford. That was an NBA player.
No,
Clutch got rid of the footage. Clutch
Before,
got
but
rid of
that
the
was
footage.
before he was in the
that
league,
was
though.
before he was in the
Clutch
league.
got rid of the footage.
Oh, just like when they said that LeBron was cooking MJ when he was in high school.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mm,
that's
uh-huh.
actually a true story. I'm talking
mm.
about the accountant that just beat him right here, man. Like, watch that video, bro. Like, he's trying.
Again,
When LeBron was in high school, Michael Jordan was 40 years old.
so we're
Do
talking.
you think there's a high? Do you think there's a high school player that can beat LeBron 1-on-1 right now?
Hell, we've se-
I think
I don't know.
that's tough. That's tough.
The answer is no.
Maybe.
I mean, the answer is maybe. And LeBron is 101, man. He's generational. Like, that's good shit. If you told me that the next guy that was coming up was as good as LeBron James was at 18, then, that's a different conversation.
Hey, I got a nasty comparison.
So
I
no, I
already
don't
know
want to
who
hear it,
built it
then,
first.
Blizzy. I
nah
don't want
nah
to
nah
hear it. All
Blizz
right.
nah Blizzy nah
Nah, cause I
Blizzy.
just seen the announcement. Who better between Mikey Williams and Bronny?
Oh no, no. We're gonna keep going with this
We gonna find
conversation.
And
out
We're not
this
what?
year.
doing that.
We gonna find
And
out
what?
this year. Shout
And
out to
what?
Shout out,
Sacramento
Basketball?
State.
shout out, Mike Bibby,
Hey,
baby.
hey, hey, hey,
Sacramento State, baby.
First off, shout out to Dago. Shout out to Mikey.
That
Um,
boy Mikey Williams said he gonna declare for the draft. Oh
Hey,
boy.
listen, we're not entertaining that,
You
man.
know,
Keep
look,
going
Dago
with the
look,
my town.
conversation,
Dago my
man.
town.
Who gonna
Keep
tell
going,
him?
hold on.
keep going with the
Look,
convo,
hey,
man.
Southeast.
You already know. I'm in Spring Valley right now.
You know, Spring Valley ain't the Southeast, but shout out to
Man, it's
RA.
cool. You know it's close, man.
Hey,
Y'all
hey, hey,
forget
hey,
Skyline
hey,
is Skyline
hey,
is 10
hey,
minutes away.
hey, just a guy. All I'm saying is shout out to Ryan Anthony.
That's what's up. All right.
Hey, that was funny, man. Hey, Napoleon, you be got me dying, bro. You love you some MJ, man.
All I'm gonna
I
say
speak
is
me.
this: you can't be
Yeah,
the
right.
king of the parking lot forever. But
What? That's an old school saying, huh? I gotta be.
King of the park a lot of streets.
That gotta be. That gotta be like some old school pimping Magic Don Juan or something. I don't know.
This dude can never just be blunt.
Like Napoleon, can you tell? Like, just keep going.
look,
Just keep going.
This dude will
I
walk
didn't
us
know what
around the
to say,
track
Josh.
just to
I
get
didn't
to the
know what to
middle.
say, Josh. I
Yo,
didn't know what to say.
nigga said just keep going.
look, all I'm saying is,
There
look,
we go. Go ahead,
so
Napoleon.
I've never seen so many people change the narrative for a guy who had all the talent in the world. And yes, he achieved a lot, but for what he should have had, in my opinion, fell
Mm,
short.
So
mm.
what should he have had?
Yeah, that's
More rings
insane to
than
say. That's insane to
more.
say.
He should have more rings than Jordan.
A
My,
dude who played 23
He
years,
should
who
have
I
has
he
every
should have
record
just
in the
stayed in
book, should
Cleveland
have did
and just
more.
shut
no,
up.
no,
And who
because
has
He
rings.
should have
because here,
Should have
he
He
did
should
got
more.
have
more
Aaron,
kept
don't
points,
give
focused
more
on
props,
assists,
bro.
more
You
so
know
so
he
rebounds,
not
who,
the
more playoff
passing
so who,
over,
points,
bro.
more
Do you
playoff
His
know
his
wins,
how
more
coach
playoff
hard it is
rebounds,
to
his
win
ring coach was
higher
four
horrible.
percentage,
rings?
If
more
LeBron should have
threes.
you
carried
pick your
LeBron
co-
should
coach is
Like,
horrible.
hey
If you pick your teams,
LeBron
man,
should
you
have
got
just
to have
waited
the
till Delonte
accolades.
West.
no, so this is
LeBron should have waited till Delonte West became Scottie Pippen. That's
no,
what he
no,
should have
this is
done.
what I'm saying, because we want to move the goalposts and curate everything so it looks better for LeBron. But if we go rookie, if we Because what was the biggest?
That's literally only Jordan
No,
James.
what was the biggest argument that LeBron sexuals like to
Oh
like
wow.
to like to argue? Oh, well, what did Jordan do by 28? You were 10 years in the league. Jordan came in the league after 3 years of college. Like, so if we're
Two-time player of the year.
so if we're looking at, I don't care about the age. Let's my rookie year for your rookie year, my second year for your second year, and match it up from there. Now, also, let's sit here and talk about this. When we talk about the elite, the upper echelon of the elite, we're talking about the Birds. We're talking about the Magics. We're talking
Hmm.
about the Jordans. Do you know why Bron? Yes, we're Kobe. We're talking about certain guys, but Bron is in the conversation, but he gets looked at a little funny because you are supposed to be the chosen one, but you had to hold other coattails, and you could never say, "I beat I beat the man to be the man." You had a conglomerate
That's
to be.
literally what Jordan had to do.
Jordan took people and made them
He
what they were.
Jordan had to wait till Magic. Jordan had to wait till Magic got AIDS. He had to wait till they changed the rules
Hey
with the
yo.
Pistons.
Keep going, Vic. Keep going,
Mm-mm.
and then we're gonna go JID or
Again,
Ken.
Magic was second. Magic was second in
Hold
MVP
on.
here.
Let him
Stop with the
finish. Let him finish.
disrespect.
Go ahead,
And
Vic.
and most important, when has Jordan won anything without having the one of the greatest coaches of all time in any
Hold on.
level?
Didn't he win rookie?
Who
Didn't
made
he?
him the
Didn't
greatest of all time?
hold on? Hold on. Hold on.
Who made
Let
him
me
the greatest of all time?
hold on. Let me
That's
He
Tom
made
Brady
Dean
Belichick
Smith the
shit,
greatest
man.
of all time,
hold on.
coach.
Can I ask you a question? When did Bron ever
Hey,
Hold
win a
this
I've
is
on.
score?
heard so
crazy.
many nasty
When
words
when did
from both
when did
sides.
when
How
did
many
Bron
championships?
ever?
How many
Nasty.
championships did? How many championships did Dean Smith win before Michael Jordan? How many championships did Phil Jackson win before Michael Jordan? The answer is zero.
How much did
Put
they win
something on it.
afterwards?
Yeah, I was gonna
Ooh.
say how much did Phil Jackson win afterwards? I was gonna say
How
that.
many
Oh,
did he win
okay.
afterwards? What are
You
you
got the
talking about?
formula and a Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, it's pretty. It's good.
Oh, so he got the formula from. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. He-
But wasn't it their offense that brought the formula to Jordan?
See, the
How
the
many
offense
finals
doesn't work.
appearances did
The
Jordan make
offense
without
doesn't
a
work
good
without
coach?
Shaq, Kobe, or Paul Gasol or Michael Jordan. Oh, how good is that offense? A lot of people
I mean,
run versions
Not
of the
very, not
triangle.
very good.
There you go.
Hey, guess who
I'm not.
didn't?
I'm
Guess
not.
who didn't have Phil
I'm.
Jackson as his head coach?
Mm,
Guess who carried Mike Brown to a
Hayden,
championship?
this is not a
Championship,
Euro League
championship what?
conversation.
Championship what? No. So let's talk
To
about
a
it. How
final.
many of LeBron's
Hey, wait,
coaches
hold on.
got to
Before we
coaching?
go there, can we get to JID and see what
yeah,
JID
and
got to
Kimber,
say?
yeah, and then we'll go to Cannon after. Go ahead, JID.
I just have one question for Napoleon. You stated, I guess LeBron should have had more. Two questions, two parts. Well, one question, two parts.
Slow it down for him. No Diddy.
That was crazy. Let's start there.
That was crazy.
Before
That
we
was
go any further,
crazy.
that was crazy. I think we should acknowledge that. Okay.
Should we
Um,
take a break? Should we take a break? Let's take.
You get
we
my hopefully
no,
you get my
no,
sentiments,
no,
JID. You
Someone,
get my
no, no,
someone throw
no.
a
sentiments.
sponsor out there real
No
quick.
break needed, but it should be
Right.
acknowledged. Should be acknowledged. We have acknowledged. Well, let's move on. Let's try to be not childish. All right.
You said try
It
to
is
be not
10:40 in
childish.
Texas.
Let's
Man,
try to
Napoleon,
be not
let
childish.
him
Let's
land. Let him
try.
land. Let
Because
him
that was
land.
crazy. Fucked me up
Emphasis
for a second. My
emphasis
apologies.
on try. Emphasis on
Yes,
try.
emphasis on try. Now, you stated about maybe 10, about 5 to 7 minutes ago about stated that LeBron hadn't should have achieved more. Two-part question. First part is, do you think he should have more than 4 rings? Yes or no?
Napoleon, you there?
Oh, my bad. I was getting back to my phone. Yes, I do.
Okay. Second part of that question. Since he did not have more than 4 rings, he has four. Do you believe in his career that LeBron James is underachieved? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
All right. I'll be going. I literally
This
was taking a
discussion is
nap.
over, bro.
I was taking a nap, so I'm kind of up. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna start sorting some clothes for a late night wash. Anything. If y'all need anything while I'm out, just
Yeah,
hit my
got
line.
you. Yeah, I got you, JID. I'm gonna let you
Jay,
know,
J-
you
man.
funny, Jay.
I got some clothes.
Hey,
You
hey, man. Appreciate that list too, JID. That list was dope.
Absolutely, no
Hey,
problem.
Napoleon, where I agree with you is the six, like the three
Napoleon, I'm
championships,
making
the
that the
two three
title too,
peats.
Napoleon, that LeBron's underachieved. So
Yeah,
just letting
that's
you know.
Nah,
crazy, bro.
would have
that's
had
man.
a failure career.
Yeah, that's
He should have won
crazy.
12
No, yeah, I
championships.
didn't
You
say
He
like
should have. He
you just said
no,
should
no,
have
no.
You
won
I
want to
didn't.
know
23
what's crazy
championships.
though?
23
I
championships.
agree. I
One for every
agree.
year.
I agree. He should have more than 4, but he has not underachieved. That was crazy. But he should
Blizzy.
definitely have 5 because 2011. Let's come on, bro. My
Whoa, hold on, Blizzy.
No,
We
he had
forgetting
no
about
chance in
2015.
2011.
2015.
2015 had
Don't
him.
Yeah,
even bring
now
up 2011.
2015. That
2011,
unfortunately
he had
was
no
not
2015
his
chance.
should be
fault.
his.
2015
We
was
know that.
that.
He can't
Yeah,
do nothing
that was
about
base.
that.
That's completely out of his control right there.
Oh no,
But
oh no,
2011 would
Brick.
be 2011 would
Wait,
have
now
been
wait, Brick.
everything.
2011,
Wait, Brick. I've
Line
as a
him
stated on
up.
Dwayne
record,
Wade fan, I completely blame 2011 on LeBron as a
Brick.
Dwayne Wade fan.
Brick.
Absolutely.
I've stated
He
on
had no
record
chance. He
that.
swept Kobe
But
Bryant.
I feel like
Hold on,
LeBron
Victor.
definitely should have at
I hear
least
you,
5
Jay.
rings.
I've
And
stated on record that even though he is quote unquote 4-6, I've stated on record that as far as for basketball conversations, in my eyes, we are lucky he's 4-6 though.
right,
Right.
Because
right.
and I mean this in the
And it
most
took some of the
love and
most.
respect possible.
It took
If
some of the most craziest things to
if
happen.
any individual being the guy has a legit gripe at, oh man, like I probably got some of the baddest luck, or like, man, this stuff again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's things that's beyond his individual control. Because it's only one
Mhm.
series in that time, in that aspect of the 10 that he's been in, where you can only fault him for his individual performance. To me, it's only one,
Right. That's
and we
2011.
know that one,
And
and nobody
arguably
would
too.
disagree with that.
Nope.
Arguably too.
I would.
But
I'm gonna
What's
disagree to the grave.
no,
what's the other
I
You
one,
ain't
say
Blizzy?
stopping Jesus.
arguably too, because the 2014 series with the
Nah, I'm not
Spurs.
rolling. I'm not rolling. I'm
Hey,
not
I ain't gonna
rolling.
lie.
Yeah,
I'm not rolling
The
because
Spurs is
well,
dynasty, bro.
I got a question. Why did
Blizzy, you think he
It
2014
was
should have
is
beat
nowhere
his
near.
you?
It
fault.
was
You think he
nowhere
should
near the
have beat that
2011
team,
series.
Blizzy?
Let me clear that. Let me clarify that right
But you
now.
think he should have beat? You think he should have beat
I
that
didn't
team
say he
though?
should have beat that team. I said he had an uglier series than like. Do y'all remember the 6 point? What was like a 6 point game in the finals?
So you're speaking on what he did, not the
Yeah,
team that he played, because we're
just
asking
LeBron
about the
individually.
team.
But I'm
Okay.
talking. But like I said,
He should have been better in
Blizzy,
17.
Blizzy. He still
can I,
has nightmares about
nah.
that
huh?
guy, by the name of
17, he
Jason
did all
Eugene
he
Terry,
could. That was out of his
abusing him in the
control.
post.
I will say that LeBron.
Blizzy, Blizzy,
What's up?
right here, dog, right here, dog. What 6 point game are you referring to, sir?
Okay, was it a it was a low, it was a very low scoring game if
I think that was
I'm
in the
not.
Dallas
Okay,
series where
all
he
right,
scored
Blizzy.
low.
Nah, that was not. I
No,
remember
no,
the
no,
Dallas series vividly.
Are
I
you
was
talking about
tortured by
the
that.
Eastern Conference
no, no,
game
no, no, no,
against
no,
No,
the
Blizzy.
Celtics?
When I heard
Hold on.
6 point game, I was translating
hold
that
on,
as if
wait,
he did that in the finals, and I know he didn't do that in
hold
the
on, wait a
finals
minute, hold
outside
on,
of
wait a minute.
2011.
He did the 6 point game against the
Let
Celtics,
me
right?
No, it was
revisit
Yeah,
Mavericks in
this.
11. That's it.
Nah,
Yeah, that was
I
11
remember the
Blizzy.
2011.
No,
He
Let me
averaged
revisit
28
this.
in the 2014 series against the Spurs.
Let me revisit
yeah,
this.
because if we're just doing
I'm pretty sure that was the
because if we're
Celtics
Oh
just
last
wait,
doing
hold
his
on.
last
Nah,
points,
game in
2014.
Cleveland.
That was the cramp game. I'm tripping. That
got
was the
you.
damn
Okay,
cramp
yeah,
game.
because if we're just doing points, 25,
That was
35,
the damn.
22,
Yeah, that was
28,
the damn.
31.
Yeah, that was the damn
Yeah,
cramp. Yeah, that was
yeah,
the damn
yeah.
cramp
He held up
game.
his end. Now,
That was the damn cramp game.
your man, he did not. But you have stated that though. So
Does anyone think? Well, I
Yeah.
guess everyone does that. If Jordan made 10 finals, that he would have won 10 of them.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I
I
Let's
mean,
don't know.
that's
Wait,
hard
wait,
to
say.
wait,
do,
wait, wait,
man.
I
wait.
don't know.
Okay, how about them?
Victor.
How about them 2 years he didn't retire? Do y'all think he win 8 straight?
I think
No.
he wins one.
Nope.
I think he loses one.
Yeah,
That's
he
me.
losing at least
I
one to
think.
Y'all think he
Houston.
lose
Look,
one to Houston?
Jay. I agree. He does the now.
I
Which one does he?
I
Do
think you
you
lose
think it's the first or the
94,
second one?
the first one.
Okay. You want me to be honest? just given that it would be something new that he obviously hadn't faced in the 6 previous meetings of him being there, I think it'll be the first one. They learn from it and then make adjustments and win the second one.
So you think they
I
lose
mean,
maybe
he did
four,
lose to
come back
When you
Orlando.
in
mean
We
95?
acting like he didn't lose to
He
Orlando.
did.
He did
No,
lose.
and when you
yeah,
mean
he
adjustments, you
did.
mean roster adjustments?
Say that again.
Like
He
when you say adjustments, you mean like they would have had to get roster adjustments because they'd have to have someone to
I
guard the
mean,
team.
Yeah.
well,
They
all right,
have
put
to
it like
adjust
this.
to
Not
that.
necessarily.
All right, put it like this. Well, when I
Not
say
necessarily.
adjustments, that can mean anything. That can mean from a roster standpoint. That can mean from a coverage standpoint on how you would want to play him. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then, all right, and then you got to think about it as not even just defensively. What about offensively? What advantages could they possibly take advantage offensively when they have to guard them? You see what I'm saying? So when I say adjustments, that's all around. That's not just one aspect or one part.
Man, I'm looking at the highlights, man. Keontae George, man, he nice.
Because
No, that's off topic.
I think we
Go
need to
watch. Hey, go
understand
watch the league
something.
highlights after that,
I
Beasley.
think
Go
we
watch
need
the
to
league highlights.
understand something. Keem Olajuwon is where he is in a lot of people's top 10 to 12 for a reason.
For
He's
a
one of
reason.
them.
no.
So
Yeah.
Again, agreed.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, listen. If Frat lost to him, I don't think he's gonna bat an eye at. He's gonna look at it as, well, I lost against a fellow all-time player.
Now
Second
with
best
that
player in the
question
league
of
at the
he
time
wouldn't have
too.
won, he couldn't have won 10. Would 5-1 or 6-1 still have the same impact of being
Fam,
6-0
you
as
won
the Bucks?
six.
Probably would have been
I couldn't
seven
give
and one.
This is
Victor,
impressive. Yeah.
Right here, dog. Right here, dog.
Probably would have been
Hear
7
me
and 1.
clearly. I'm not a narrative guy.
No,
I
no,
Hell,
I
couldn't
get
Tim
you. I
care
get
Duncan
what you're
5
less
saying.
and
if
Yeah, I
you
know
1.
what
win
you're saying.
6-3, 6-4,
I get.
6-2.
I'm
That
Hey,
just
is
saying
hey,
in
hey, D,
irrelevant
general,
to
that's
like
me.
you.
general
JID,
people.
that's
Won
you.
6
All the
of them
old
things.
heads though, they saying
I,
Jay,
No,
I,
Jay,
I
he
look.
is
Jay,
an
you.
old
I'm aware
head.
of that,
I.
Josh. I'm aware
the
of that.
lure is that when he gets
I'm
there,
just
he
talking about
wins
the
it.
people
So
that say
yeah,
he's
6-1 would make a
6-0.
difference. You talking about what
Hey,
you saying? All them
Yeah,
other
they all say,
people,
oh, he's
Okay,
6-0, never
when
lost.
he gets there, he wins it.
wait.
We ain't got to worry about
Hold
what's gonna happen.
on. If he's 6-1 now, how much does the argument change for the not for you, for the masses? How much does the argument
Kobe,
change?
I think.
Kobe, Kobe
I
5-2.
mean,
How much does it change that he's not 5-0?
Yeah,
Doesn't
like
change
bro,
anything.
it doesn't really
uh,
change much for me.
he
Hell,
lost in,
Duncan 5 and 1.
but
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Doesn't
If I'm
matter.
not
Okay.
yeah,
but
like
I'm
mistaken,
bro,
saying, but
if
the
I'm not
argument,
new
mistaken,
era, new
Kareem,
era,
like
but
what,
new
everyone,
31
era,
Jordan
fights,
new
said
Bill
era.
that
Russell
he
11
never
and 0.
lost in the
Hold
That
finals.
on,
11
new
matters
era.
more than that.
My
Oh,
point,
Y'all
my
ain't
comparing
point, new
6 and
era
6-1.
4.
is my
Y'all are
point, new
comparing people
era
who lure isn't
is
being
that
undefeated in the
is that
finals. It's not the
obviously
same
it would
team.
change as far as the quote unquote undefeated aspect, but in the
Uh huh.
grand scheme of things, does it
It
change
doesn't
the
matter.
overall picture for the most part? It shouldn't.
No,
It, I,
Come on,
I
man.
don't
Let's be
know.
logical about
I,
this, man. Like,
it doesn't.
come on, bro.
do y'all want to
But
know the record?
what it does is it puts him in the same category as Bill Russell on
Okay,
the
all right. How
biggest
about hold
stage.
on, hold
that's
on,
what
Nobody
I'm
kicked him
hold
saying.
off
on, hold
before.
on, hold on,
That's it.
hold on.
That
He's
is a
six.
debate. That's
Hold
just a
on, hold
competitor
on, guy.
debate.
Hold on, guy. He's 6-4.
I'm here.
How many all-time players have more than 6?
Come on now.
Mm.
It doesn't
You know how
change
hard
much,
it
I
is
man.
to
mean,
Come
other
win,
than
on.
G.
Celtics,
Bro, forget all that. Do
no,
you know
I
no.
how
said an
hard it is
I
to
said
all-time
win?
all it
player.
changes.
It's
No,
not
but that's
many
the
of
difference.
those.
Where Magic is, I think Magic's 5-4.
Five and
So
four
it's like, yeah,
doesn't change a damn thing.
yeah.
Doesn't change a thing.
Come
But
on
it
now.
makes
Cannon,
a
go
Notice
difference.
ahead.
It
nobody
I
does.
talking
just feel
about
like
that is,
everyone's
It
man.
keeps
argument
you off
Hey,
for
that
let
Jordan.
Cannon got to get his shit off real quick. Cannon, go ahead.
See what?
We're not
Man,
talking
Larry
about
Do we
Bird,
any
really?
European
Do we
players,
really
though.
need
Larry
to?
Bird, what, 3 and 4?
We're not
Do
talking
we
about.
really need to
We
allow that?
we already know
I'm asking.
Giannis is a bad boy. We know Jokic is a bad boy.
Oh my God.
Top two.
Hey, hoop narrative. I blame you for allowing him to enter into a non-Euro league conversation.
Bro, chill, bro. Let him get his point off, bro. Chill.
Nah, you're good. You're good, Cannon.
No, he's being sarcastic, just a guy. He talking about his
Okay. All right. I just
and then
Napoleon,
support for
did
my
Jordan
international
underachieve?
brothers.
Did Jordan underachieve Napoleon?
No, it is Michael
I mean,
Jeffrey Jordan.
he lost 2-3. He lost in the first round more times than LeBron. How's that not? underachieving.
Victor.
Oh,
Man, name that roster. If you can name that roster right now, I'd
no,
listen.
hold on, step aside. When we talk about
Charles
when
Oakley,
when
Ron
when,
Harper.
when we talk about
It was not Ron Harper at that point.
when we talk
But just the
about
guy, you can't talk about
when we
NBA
talk
rosters,
about
but we can't get off
the
LeBron
best
rosters.
when we talk about the
You
best of
can't
the
talk about
best, right?
NBA rosters, but we can't get off
We
LeBron
talk
rosters
about
and
the
how trash
Tom
the rosters were.
Brady's, the Joe Montanas, the Michael Jordans of the world.
According to all those guys lost in the finals, they underachieved.
No, that's not what I said. Don't misconstrue what I said. I know my statement may perplex you, but let me break it down for you.
Just get
He
right to
was
it.
him. When we look at it, he beat the man to be the man.
I'm laughing because Victor told you to speed it up.
Yeah, gang. Nothing you saying is perplexing to nobody in here. I
No,
promise.
no. So look, I'm befuddled.
He beat the man.
Look, I'm befuddled
Hey,
at
yo.
half of the nonsense you say, but that's a whole other series.
What man did he? Who did he beat? That was the man. Magic.
Magic was the man. Before that he had to
The Pistons.
get through the Pistons, and the three guys who arguably at that time controlled the league gave him a tip of the cap and said, "Hey, you know what? You
Oh,
got it."
boy. The boy.
So LeBron didn't beat anyone. You're trying to say?
Did we ever get the Bron Kobe matchup that Nike?
Is that LeBron's fault that Kobe couldn't get there?
Bron
Oh,
couldn't get
man.
there.
Oh, man.
What?
They
Bron's
won
only played
66
10 years in a
games.
row.
Oh, man.
Yo, if you win 66 and you come up short,
Not gonna lie, he
Finals 10
disses
years in a row.
somebody, and I'm surprised somebody ain't come off the mic for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
He
No,
threw
I'm
he
not
threw he
blaming.
threw a
It's
nice
not.
little shot at somebody. I'm
It
not
wasn't a
saying
diss to
who.
Kobe. I'm just saying
I'm
that
not
wasn't a
saying
diss to
who.
Kobe.
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying
saying
I
you're not.
heard
he
that
threw a shot. Oh,
JIV.
okay. I'm
I
just
heard
making
that.
sure. Let me
Freddie,
get
you
back
know
to
I
these
wasn't
clothes.
dissing
We heard
Kobe.
it. We
Let me
But
get
heard it.
back to these clothes.
but Napoleon rebutted quickly with the he
Should I
didn't,
do fabric softener, or should I just just dry
no,
sheets? Never mind.
use
No, no
use the
big.
bead.
Always fabric. So
My man.
always.
Use the
And
bead.
I'm just saying
Use
you
the
can't
beads,
blame
not the
Kobe
sheets.
or you can't blame LeBron because other players didn't make it.
I can blame him for underachieving.
I mean, he
I
beat a
can
73-win team though.
whoop de doo. You had the
hey,
super.
here's
You had the super
Oh,
here's
free.
all
All
right
here's
now.
some
All right
all I
here's
now.
some
saw,
stats for you
All right
Yeah,
guys.
now.
he
All right
said whoop
now.
de doo. That's crazy.
All right
super
now.
team. All I saw was the
You coming
72 win
back from
team brought Kevin
a
Durant.
series. You coming back from a series where I would like to think the odds of doing so was extremely no. Just deserves a whole lot more than a whoop de doo.
Oh, whoop de
No,
doo.
no,
I
no.
could be wrong.
Hold.
And then what did they do?
Hold on.
They
Jay,
went
If
and
Jay,
had
anything else,
KD.
Snap, I'm a fair man. Let's be
How
Hold
fair
on.
many?
here.
Jay, I'm gonna be fair. The same way they cook Steph for Kyrie was hurting. We can say that
We can
the
say the same thing about Jordan.
can I make this point? The same way that they take away from Steph, saying
Uh
that
huh.
Kyrie and Kevin Love weren't in that series or they did whatever. Were the
Wait,
Warriors? Hold on. Were the Warriors
wait.
not missing key components in that series that allowed them to come back? At the end of the day, at
Wait. Who supposedly is like knocking Steph for things that are out of his control? Who is
the,
doing that?
everybody, we can clip it. We can go back and clip the statements when it was in Hoop Narratives when it was said.
Is some people like some
Yes,
people here said that?
yes.
Well, say their name, brother, since they here.
For
I
What
mean,
they
real.
say?
Who
Because
this is?
I think he's capping. What did Steven
Yeah,
say about Steph? We ain't talked about Steph. I don't think.
yeah.
Who that is, bro?
Why
Because
are we
I
even
want to
talking about
know.
Steph?
Yeah,
Are we
he's
saying his 2015 ring was kind of shaky because of the injuries?
they were like, "Oh, Kyrie wasn't there." Uh,
I
because
mean,
Bro,
that,
Or
because
that's
hold,
Kevin
Kevin
hold,
Love
Love
hold,
ain't
and
hold,
played
Kyrie
like
got
that.
because
hurt,
again,
bro.
look. I ain't look. I'm not Cortland. I ain't got to hide sources. I reveal
Oh
names
man.
because
bro.
Come
Cortland's
on,
not
man.
even
Come on, man.
here,
That man ain't even
bro.
here to
See,
defend
he ain't
himself.
here to
I don't
defend
like that.
himself. He
no,
came
no,
back
I
no,
don't
no,
strong.
no.
like
He
that,
Hold
ain't
on,
bro.
here
I
hold,
don't
hurting.
like
no,
that,
hold
brother.
on,
Took him off the
Jay, hold
market
I
on.
don't
for
like that, bro. That's cat, bro.
No,
I
no,
don't,
no,
I
no.
don't rock with
Hold
that,
on,
bro.
no,
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
agree. That's
You
nasty
you
work.
told
I don't like that, bro.
hold on. You can be like Buddy and Billy. I don't like that.
Just
But you
land the
just told
plane.
Hey,
Just
hold
land
on.
the
R Dub has had
plane.
his
You
hand up for a
just
minute,
told
man.
me
Yeah,
to
let's.
What's R
hold
Dub got
on.
to
You
say?
just told me
Yeah.
to name the
Hey,
names.
Napoleon. Hey, R Dub got his hand up,
Okay,
Napoleon.
I was asked the question. Hey, hey,
I
Just
know, but
land
let
the
R
Go
Dub get
ahead.
his
Go
shit
plane.
Skip
off,
ahead.
man.
it.
You've been talking for the last
What?
10 minutes, bro.
Skip
Let R
Bayless.
Dub
If
let
you
R Dub
let
say
me
something.
it in the statement, I'm done.
If he skipped Bayless, you Stephen A.
Mm-mm.
Go
Okay,
go
I ain't gonna
ahead.
lie.
He's more like Mad
I ain't
Dog
gonna lie.
Russo.
They would them having a talk show in person. It'll
Mm-mm.
probably go.
So
I
at
was
the
gonna
end of the
laps
day,
around this nigga.
Napo-
I'm
Hey,
hey,
just
R
saying.
Dub,
All
let
right,
hey
brother.
come on.
You not
let
seeing
him
the
land.
vision.
Let him land
You
so
call that
RDub
nigga
can
Mad
respond.
Dog.
Let him
so
Okay, Mad
Napoleon,
Dog is
please,
crazy. Let's start
please
there.
land the plane,
Mad Dog is
Napoleon.
ridiculous.
Please,
That's
so we can get to
crazy.
RDub.
Smash 901 was one of them. Um,
Bro, you talking about people that's not even
no,
here,
you
bro.
asked for the JID, asked
Okay,
for the name,
Nap,
and I said
Nap,
they weren't in
Nap.
here.
Let me be more specific since you can't read context clues. Are the gentlemen in here currently?
I
That's
stated that they
clearly
were
what he
not in here.
said.
I stated that
No,
at the beginning. Yes.
Then we're good then. Then we're good then.
let's go to RDub. Let's go to RDub.
My lord.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's
As the
up?
as the
Let's
resident,
apologize for the extras,
hey
RDub. We
man, listen.
appreciate you for waiting.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. As the resident old man in the group, let me put something on perspective for LeBron. LeBron won't get celebrated until 4 or 5 years when he's done in the league. Just like Kobe, kind of like Magic. Like Magic had, he didn't have a losing record in the finals, but he went 9 times, right? 5 and 4, right? Every
Mm.
era, every era had a villain and another great player. Jordan stopped so many great players from getting titles. Stopped. But sometimes great talent.
Jordan ain't had no nemesis. He was the only
Well,
one.
no, because Akeem got two. I still think Akeem would at least
I
got
mean,
one during his era.
We
He
just
was
had
that
this
good.
conversation.
So the next thing I'm going to say is this with LeBron. And I think everybody is missing this in a microcosm. For the first time, you had in the history of probably professional sports, but especially for the NBA, you had a millionaire make billionaires accountable for their egregious transactions. Let me repeat what I said. You had a millionaire make billionaires accountable. Who do you know as a player outside of LeBron in the NBA made billionaires? I'm talking about the 32 owners in the league accountable. He was the first player. He was the first player, and I'm going to take this out of the context of player. LeBron was a free agent like your job. You got a job, and he had another job offer. He said, you know what? I'm going to go over here to this other job offer because you won't trade J.J. Hickson in a one to go get Amari Stoudemire. Facts. That was the thing in Cleveland. Dan Gilbert did not want to trade J.J. Hickson to go in the luxury tax to go get Amari Stoudemire to be his ace. I hate the word super teams. You look up all the historical teams and franchises you mentioned. For one, if you're a Laker fan in this room, you should never use the word super teams because most of your championships are bought. The only three players are homegrown. Kobe was a trade on draft day. Magic was homegrown. Lou Alcindor was traded from the Bucks to the Lakers and became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They drafted James Worthy, but the Celtics were more homegrown than a lot of franchises, but no one really wants to talk about that because everybody hated the Celtics. The Pistons were homegrown. The OKC Thunder are homegrown. But see, now you're starting to see it more in the NBA. LeBron, see, when guys got traded into form teams,
OKC bought Shea.
so that's what I'm saying. When guys got traded, it was all about the front of the jersey. Hey, your fandom, this, that, and the third. Hey, we're gonna make our team better. But when the name on the back of the jersey makes the decision, it's a problem.
I hear you, R Dub.
I hate that. So think about it though. In all serious talk, ever since the everybody talks about what he shouldn't have ever went to Miami forming teams, guys never should have got together and played, yada yada yada. It ruined the league. Did the Lakers ruin the league when they got Shaq and paid him $100 million from Orlando? Did that ruin the league? No, because it was the Lakers. I'm gonna give you.
So you're basically talking about player empowerment
Well,
right now,
it's not
basically.
even just player empowerment.
It's only cool when the Lakers
But see,
do it.
I'm
It's a
saying
problem when we
it's
do it.
only cool. It's only cool when owners do it. What I mean that it's only
Right.
cool when owners make trades, but it's
Yeah,
not
I
cool
hear you.
when players take their own entity into their right hands and do it, right?
Which is a white supremacist like mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're starting to see it trickle down in other sports too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like,
And when as soon as Jordan lost that power, he retired.
Which is the
and
same reason why Oscar Robertson doesn't get enough credit for creating free agency, basically going to Supreme Court.
now you talking. Oh,
You know what I'm
now
saying?
you
So
So,
he
cooking.
doesn't get enough credit for that. If that was somebody else, we'd be hearing about it.
RW, because let's take it a step further. Because baseball till this day is the only sport where the Supreme Court cannot get involved.
For now.
Let's talk about it. How they're because all the other sports, you're 100% right. But what caused that? And the St. Louis Cardinals had something to do with that. But I digress.
Well, I mean, listen, here's another thing about the Jordan situation. Does anybody remember when he gave up his part-time ownership to go help out Abe Poland, who was going to lose the Wizards? And then after the 2 years, he wanted to go back in the front office. Abe Poland screwed him over after making him $250 million in 1 year in ticket sales. That's why he went and bought the Charlotte Bobcats from Bob Johnson, because he got screwed over by Abe Poland. He said, okay, this is the game you want to play? Do you remember who the hell I am? I'm Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I am the new logo.
What happened in Charlotte?
Well, the problem what happened in Charlotte was he brought all his boys in.
And they called themselves the Bobcats.
Well, he finally got the name back, but here's the thing about Jordan. Say what you want. He bought the team for what? 350, 400 million? And he sold it. He sold 70-80% of the franchise for $3 billion. Last time I
Oh yeah,
checked.
he's made very good money.
Yeah, and
off
they were
that.
in the red when he acquired them from ticket sales and everything. He didn't build a new stadium. He went back to the Hornets, got that back, and made them profitable. They're actually a profitable franchise now. And as you can see, he sold it for $3 billion. So
Yeah.
as a businessman, he did his job. Now, on the product on the court was the only team that was relevant for them was Kemba Walker. But look what he did with Kemba. He didn't pay Kemba the max. And everybody crucified Jordan. But what happened in 2 years? Kemba was damn near out the league.
hmm Yeah, business wise, he's made the right moves in terms of
Yeah,
the money that was made and the moves that he had to make. And he used his likeness to do that because the
correct.
product was trash and the decisions were trash.
What do you think? Do you guys really understand what's about to happen in this league now that Jordan is about to be on NBC? Jordan
Ratings is going
himself
up.
said he hates. Michael Jordan never calls himself the GOAT. If you ever watch interviews, and I'm a diehard Pistons fan. Let me put this out here first and foremost. So I couldn't stand the man for obvious reasons. But you got to understand, like, this man he never calls himself the GOAT. Other people say it. Magic gave him the nod, Bird gave him the nod, so on and so forth, right? When you hear Jordan talk about greats, first thing he brings up is Bill Russell and Oscar Robertson, Jerry West. Because he said, without them, I wouldn't have, and he brings up Magic and Bird. Without them, I don't have shoulders, I don't have a pillar to stand on. He said the problem right now is this. You have these generational talks about who's better, me, LeBron, is LeBron better than me, is Kobe better than me, XYZ. He said the problem you have is that you have these narratives because people are so caught in a microwavable loop. Now, Bron will go down as number 2 player of all time to me. Because there's no way a guy that's going to finish 1 in scoring, top 5 probably in assists, and top 10 in boards cannot be on that list. Cannot.
Hey,
He's,
RW, I got a question for you.
yeah,
Did you have the Come Fly With Me VHS?
bruh. The posters, I couldn't even afford Jordans growing up. So when I got older, man, I started collecting them. You know, you got to get the threes. I got some threes on ice. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you got to understand, man. To come fly with me. I mean, the iconic commercials. Sometimes I dream that he is me. Mars
So
Blackman.
now we're talking about marketing.
I mean, think about it. David Stern. Remember the NBA Finals was on tape delay. Until
I could be
So they
like
could
who?
control the narrative.
well, well, that was one. But what happened? But who came in the league? He saw in '84. He saw '87. Right when he came in the league, he knew.
Dub, let me ask. I know what you. I'll let you land. Hold
No,
on.
no, you go. No, no,
I'm
go
gonna ask.
ahead.
Do you believe that if there was a social media at the time, that the narrative would be different?
Yes, that's the other thing. I
Yep.
think you're correct about. Oh, I mean, listen, we
Bob
would
Costas was calling
know.
him the GOAT after 2 championships.
Yeah. Here's the other crazy thing about that, though. Do you know why they were saying that? Because this man's not his work ethic. He didn't sleep. Dog, did you hear stories? This man go play 36. I don't know if y'all play golf. This man go play
Not
36 holes of golf and has a
that's
finals game later that night.
two, two full. That's two full courses.
That's
You
two
played
full
it.
courses, almost 5 miles a course.
Yeah,
And
nobody
then go,
questioning whether he was a maniac. That dude was different.
No,
oh, the flu game?
Bobby Knight called him the goat in 1984.
Bruh, the flu game, he was drunk. Now, granted, some people say he got food poisoning because he had a pizza late from Utah, which it's Utah, so I kind of believe that. But other people said Jordan was just hungover.
Okay, so is it safe to say that LeBron has a better work ethic and had to work harder to become what he is today? Because I have a
Wait,
clip
what?
of
No,
Isaiah Thomas right now saying how crazy it was, and Kobe's his guy, is his GOAT. And he said LeBron is the hardest worker he's ever seen. And that's Isaiah Thomas. And I know I've known IT since he's a kid, but like that's crazy because IT works harder than anyone I know.
Nah, which IT? Are we talking about the
he's
third
talking
best
about
point
Z.
guard? Oh, okay, okay, okay,
There's only one IT. Come on now.
okay, okay. I just got to clarify. I just got to ask questions.
I
Look,
I,
look,
I don't
he is no
I'm
longer
an old
IT
head that
because
don't
he.
live 30 years ago.
Like facts. Um, no, I respect the game now. I definitely respect the game now for sure. There's a lot of guys in this era that can play in the '90s ball. Pure point blank.
They would dominate 90s ball.
I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. That's a great point. I got a question.
Whoo!
Would Westbrook dominate the 90s?
Westbrook would be
Absolutely.
a monster in the '90s.
Yes.
Just his
They
downhill physical, just his downhill athleticism alone.
You're gonna have
they wouldn't know
Jeff
what to do with that
Hornacek
dude
Not
running
guarding
even
him.
that
that, bro.
fast.
Westbrook motor alone.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
they
thinking.
would
That's
not
what
know
I'm
what to
thinking.
do when this little guard grabs the rebound and runs down the court. They'd be like,
But
"What the?"
Like y'all, Mark Jack. Just think about how Mark Jackson used to back people down, bro. Them guards they wouldn't have had
Yeah,
nothing
But
on Russ.
yeah.
but let's
That
let's
would have been
let's be
ugly.
You
honest.
saying
but
back
like
to
you
We're
take
Tuesday?
in an
Dominique
and
Wilkins and put him in this era right now.
Oh my
I
God,
oh no,
Dominique
completely
would
Like
agree
the
with that.
bigs wouldn't know what to
Dominique
do
would
when
look
see
crazy right
Russ
now.
hold
grab
hold
the
on,
ball.
R, but watch this. What Westbrook does not get enough credit for is people forget they
So
converted
good.
Russ from a shooting guard. Russ was
Yeah,
never
he
a
was not a point guard.
Russ
Nope.
was never a point guard.
Was it Derek Collison at UCLA?
Yeah,
Yep.
that
Darren
Yeah, it
was
was
Coll
him. It was Collison, Love,
and,
Allison
it was
Love and
and,
and
Westbrook.
Westbrook
It was
and
somebody
uh-huh.
Aaron
else there
Aflalo,
too.
right?
It was no wait
Yeah.
wait. And Follow was there with
Follow
Westbrook.
was
Yeah,
gone.
Apollo was there.
Aflalo
I
was the
thought
two
No,
guard.
he
Follow was there with
wasn't. What?
Farmar.
No,
Follow
Alan
wasn't there with
Follow was
Westbrook.
gone.
No,
Yeah, he
follow.
was.
Follow was with Farmar.
Yeah, he was. Follow was with
Ah,
Farmar.
yeah, that was Farmar.
Hey,
Okay,
R Dub, you said earlier that you didn't have enough money to buy Jordans when you was a kid. How much was Jordans back in the day? Because
they
I'm
was
only
like
20.
130.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
God
130 on
damn.
Jordan.
For
That's still a lot
inflation,
now.
yeah,
Oh my
that's like
fucking
Yeah, that's
Dog,
like
god.
20.
no. Here's the crazy
funnily
thing.
enough, that's a pair of forces now.
Phone posits were only $100.
You lying. You're
Phone
telling it.
posits were like 110. Man, don't get me started on the culture. Phone
But y'all gotta
posits,
understand how
Bro,
much
when I was in high
$100
school, phone
was
pause
back
was like
then,
200,
bro.
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 And
They
I
got phone
graduated in
posit
26.
cleats. That's all I'm
Hey,
gonna
hold
Yeah.
say.
on. Hey, Grinch got his hand up.
Oh my bad.
Go ahead, Grinch.
Okay, but let me ask you this though. You don't think like part of people's greatness has to do with technology expanding too? Like, I feel like Jordan came along at the right time, right? LeBron came along at the right time as far as like internet, social media blowing up, visibility, right? Like, if that same visibility was around for Jordan, I think he might have been bigger.
I think that's life though. That's called
No,
innovation. You know what I'm saying?
no, it's
Innovation.
called evolution.
Yeah, evolution, innovation. That's how this world works. Like forever and ever, we're gonna see players
I don't
better
know
in
how
every
much bigger
sport.
Jordan. I don't even know how much bigger Jordan could get because even when they were the Dream Team, like he was the main person, and that was before internet. So I mean,
Bruh, did y'all see that
It's
Barcelona picture when they had the wings spread out in that doggone two-piece outfit he had on when he went over there? They said Jordan in the Dream Team document, if you watch that, like he couldn't go anywhere.
I mean, bro, if the best white player in the NBA, a la Larry Bird, says you are Jesus in basketball shoes, that's a different type of love.
Man, LB would murder in the league now.
That's a different type of love. If the best white player tells everybody and their mama that this is Jesus in basketball shoes, I
Yeah.
can only imagine how people felt about Michael Jordan. Come on
I
Larry
now.
Bird would be a
mean,
he'd
I
be
mean,
a
white people
he'd
say that
be
all
a
the time now.
Larry Bird would be
I
Luca plus in this
I
league.
don't care what
The,
these niggas said
the,
about him.
the,
Nah,
Like,
the,
let's.
nah, bruh.
But no,
No.
brick though. It's still like you don't have to care what they say. The shit happened. The
I
nigga, like he
I
was really him.
Yes, and when you go flip through all of the posts up top there, those also happened. Those are real actual things that I'm posting. Those are his teammates making the shots. Those are him passing the ball to a teammate to make the game winning shot or a game clinching shot. Like, so I'm just what I'm saying is these narratives, we get carried away with them so much. Our selective memory and how we remember it is emotional versus what actually was happening in real time.
Thank
That's the
Do
you,
point
we
I'm trying
think?
to
thank you,
make.
Do
Skip Bayless.
do
Now
we
that
think
we've done,
LeBron or do we think Jordan could live through the life that LeBron did as far as
Hell no.
Jordan couldn't
like
do what LeBron
No,
did, or else he would have
Jordan
finished.
Jordan was a
LeBron
Jordan
entered the
was a
I'm
league at
complete
talking about
18.
asshole.
Listen,
Michael Jordan was an
the
asshole.
situation that happened to his dad, you know it was some gambling debt and the
Oh,
mom got
Oh, it
involved.
was.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
that's what I'm saying,
If
but
the
also having
social
the
media was around then,
Oh, he would
expectations
have been like cooked.
unbelievable.
and the expectations from out of high school the way it
hold
was,
on,
where it'd be
but
like,
let's talk about that because that's '03. This is during the height of, remember, ESPN. This is the transition of,
Sports
you know,
Center,
Matt,
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
24/7
yeah,
Sports
yeah.
News, yeah.
You making my
Matt,
point for me.
Matt. No, hold on. What I'm saying is, with that, the league and the NCAA are in bed together and have been. The NCAA starts crying and says it's tarnishing the game because players that they would have gotten were now going straight to the league. And this is part of why certain records that are held, it will be, generations and many moons from now before we see any of these things start to fall again, or certain
Well,
preventative measures would have to be removed
well, in order for
because
that to
part
happen, an 18-year-old has to step in the league and average almost like 20 points a game.
And
Like
that's gonna be hard as
25.
hell. And that's never gonna happen again,
No.
Brick. We all know that.
So
I
so
know
so what are we
I don't
what are we
I
talking
don't
about?
know
Like
that.
No,
I don't
you
I
act like that's nothing.
LeBron is definitely the last of a dying breed. I
That's
definitely agree
crazy.
right there.
I don't think so.
I don't because watch this. Because so you're telling me that how everybody loves Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant could have came into the league
He came in
without
as a
having,
sophomore. He was 19.
be- because he had to do what?
One
He had to
year.
play at least 1 year at
I don't
Texas.
know what even I don't even know what's the top like
The one and done came into effect. So
what does it have to do?
a lot of players that, because you got to remember how everybody cried, the NCAA cried about the one in or the straight to high school, but there weren't a lot of players who were actually going to the league straight out of high school. There was a handful of them, and out of that handful of them, let's look at how many were actually successful. Because
Well,
So
that's a bad
you're basically
argument.
making
That's a
a
bad
case for
no,
argument.
LeBron
no,
right
no, no,
I
now.
no,
just
no,
don't
no,
know.
no.
I was
Hold on,
saying
hold
like
on.
LeBron
No,
You're
can I,
making a
LeBron
case
had
for
to go
LeBron.
through the
Let him
no,
finish.
expectations
Let him
no.
finish.
from
Let him
Let
finish.
me
Let him
finish.
finish, y'all. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Because watch this. Because there were two classes. Because Kobe fell in the class of he had to sit and cook. Jermaine O'Neal had to sit and cook. LeBron was one of the few that got the keys to the castle straight out of high school.
You're
The
forgetting
majority
one.
KG.
KG.
KG. No, I was about to get to him,
Okay.
but I was naming all the players that came out of high school that had to sit behind somebody 2, 3, 4 years before they really got a chance. It's only a handful of them that, or well, really three, because before Kevin Garnett, it was Moses Malone. So
What's the
Didn't
point you're
Darius Miles
making?
come out and got to
Hey,
cook?
Brick, do you think LeBron's story also had to do something with him getting the keys, like Napoleon saying, like we saw LeBron in high school and how good he was, and then, you
But they
know,
didn't give him the keys. That's they were just giving him the expectation and pressure. I found that as
wait, what
pressure.
do you mean, Victor? He
No,
got the keys day one.
bro. He was
He
on
was
But
Sports.
Cleveland.
I have the Sports Illustrated at
He
I'm
16
was
years
saying, but I
old.
Cleveland.
think that was
He
the.
was basically
But
This
I'm
nigga,
saying like
Ohio.
he was in the. But I'm saying like that, to me, that's like
I
not
have
like
the
the key. That's
Slam
like the
magazine
pressure.
Hold on,
cover.
I'm
I
saying
have
like
let
the
Victor
pressure.
Napoleon, let Victor
I'm
talk. Go
saying
ahead.
I'm talking about like when I was saying like Jordan, the pressure that LeBron James had coming in the league. Like people were like y'all say like people were claiming Jordan was the GOAT after 2 years. People were claiming they wanted LeBron to
right?
fail
You
after
are
2 years.
100% correct on that.
Okay, but
Like
pressure.
He
there's
Okay,
won
a difference.
no,
Like, and
35
you
he
games the
overachieved.
first
no.
year.
Okay,
What
but
we're not
wait,
talking about that,
yeah, okay, Victor, I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, and I'm asking Rick this because I understand Rick's point. I definitely get it. But when you really think about it, his story, the ESPN cover, like you said you have, I mean, the Sports Illustrated cover, like you said you had, everything was like a ball of thunder, like it was
yeah,
all gonna happen. In game one, we saw versus Sacramento, he looked like that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
we got
mean,
we got we
not
got to
looked.
watch the
He was
language.
that motherfucker.
no, okay, there you go. He was that motherfucker.
And also, like, bro, y'all remember, like, his mom he couldn't even get a Hummer.
Yeah,
They
tried
were
to get
trying
him
to,
for that.
they were
I remember
all
that.
over him,
Yeah,
or
Hold on,
like,
hold on.
he
Let's
had the
take it.
system.
Let's
The
take it a
and then
step
with
system.
further.
The
everything
white
that Jordan was
supremacist was out to
doing,
get him. Like they didn't
Let's
want
take it a
him
and
step
to
further.
thrive.
Remember the Slam magazine cover with him and Bastion. Like, if we're really
but
going to
I'm
talk,
saying, like, the pressure that he was under in the
Far
microscope,
more than
like, that's
Jordan.
something different.
no, no,
Far
Jordan,
more than
I
Jordan.
don't
I
think
don't
it.
think you're wrong. I don't think
I
that's a
don't,
wrong assessment at all, Victor. I
I
don't at all.
don't, I don't think
and
they're.
he overachieved that.
No, no, hold on, watch this. I don't think that the pressures
Bro, it's
aren't
not
the
even close.
same.
Don't try
No,
to
no,
argue
hold
this
on,
one.
no. Look, I'm gonna keep it a bean because from a you're look we when it came to the eye test, Ron was a specimen that we had not seen. Okay, cool, and it was based on what potential could be there. But Bron never had the face what was looked at as arguably the biggest shot ever in college basketball history to now follow that up going to the league. So there's two different types of pressure.
Bro,
But they
James
were
Worthy
rooting,
was
like,
and
he
Sam
was
Perkins were seen as better players at
and
that
not even
No,
time.
that, like, dude
but
did,
Brick,
but not even that. They were worshiping that dude before he even like every even in North Carolina they were worshiping
Dean
him. Like
Smith
LeBron was,
did not, because if you notice, Jordan wasn't on that ESPN
What was
cover
Jordan doing at 16 years old?
getting cut from his JV team.
Okay, LeBron was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Okay,
but
but
that
and
but
getting
Brick,
we're
that's the
talking
thing
suspended
about
at
though.
a high and
That
getting
question
suspended from high
asked.
school
I'm just
games over
curious.
stuff that he did.
Hey, Brick, can I say something real quick? Like in baseball, right? Like, nowadays, if you watch baseball, there are kids that are like 11 years old right now,
Yeah,
and they probably the best motherfucking baseball kid right now at 11.
yeah,
language.
Sorry, my bad, my fault. But you got that one kid that's probably not the best at 11, but now he's 25 and he got a Cy Young award.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody has their own journey. So
Yep,
I really
100%.
don't. I really that point right there, what you said, I don't know about that because like, are we really mad at Jordan for getting cut? But at the end of
No,
the day,
no,
he
no,
got six
no. Hold on.
championships.
You took that the wrong way. I wasn't talking
Okay, go
about
ahead. I'm
Jordan.
listening.
I wasn't talking about Jordan. I was just what the point I was making is we're talking about a kid that was called the chosen one on Sports Illustrated at 16 years old,
16, the pressure was
and
on
he
then.
ended up scoring more points than anybody in the history of the game. I think we're underrating LeBron at this
I
point.
see. Okay,
I
I
think
see
we're
what you're
Okay,
saying.
Man,
I
you
Like
can
get
the
it.
go one
expectations they
step.
had for
You
him,
We're
guys can go
underrating him.
one
the
step
expectations
further
they
though.
had,
When's the last
no
time?
player has
Oh, go
had
ahead.
no one has had the expectations that LeBron had coming into the league than what he had, and he overachieved that.
I just got a
Like,
question. When's the last time? And it was one of the most watched basketball games, and it was a high school game. St. Vincent versus Oak Hill, Melo versus
with
LeBron.
Carmelo. Yeah.
And do you
Yep.
know who else was on that Oak Hill squad when Mel?
That was a squad. It was a squad. It was
And,
definitely a
and,
squad.
And LeBron just had his
and yeah, he
friends.
just had his friends, right?
He had
His
his homies on the team.
was Monta Vernon on ESPN. They was on the Deuce. They wasn't on the main thing at 8 o'clock at night. Do you know they moved college basket? They said the tickets were so hard to get. They were artists. All the GMs were there. Every single GM in the league was at that game. Like, it's crazy to think LeBron, in terms of just as an athlete, probably
Bro, he
overcame
was,
so
yeah,
much as being at
everything.
16 to now.
Bro, they were trying to keep him out of high school
Mm-hmm.
games. They were trying to kick him out of high school. Like, people were adamantly trying to keep him from playing
So
high school
so his
games. A
career
kid.
mirrors Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. Like
Yes, yeah, yeah. That's what I
Yes,
was gonna say.
yes.
It mirrors
that's
that.
where
Yeah.
we are. Like, and that's
And here's
incredible. And like,
But magnified. Like, magnified where it was like a reality show for everyone to see.
So
but I
why
mean,
is that not the
but
conversation? Is my question.
again, like,
because of the quote unquote narrative of the super
Hey
team,
Brick. Hey
because he
Brick. I'm
didn't
just
finish with
now
one
reading the
franchise.
title. I'm just now reading the title of the spaces. Napoleon, you definitely are tripping. He definitely has not underachieved.
He
I
overachieved.
said I
Yeah.
said what I said what I said.
Hey, Napoleon did say that though, bro.
No, nah, that's Napoleon. I ain't
No,
gonna lie to
no,
you. That's the craziest thing I done heard all
no,
day.
no, no, no. It's not.
How did he underachieve?
Okay.
Because he lost finals?
Because he
No,
lost the
no,
because he lost to Dirk.
no, no.
I mean,
First off,
But
shout
but
out to the Mavericks. No, but I've stated this, and I'm going to continue to state one. It was not a shot. We said at 16, we projected that Braun would fall amongst the all time greats, right or wrong. That this was
not
it.
the
Wait, wait,
all-time
wait, wait.
leading
Say
No,
that
no,
scorer.
no,
statement
no,
again.
no,
Say
no.
wait. Say that statement again.
We
Say that one more time.
at 16, he was projected to fall amongst the greats, right or wrong. But by the time he was a senior, they were already speculating how many championships he would finish with.
Oh,
So
okay.
him being
Yeah, the language scared me. You said false, so I was confused by that a little bit.
so where I'm saying that he underachieved is hinges upon two major things. One of them is the finals,
Unrealistic expectations.
but the
That's
but the other
disgusting.
but the other
Napoleon,
but
that's
the
not
Can
no
y'all
Napoleon.
let
no
That's
it's
him
not.
crazy.
Hold
finish
on.
though? Can y'all let him finish though?
Yeah, I'll let him finish. My bad.
But the other one is the way he got to the rings that he has. When we're
Who
talking about,
cares?
uh, you may not care, but for those who are looked at not just as elite, but the upper echelon of the elite, certain
What
things,
do you
Bro,
certain things are.
what are you saying,
Yeah, but
bro?
who?
everybody's path is different,
Hey,
bro.
hey, Napoleon,
No, no, no.
can I ask
so
a
so
question real quick? I just want one question, Napoleon. Out of American-born U.S. athletes, is LeBron not in the top three?
Relevance to the question.
What I mean is this: you say he underachieved based on his expectations, right? And you brought
That
up the
everyone
finals,
else put
and
on
you brought up
him.
the finals, right? So LeBron got four. He's 4-6, right?
Correct. 10
Yes,
times.
sir.
Okay. John Elway's 2-4.
Mm.
And again, so
And what's Brady?
wait, hold on. This is RW
Yeah.
speaking, correct? Okay, no, I can't see who's on my screen. It just has it doesn't even it shows you as a listener. So that's why I'm asking. So okay, you weren't here when I stated this previously. When we look at Tom Brady, when we look at not John Elway, when we look at Joe Montana, when we look at the Steve Youngs, when we look at Michael Jeffrey Jordan, there's a certain thing that they all did. And Brady's what? Out of nine, if I'm not mistaken, it's nine Super Bowls. He's 7-2.
No, he's
If
seven
I'm
and
not
three.
Now,
or
yeah. So let's
7 and 3.
okay, 7-3. When we talk about because
Bro, that's a whole nother sport, bro. He don't even
no,
play
no, no, no,
defense. Like that's
no.
that's a that's a
We're
false
talking.
equivalence right there. Don't
No,
bring
no,
that up.
no, no. It's not because we're
That
talking about
is
those.
false
We're
equivalence.
we're talking about those who are held to a certain esteem. But even if you want to look at it from the perspective of just basketball, when we talk about when we talk about Will, when we talk about
He said, "Will."
Larry, yes, Will, Bill Russell, Magic, Bird, Jerry West,
Uh huh.
George. When we talk about
That's a lot
certain
of super teams you just talked about.
Okay, go ahead.
He
I got
Let
really
him finish.
did.
Let him finish. He said, "When you talk about them, what? What happened now?"
when we talk about them,
Yeah.
we start to rank them. And okay,
Okay.
we have this person here because of this. Or you
Uh
know what?
huh.
This guy beat this guy to solidify his stature. So
Okay.
now we're not just having an elite conversation. We're talking about the upper
Yeah.
echelon
We're
of the elite.
nitpicking.
so
Yeah,
so
we're
You are
We're-
so
nitpicking.
all
I got
over the
so
place.
let me
no,
help you out.
no, no.
The fact that he
I'm
didn't play Kobe in the finals is his
Here.
fault.
Let me help you out here. So in terms
Just the
of
guy
if you're a
said, "Let me help
Cavaliers
you
fan,
out."
oh my.
if you're a Cavaliers fan,
Uh huh.
would you say that LeBron underachieved, achieved, or overachieved in terms of his stay there?
over.
I think he. I think
If
he
you're a
achieved
Cavs fan,
what he's supposed to.
so you're saying
He
that
what?
if you said, "Hey," as a Cavs fan, you were like, "Yeah,
He
I'll
did
be
what he was
happy
supposed to
with
do.
7." As a Cavs fan, not a LeBron fan, as a Cavs fan, you're like, "Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
happy with 11 years, one title."
Yeah.
You're gonna say
I'm happy.
Yeah. Because
I'm
they
happy
never
to
won
see
before.
10.
At
That
that
whole city hasn't seen that many
so
titles.
when they
Yeah.
got
And
drafted
and
when
and
they
and,
drafted
and in the
LeBron.
fashion they won is incredible. We gotta keep
No,
talking. We gotta
no,
talk about
no,
that too.
And
no.
they
What we're
hey,
talking
just
about,
making it to the
we're talking
finals
about the
is a
whole thing.
hold
testament.
on,
11
hold
years
on,
and one
RW.
title.
Well, KD went to the Warriors, so are you really expecting to beat KD with the Warriors?
No,
No,
I'm
no,
That's
I'm
what I'm
no.
talking
saying.
about
Like,
when we're talking
let me
Oh
about
ask
my
you
we're
this:
god.
talking about achieving,
when he
and
comes
you're
to the
saying,
Wait, wait,
Warriors,
wait.
And
No,
no,
no, no, no,
KD's
no,
Oh,
no,
I mean,
no.
this is a
Hey,
KD's
Mike,
not
that's
in
not
that
the
hold on,
answer.
converse.
hold on, but
hold on,
this is an
hold
easy
on.
argument. 11 years, one title. Dirk was what, 20 and got one? I mean, are
Correct.
we
Yep.
really gonna go there?
One
Yes.
title.
Yes,
Let's talk
One
yes,
about that.
title.
Let's
yes,
talk about that.
yes. No,
And
let's
Dirk
talk
lost
about
to an
this.
Let's
eight
talk
seed
about
As
that.
Warriors team,
as
bro.
Let's
as
talk
Come on,
about
let's
as,
that.
talk
as
about it.
hold on. Let's talk about it. I'm a Mavs fan, and again, Dirk can have a certain part of the conversation, but at a certain point, Dirk got to sit down and shut up. And I'm saying this as a Mavs fan. What solidifies Dirk is who he beat.
Okay.
That
But
brings his.
that
Yes,
doesn't
in
but
his
matter.
Yes, it
but
longevity with
does.
one organization.
so
Yes, it
So
does.
Jordan, so the fact that LeBron never got to play Kobe, that's his
no,
fault.
No, 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 no,
when
no,
we're
no.
talking about
Oh.
expectations,
He
the
beat Tim
Cavs.
Duncan.
Hold on,
Tim
hold on,
Duncan's not that guy.
hold on, hold on. Just a guy. I'm gonna put this in perspective. Do you know who LeBron is essentially? LeBron is the Peyton Manning of the NBA.
Absolutely.
All
When
right, man. It's out the mud, man. With hoop narrative.
No,
Duh.
Hold on.
nope,
I
nope,
got
nope.
one right here.
no,
Napoleon,
I
I'm
no,
got
not
one
no,
letting you
here.
get
Hold
that
on,
off,
hold on. No,
Napoleon.
here.
no,
No,
because
Napoleon, you
when you
can't
think
say
of
that. You can't say that with a
yes, you
straight
can.
face.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Napoleon, you cannot say
Yes,
that
you
with a
can.
straight
Yes,
face,
I
bro.
can.
Land
I
that,
I got
land,
my
land,
argument right
land,
here.
land that plane, Napoleon. Land that
okay,
I
plane.
okay.
got my
Hold on.
argument right here.
I need.
LeBron
Wait,
James.
hold on. I need 1 minute uninterrupted.
No, no,
One,
no,
one,
no,
1 minute
no,
uninterrupted.
I
You
really
you
hate
told me
All
to
right.
football
land the
and basketball
plane.
All right.
comparisons
We're
You
like
going.
that,
We're
told
going.
bro.
We're going to
you
time
told
you.
me
That
to
Go.
is
We're
you
going
retarded.
to
I
told
ain't
time.
gonna lie
you
to you.
told
I'm
me to
going to
land the
time you.
plane.
I'm
You
going to
told me to
time
Has
land
you.
the
LeBron
plane.
Let that
has
I
usage
need
out
anybody
of
one.
that
beat
R
anyone
word.
better
Let's
than
do
Tim
that.
Duncan?
33 seconds, Napoleon.
My fault, my fault,
Now,
my fault, my fault.
You got
now, watch this.
33 seconds
Now,
starting
watch
now,
this.
new era.
Now, watch this. Okay, Peyton Manning, great regular season, this, that, and the other. For
Uh huh.
all of the time that he spent in Indianapolis, how many championships did he get?
He won one.
One. All the time LeBron spent in Cleveland amounted to one championship. But
Uh huh.
they were held in a certain regard. Then
You're
You're
the
he
in
chosen
sports
goes
one.
right now,
else.
right there with this
Then
point,
he
bro.
goes.
What are you
Then he,
talking about? That has nothing to those
You're
teams
not
had no
serious with
business
this
being in the
point, man.
finals.
oh no, it's about how they finished. But see again,
You got
All right,
15
33
that
How
seconds.
they
goes
seconds
over
is
here.
up.
I
They
33
digress.
lost to
seconds
a
is up.
super
We
team.
gotta get off that one. 33 seconds is up.
to a super team.
All right, that's tough.
Name
So
one player. Hold on. Name one player that Jordan beat that's better than Tim Duncan in the finals. I'll wait.
Okay, Victor, I'm genuinely asking. Is something out of your control as your competition? Does that knock something to you? I'm asking.
No, that's his argument. He's the one that's saying LeBron never beat the guy.
Oh, fam. Okay. For both sides, can we stop mentioning that? You can't control who you play.
But
so
that's what I
so
said. But
You
I'm just
cannot
saying if
control
that's his
that.
narrative.
Why do we
Okay,
do
so
but my
that?
argument is if that's his
Wait, hold on.
narrative, then
People,
who
people,
did
Do you want
Jordan beat
to
that's better than Tim Duncan?
do you want to answer to the question?
No.
Don't ask rhetorical questions if you don't want the answer. So I'll give it to you.
That's bull.
Pause. If
I
but
want
necessary.
the
but
Yes,
but
answer.
very
Karl
much
Malone was in the middle
necessary.
of
That
winning
was
It's
Nah,
never
that's
your
a
MVPs.
life.
pause.
Say
Every
no.
Low
You
key,
sandwich
but
around
didn't.
Karl Malone
that was a
winning
good
MVPs.
pause.
But
Take out
it's all
the
good.
if necessary. That was a good
My
pause.
Did
lord,
LeBron
you
did
literally have
LeBron?
no control over who you
That's
play.
not.
You have
No, you
no
don't,
control
Jay.
over that.
Jay. No, that's not. See, now, look. See, I know you're not dense. So no, you don't control who you play. But when we're talking about errors, you do what you can to control as much as you can. When we
That's
talk
what he
about
did.
certain,
So
no, because watch this. Because in the Jordan era, Jordan did what he had to do, and we say, hold on, what do we say? He controlled the 90s. When we look at the Kobe Duncan era, they had between them, they had 10 championships, and they stopped the majority of people from getting championships.
No, no,
Now,
no,
when
they
we
didn't.
talk
No, no,
about
they didn't. No, no,
when
they
we
didn't.
talk about let's be honest, when we talk about this so-called LeBron era, he's had everybody get championships. He
Everyone?
passed out
Everyone?
he passed out championships like
and the
Oprah
Everyone?
Kobe.
passed out
Wait,
gifts.
wait. Hold on,
Like,
And
hold
the
what are
on,
we
hold
Kobe.
on,
All
talking about?
hold on, hold on, hold on,
everyone?
hold on. Who
You
did
How many?
Kobe and Duncan stop from getting championships?
well, all right.
No, but hold on. Everyone? Because I think only like a few, like Steph Curry got a couple. Just
He
like
got he
Magic
got
got a
four.
couple when Jordan was in the league. Like Hakeem got a couple when Jordan was in the league.
hey
Like
Bird,
Duncan got a
Isaiah
couple.
Thomas.
But yeah,
Zeke
that's
a
got
what I'm
lot of
two.
people
saying.
got
Like
one with
there's a
Jordan in
lot
the
of
league.
only a few players
He
got
wasn't a
rings
Zeke
if
got
historical
Jordan.
two.
player.
There's
Yeah,
only a
Was
but
few
that
players that got rings.
when Zeke got those championships?
Uh,
Was
Jordan was
known
in the
as
league.
Magic? That was known as whose era? The
that was
Jordan
Magic and
era.
Yeah,
Bird.
so
That was
other
Magic and
people want
Bird.
to.
That wasn't
Yeah, they
Jordan.
want in the
That
era.
wasn't Jordan's era. But when they said when
Wait,
we
wait,
look
wait. That
at
wasn't
the
Jordan's era?
No,
No.
Jordan really era
No.
is the
Yeah,
'90s.
but
Wait,
they
wait,
is
were
the
wait.
talking
Hold on.
about
Wait,
in
wait,
the
90s.
wait, wait, wait,
80s
wait, wait,
though.
wait. Stop.
Okay.
Y'all
Obviously
just
he
told me
played.
earlier. Y'all
Obviously he
just said
played in the
earlier.
'80s, but nobody is going to sit here and tell us that in the '80s there were two guys that were obviously at the top of the mountain, and we know who
But
that
Jay, but
was.
Jay,
Yeah, but Jay,
but Jay, we
but
know
they
that.
hold
Jay,
that
I
against
know that.
Come
LeBron
But
on,
though.
man, fellas,
Jay,
fellas,
no, no, hold
we
on, Jay,
got we got
Jay,
to do
Jay.
better. We got to do
No,
better.
Oh man,
I'm
Jay,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Jay,
LeBron
I
had more
see what
Hall
you're
of Famers from
saying,
winning rings
but they
than Jordan did.
Say that again.
I'm pretty sure LeBron James kept more Hall of Famers in from winning championships than Jordan did.
That's not true.
LeBron
Victor,
James has a
Victor,
losing finals record
Victor,
versus every
Victor,
single superstar
How
player in
many?
this era.
Victor. I want you to really understand. I want you to
he has
say
a
that one
losing
more
finals
time.
record because he has a losing finals record because of KD and Stephen Curry. Let's be real. Stop. Just
yeah,
stop.
that's
Losing
Come on.
record
facts.
Come
against
on.
Tim Duncan,
Come on,
losing
bro.
record against Kawhi Leonard, losing record.
Bro, come on,
You
bro.
can't lose.
I don't
Top
care
But
about
losing
that.
record
Those
'75,
are
I
only
top
literally
facts.
couldn't
'75.
care
Stop
Keep
with
less
the
about
going.
facts.
that.
I
Stop with the
mean,
Hold on,
facts.
hold
I
Beat
on.
the
mean,
guy.
But the
Stop
Tim
guys
lying
you
on
Duncan
him.
did
mentioning,
that.
Dirk is one and zero
He
against
went
them.
I literally
Dirk is
couldn't
one
care
and
less
zero.
about
Come
him getting a
on.
losing
Bro,
record
bro,
against the
y'all
guy.
are
I
so
couldn't care
tripping.
less
He
about
went
that.
1-1 versus the Spurs, bro. Stop
hold
acting
on,
like
hold
he
on, hold
got
on.
beat the shit. I mean, my bad. He
So,
got beat to hell versus the
No,
Spurs. Let's not do that, bro.
no.
but here's the thing though. You keep bringing this up about his record against
He went
other
one and
top
two against the
75
Spurs.
players.
No, was there a
Means
team
a
that
little or
like
nothing to me.
won
I ain't gonna
72
cap to you.
games that
Okay,
added
Jay,
an MVP
I
caliber
feel you.
player
But
to build a
if
super
you telling
team?
me, bro, if you're telling me a 73-9 team added Kevin
Yeah,
Durant to
yeah.
Had to
their team,
add, had to add Kevin Durant to win.
Well, I don't know about
Didn't say
had
had.
to.
They
Here's this
had
narrative.
to.
I don't know about
Jay,
had
stop
to.
it.
I don't know
They
about
won.
had
They
Jay,
to.
lost
stop
by
it.
4 points.
Jay,
They lost by
Jay.
4
Yeah,
points, and you're like, had
Oh
to
my
add, had
God,
to
4
add.
points. Hey,
Let's
4
change up
points
the
means a lot.
language
Wait,
there.
wait.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know about
Hey,
had to. They weren't
Yeah,
forced to
hey,
do
hey,
it.
they
hey.
did
4
do it.
points. 4 points means a lot. 4 points means a lot
In
when you
a
have the
game
greatest block in
7.
NBA history.
Oh
4
man.
points means a lot when you have the greatest block in NBA history. Come on, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Dude,
Stop playing with me.
That's one bucket.
LeBron was making the Warriors sweat with
God.
freaking
Oh
I
Magic
get
my
what
Johnson
you're
guarding
saying,
him.
God.
but that's one bucket.
Jay, okay, if you say you get what I'm saying, Jay, then let's be real with each other. Jay, if a 73-9 team had to call a man in the
Had to.
parking lot after game 7, they had to call somebody in the
Oh,
parking
I
lot.
Had
They say,
to.
understand.
bro,
I heard the story.
Yeah.
You
Jay,
mean you mean
Harrison
Boy,
you
come
mean
Barnes
on,
in the
can't
back?
make
come
a
on.
shot.
I
Napoleon,
got one
I'm with
question.
Hold
Napoleon,
on,
Harrison.
Napoleon, you really
Jay.
One
gotta stop.
question.
Jay,
Napoleon,
how
you
do
really gotta
how do
stop, bro.
hold on, no, you got to stop because if I beat the brakes off you and then you join
Pause.
my gang and then you join my
Yeah,
gang,
bro, that don't matter.
You
like
not
We know what
real.
Kevin Durant
You not
was.
real.
We know what Kevin Durant
But
was.
here's
You
my
not
thing
real.
though. Here's my
You
thing.
not real. You
How do
not
we
real, Napoleon.
how
If
do
you
we
gotta
have it
join my
both
if you
ways?
gotta join the Crips because we beat you up, because you got beat up. Okay, you got beat up by the
But
Crips.
they,
that
Now you
was
but
gotta
they,
join the
Kevin
but then
Crips.
they
Durant.
recruited you.
That was literally
What?
Kevin Durant.
No,
That
Devin.
was
No, no,
literally
no.
Kevin
Wait, wait,
Durant.
Napoleon,
wait.
Napoleon,
Time
Napoleon,
out. out. Time Napoleon. out. Time
that's
out.
what
Time
I'm
out.
saying.
How do we have it both ways though?
That's why I don't believe in him. I don't
This
believe in
narrative,
him.
Bro, this shit has gone off the
how is
rails,
half of
bro.
you guys saying that the Warriors needed KD, and half of you guys are saying that KD got his ass
I
whooped, and
don't.
you
I
guys had to
swear I
join my
don't.
Correct.
gang?
I don't like
Can
this,
Correct.
we at
bro.
least just
And
I
choose
they
don't like
what
sides?
this
what did
combo.
Draymond?
This
Can we
Hey,
choose
combo is
one
what did
We
side?
no
need
no?
him.
this
What did
conversation
Draymond
is the
say?
nastiest conversation ever,
What
bro.
did Draymond say he did as soon as they lost the finals?
Call.
We
Draymond
need
is
you. We need you, bro. We
yeah,
need you, bro.
because Harrison Barnes pooped the bed.
Oh, now it's
Oh,
Harrison
because
Barnes'
they
Oh,
fault.
had a
y'all
they had 70
watch the
they
Now,
had
games. Tell me
72
you didn't watch the
wins.
games.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
you didn't watch the
Now,
games.
If,
It,
if, if Harrison
now we're
there's a
Barnes
blaming.
lot of
just
Now
wide,
we're
drives to the
blaming. We're
there's
basket,
a lot of
blaming
wide open
Harrison Barnes,
shots,
Yeah.
bro.
bro.
Are we being
Tell me you watch the
serious?
They
games.
won 70
We're blaming
games.
Harrison Barnes, bro. Let's be real.
Harrison
They
Barnes still
won
don't talk to
70
Draymond
games.
Green today.
They
Man,
had
come
three
on,
Hall of
bro.
Come
Famers on
on,
that team and
bro.
they had to
That's
add
what
a fourth.
happened.
They had three Hall of Famers on that team and they had to add a fourth.
the one of the other best basketball teams in the history of the NBA was '87 Celtics. They had 5.
Yep. And Jordan couldn't touch him.
People don't even talk
5.
about them '80 Celtics team
Come
having
on, bro.
having and Hall then of they Famers come off added. the Hold on, they bench. added Bill Walton.
In
Yeah,
'86.
If
Yeah.
pe-
that wasn't the
After
same
winning a
Hall.
championship in Portland, they added. He was a sixth man because his knees was shot.
Yeah.
Did
No, here's
somebody
something
did
that people
somebody
don't
earlier just
realize.
not say that the '80s was all about two players? Somebody just said that earlier.
The
I could have
main
swore
two
somebody
That's
said that.
players.
not
The
that's not
Main
main
true
two.
two.
because in
Look. I
1979
was I was I was born in '96.
1979 who was the NBA Finals MVP?
All right.
Dennis Johnson.
Yes, with the
Yeah,
Sonics. Yeah,
yeah. I'm from
Correct.
Seattle.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't wait for y'all to get a
yeah.
franchise
How
back.
R.I.P.
did
Most
how did
underrated
the
player.
'80s
Most
Pistons win their
underrated player.
championship?
Pistons got two. Philly got
Should
one.
have 3, but we ain't gonna.
How did the '80s Pistons win their championship? Can anybody answer
They
the
beat
Oh, I can
Jordan.
question?
answer
By
I can answer the
grit
question.
and grind. By grit and grind.
Yep.
Real
Or maybe
recognize
because they
real.
traded for Adrian Dantley, who was averaging 26 points per game,
Well,
or
Mm.
hold
maybe
on, hold
that's
on.
actually what
We
happened.
flipped AD
And then they
from.
had
Hold
to
Yeah,
on,
no,
trade
no. They
and then
hold
the
on.
traded. They
reason why
traded Dantley
They
for
traded
Aguirre.
Dantley for a guy that was averaging 26 a game in Dallas and called Mark Aguirre, who took a
yeah.
step back.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Mark
Mark,
Aguirre,
correct.
my
that's a
bad, my
They
fact.
bad.
flipped him
Thank you.
and took a step back. Mark Aguirre went from 26 a game, was going to be a Hall of Famer, and went back to 19 again because he was splitting time with some guy named Dennis Rodman.
Wait, who brought
Mm.
up Adrian Dantley? Because I can't see who it says listener, but I know somebody else is speaking. Who said the Adrian Dantley? Who brought up Adrian Dantley?
We traded AD.
All I
No,
know
we
is they had to
traded
change the
Adrian
rules to
Dantley
help.
because we
They
couldn't get
had to
out.
change the
We couldn't get out the first. We couldn't get out the second
they had
round
to
with
change
Adrian
the
Dantley.
rules to help Michael Jordan win a
Yeah.
title to be successful.
Whoa,
Run that back.
that's a stretch.
What he said?
I, they had to change the rules because they didn't want to see Michael Jordan keep getting beaten up by the Pistons.
Ah, I think you reaching a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no, 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 no. Let's call a spade a spade. All right.
You reaching.
The Jordan rules were
All right.
phenomenal, right?
I'm gonna tell you what happened with the Bulls. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Scottie Pippen grew a pair
There
and
you go.
showed up in 1990.
He didn't go for what? He didn't go 1 for 10
He did.
in Game 7.
Exactly. He showed up because you got to remember Jordan was getting beat to a living pulp. Right. This is
Horace Grant.
obvious.
Horace Grant went
Is
3
that
for 17
He
in
was
Game
yeah,
7.
he was a shell of himself. Scottie Pippen.
All I know is the narrative for LeBron James. If they made up a rule that said it was a LeBron rule, he would never live the end of it. That no one would stop talking about how the league is just trying to help LeBron James.
You pay attention to narratives too much. That's my statement.
Well, that's
Jay, is that
basically
going
all
in the
this
notebook?
is.
No, that's just a regular statement. I feel a couple people do that. Honestly,
do narratives not matter, Jay? Just a question.
That's all we talk
They,
about
It,
they,
it,
is
they,
it
narrative.
depends to who.
We break down the narrative,
Jay,
but
Jay, answer the question, Jay. Does narratives not matter? This
they
is
don't
just a
matter.
question.
at all, like just period.
In general, and when it
About
comes
what
to
we're talking
basketball, when it
about.
comes to the NBA, when it comes to the association that way, we all love basketball. Do narratives
Yes.
not matter?
that's what we're here to break down.
No. What I am saying is, you can have whatever narratives that you want. What I am saying is, when you're saying certain things that, in my opinion, one means a little bit of nothing, two likely doesn't have a lot of truth to them, or three literally and figuratively takes away from what really happened. It's corny. That's my statement.
I got you, and that's why I just said it was just a question. I just want to know
Yeah,
what your opinion was on that.
yeah, for sure.
Real quick, when I look at great players in the NBA history, right? And I look at finals appearances, because it's hard to get to the NBA finals.
Very much so.
There's only been a handful of players that we can rattle off that's been there more than 5 times.
It ain't many in the history of the game.
Yeah,
You
it
know, we
ain't
got
many.
Magic.
Yep.
You got Magic. I think,
For all time
yeah,
guys, I'm
all
not talking about
time
like role
guys. It
players.
ain't
Yeah,
it ain't many.
for all time guys,
It ain't that many. Now,
It ain't.
you got to take the anomalies
You got
out. I'm
Magic,
not going. I'm not
Kareem.
going to go back into like the '60s with the Bill Russell and all that.
Yeah,
No,
we don't have to
We
do
ain't
that.
got
We
to
don't
do
have to
all
do
that.
that.
If
We
we
don't have
go
to do that
from
right now.
19,
We don't have
we
to
ain't
do that
got
right
to
now.
if
do
we
that.
go from
Shaq,
the
Kobe,
80s,
Duncan,
yeah, if you go to the 80s to now, look
Steph.
at how many guys.
It's not
It
many.
ain't that many,
Name
right?
them. Name them.
It ain't
You
many, bro.
got
Name
so
them.
Shaq has been there five,
Magic.
6.
six,
No,
Kobe.
six,
six.
Kobe.
six,
Right.
six.
Shaq's went
Yeah.
6. Magic did
Mm-hmm.
9. Bird was
Yes.
5.
Five total. Yep.
Jordan was
Jordan
6.
was 6.
Kobe
That's
Jordan
four
7.
was six.
players. That's
Magic
four
was
players.
9.
Kobe
Bron is
7.
Here's the
10.
one.
That's that's
Steph
5 players.
is 7.
Steph is 6.
Steph
No,
is
Six.
Steph is
6.
6.
6.
six.
That's
He's
6
lost 2.
players. Steph is the
Yeah.
6th player. Keep going.
Uh you said Bron, right?
Duncan.
That's crazy that that's
Duncan.
the sixth player.
Kobe
That's more than
7.
a handful.
Duncan.
That's more than a
Oh
handful.
man.
That's more than a
Duncan and
handful,
Kobe.
R Dub.
No. What I'm saying.
Duncan and Kobe.
Yes.
Mhm.
5 and 2, 5 and 1.
Okay. But now you stop. So now the
What
question.
number did we fall
Well, no,
at
no,
with the
no, no.
players?
Wait. Didn't Jerry West fall in there too?
No.
No,
That's
because he
before the
said no,
He
80s.
said,
no.
he
Yeah,
said
we're not talking
everything
about
Okay,
that.
after
Okay,
80s
okay,
and
okay.
So
on.
Now let's listen.
80s
Now
and
let's
on.
listen.
what's Kawhi? Kawhi's
okay.
only
I didn't
4.
hear the.
Kawhi's only
No, yeah,
4.
No,
Kawhi's
that's
only
fine. You
4.
heard it now.
Kawhi's
That's
4.
not 5. So now you
But
gotta.
Kawhi's
So
not
now
an
you gotta.
Kawhi's not an all-time great.
He said that's not
He
it.
went
What's
to
Fisher?
4.
Kawhi
What's
went 4th.
Fisher?
Kawhi
No,
went to
Kawhi went to
4.
3.
Yeah,
Kawhi went to
that's
3.
right.
Kawhi went to 3.
I
I
thought
thought
he
he
went to
went no
Durant's
No,
at
he's
He went to
4.
3.
three.
He went to
further.
3.
I was like,
Durant's
Toronto,
at
2 with
4.
San
When he said
Antonio.
4,
He's
I
got
said
3
early.
Durant went to
rings.
4. Durant went to
What's
4.
Derek
Durant went to 4.
Fisher?
I missed some hoop. Didn't we
Nigga,
hoop
who
there?
said Derek
We missed a
Fisher?
good bump, didn't
Who is
we? If he
saying
went
Derek
5
Fisher right
times.
now, bro?
But see, here's the thing. I think that when we talk about narratives, right? So narratives, right? Do you guys think there's going to be after Bron? Is there going to be somebody? I think we might be seeing another dynasty in the making if played right, because the ownership front office is got it locked. Possible.
Nah, I don't think so.
Who?
Okay,
I don't
Okay.
think the
No,
CBA.
no.
Hey, R
I don't
Dub,
think
I
R
the
think
Dub.
that.
CBA
It's
is gonna
too
allow
R
it.
Dub. I feel like
That's a
it's too
tougher
much parity in
conference.
the NBA right now. It's too much parity in the NBA.
There
And
is
you're
and
gonna
there's
It's
have to.
not.
They
not.
have to
Nah,
start paying.
if Chet goes up a level,
We got let them win the second one.
Do
Let's
we
go
Facts.
around and
trust?
say
That
Do
Facts.
that.
we?
that
Facts.
though,
Facts.
Bro,
Let
they're
them
gonna
win the
bro,
lose
second
a
hold
one
on,
lot
hold
before
of
on.
good
any
players.
dynasty talk can happen, in my
Bro, hold
Yeah,
They're
on.
opinion.
also
Well,
gonna lose a
well,
lot of good
Tyrese
players if they
Halliburton
can't
getting
hit.
injured is a major. It's a real.
Injuries happen.
they
It's a
were too
real
close to
feat, bro.
losing the
Yeah,
first
I was
one.
finna
hold
say
on. You just proved my
hold
point.
on, Napoleon. It didn't seem like most of us trusted OKC anyway, so I don't feel like
Nobody
we should keep
did.
talking
Hoop,
about
I
dynasty.
did.
Like
hoop. Nobody
a
did.
lot of us thought they was gonna lose. Let's be honest. Until that Hallie injury, a lot of guys was.
It
I
was still
thought
up in the air.
That's all I'm
Especially
saying.
that
I
game.
agree, Napoleon.
Especially
That's
when
all
we
I'm
saw
like.
that game was coming
Which
No,
down.
but what I'm saying is, hey, Hoop, remember how earlier I said that not just with Steph. It gets done with Steph a lot, but for certain players, they want to throw out there, oh, if this person or this team never got injured. I've said this a couple of times, and
Yeah,
on cue, what
But is
was just said.
but is that not a fact though? I mean, if some,
No,
I
no, no,
mean,
no. What I'm saying is you can't. You're
it
right.
happens to
It
everybody.
happens to
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
everybody.
true. That's
Every
true.
So
championship
what I'm
one team will
saying
get
is you
hurt.
can't highlight it for your favorite player or your
One and
favorite
not for
team,
other.
but
Yeah.
then that's all I'm
I
saying.
That's
mean,
true.
It's
Because
not different though
Because
that it was
nobody
a
talks
game
about it.
7.
Nobody talks about it with Mike.
hey,
Mm.
All
if
right, can I ask
Isaiah
y'all
had a
this? Can I ask
great
y'all
ankle
When
this?
in
they
game
beat the
7, we
Lakers
cooking
that
the
first
Lakers
time,
again.
Magic and Byron
Can
Scott
I ask?
got
Can I
hurt.
ask y'all this really quick? Real quick. I want to ask y'all a question.
Yo, but Magic got
Can
injured
y'all
in
tell
game
me?
2 of the next final.
Can y'all tell me? Can y'all tell me who the best player in the league is to y'all?
Yeah, he got injured game
The
two.
guy
That
in the
that
guy
changed
in
the
Denver.
series.
Jokic
So
or
Denver. So the guy in Denver is the best player in the league to you, right?
Jokic or Giannis. That's it.
Jokic or Giannis. Okay, so
Mm.
the guy in Denver has one. The guy in Milwaukee has
And the
one.
guy in
I
OKC got one.
digress, but I'll be
Hmm.
quiet.
And the
I
guy
got
in OKC has one, right? But
God.
everybody thinks that.
Nobody
And I'm
else.
R Dub. I don't want to go. I don't want to go too far. But I don't want to change the subject too much. But everybody in the league
Anybody
think.
else? Is there anybody else? Is there any other player that we're missing or no? I'm just
Oh, you
asking.
know what?
As far as what? What's the question?
Steph Curry?
Best player in the
No,
No.
league
no. The
right
question
now?
was who's.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
asking.
the question. The question was the best player in the league.
That's
Oh,
it.
Luca.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
What?
There's
I
no.
just
only
was
maybe
wondering.
4 players in that
There's three.
conversation,
No,
really.
there's three players in that conversation. Then there's a gap,
True.
and then there's two other people that can be mentioned.
Who's the three? Who's the three? R
Who's the
Dub.
who's the
Who's the
gap?
three?
Who's
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
gap?
wait.
There's
Who's the
two
I don't
Is
know
other.
three?
about no
Jokic?
gap now, brother. I don't know about that.
Jokic?
Okay, we
I'll break it
agree.
down for
We
you. Is
agree.
Jokic,
We agree.
Giannis,
Jokic,
OKC,
Giannis,
Jokic,
and
We
Giannis,
Shea?
agree.
and,
We
There's
agree.
no.
and then it's a
And
So
Luca. I
the
gap.
don't know
reason
about
why
gap
I
for
don't listen,
Luca.
the reason
Gap
why
is crazy. I just want to let you know
the
that
reason
gap is
why I don't
crazy.
put Jason Tatum there, you got to give me an MVP first.
No one said
No, no,
Jason
But
no,
no,
Tatum.
no, no,
Oh
no,
look,
no.
you look
You
at
mean
Jason
Luca?
Tatum is
hold
one.
on, hold on.
You
If
heard
you
the
look at
name.
Jason
You
Oh
heard the
Tatum,
man,
name.
R
if you
Dub.
look at Tatum's accomplishments, how many times have been
Brother,
No one
brother,
gives a
brother,
damn about
brother,
No.
Tatum.
brother.
Luca.
No,
Luca.
listen. No disrespect to Tatum. We don't give a damn about Tatum at this
We
point.
don't
why?
give a
Exactly.
damn.
Why?
No, no, no. I'm talking
We
about this
don't give a damn
conversation,
about
sir.
that.
I'm talking about this
I
conversation.
got you. Hey Jay,
I
I
You
got
feel
you.
heard the
you,
Okay,
but
name.
that's
You
why I
heard the
said
Jay,
there's
I
a
name.
got
gap.
you.
Address the name.
Jay, I
No, no,
got you.
no.
Now R Dub.
There's
Address the
not a
name,
R
brother.
Dub.
Luca
Talk
is in
about the
that
Address the
gap.
name.
There's no
conversation.
Talk
That's
about
gap,
the gap,
all
bro.
I
R Dub.
want you to do.
Who's after the gap,
So
R
I'm
Dub? Who's
saying
after the
after
gap?
those three guys, after the gap, you gotta go Tatum, the first top of that second tier.
So
No.
now
Luca.
Luca,
Oh my
Tatum.
Luca.
word.
Tatum,
Fam, fam,
I would go.
Tatum
fam.
has the
Tatum has
ring.
got the
R Dub.
ring.
He's
Okay,
not better than
Bro,
Luca.
are we
R Dub. Your ears work.
Jay?
Yo!
They work. Clearly, they work.
Oh my
Jay?
God!
They work.
I
It's
was with
love.
R Dub. I was with you
It's
for
love.
Hey,
about
but
35,
but
40
here's the
minutes.
thing.
But
Here's a
now,
question though. I gotta.
Yes, sir.
We all watched that finals with Boston and Dallas, right? Don't get
I
me
don't think
wrong.
so.
Did you
Uh-huh.
think
Don't get me wrong.
Luca
Hey, listen, Luca's a
was outplayed by
dog.
Jason Tatum?
You know Luca led
Shane,
that
Do you
whole
think
Shane,
Jason
playoffs
Tatum
Shane,
in
But
outplayed
points.
Luca
Shane,
in that series?
there's a gap
Shane.
between
Hold
him and
on,
Hold
I
on.
hold
got,
on.
I
Y'all,
got,
y'all
I just
ask
got
the
one
Shane,
question.
I'm
question.
Let
No,
the
done
no,
with
man
you.
I got one
finish.
I'm
let
gonna
question.
her
make you
hold on.
catch
Let
up.
R Dub
I just
finish.
got
Let
one
him
I'm gonna make
land.
question.
you catch up,
Land that
I
Shane.
just
plane,
got
R
one
Dub.
question.
Land
Shane, let
that
me ask you
plane.
questions. You don't know what the combo is.
R Dub. Land that plane, R
Here's the
Dub.
easiest plane. You can score
Hope you're doing well,
35, but
brother.
if you giving up 40,
Talk
I
about it, R
mean,
Dub.
Whoa,
R
whoa, whoa,
Dub,
have
whoa,
you
talk
whoa, wait,
about
wait.
it.
seen?
Hold on.
Please
So
talk
Hold
we
about it,
on.
we all if you
R
R
Dub.
drive,
R
Keep it
Dub. R
going.
Dub.
Keep it going, my
if you
guy.
drive,
R
you see
Dub, can I
park
ask you a
Yo,
cones,
we
question?
right?
not doing this.
R Dub, can I ask you a
So,
question?
You have
If Luca
you
and
have Jokic as the best player, my
if
nigga.
Kyrie and
Jokic,
Jalen Brown switch, who
what
wins the
does Jokic
title?
do, R
Jokic,
Dub?
hey, but last time I
You
checked,
got
didn't
Jokic as
Jokic?
the best player, but a gap for
Hold
Luca.
on, but
Who did
Jokic also boxes
Okay.
out.
if Jalen Brown and Kyrie switch, who wins the
What?
Oh,
finals?
Jokic
No, no, no.
boxes
No, no,
Boxes
no, no,
out.
no,
out.
no,
He
no.
boxes
What I'm
out.
saying is this.
Can y'all
Seven's
let
Hold
him
favorite
on.
box
finish?
out.
Y'all want to talk
Can y'all
about
let him finish?
Jokic?
Jokic
What I
boxes
mean by that
out.
is this. Well, here's why. Here's the
He
plane.
said boxes
Here's
out.
why I say what I mean by that is this. Jokic is never going to be known as a world defender. However, you don't
That's fine.
see guys seek out Jokic.
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
they do.
Yes,
Yes, they
they
do.
Yes,
hunt
they
They
do.
play
Jokic.
Oh
drop.
Yes, they do.
my
What
God,
Yes, they
big?
bro.
do.
What
No,
big in
It's
this
not about
league?
That's
big.
not.
they
You
put
don't
him. They
understand
put
how
him.
Pick and
basketball
roll
is
all the
played in
They
20
time.
they,
in
they,
the
they put him in.
I
2020s.
do understand how basketball is
Why
Our,
would
played,
our
you
Mike.
hunt
dub.
out? Why would you hunt out a Jokic with another big, and when you could
Right.
just get a
No,
Exactly.
you put
They
him in a
ISO him on a
PNR.
pick and roll. They just
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
drop
they
him
they
every
try to put
time.
him in a
No,
PNR.
just
no,
get a
no,
steal.
no.
And they
Our
play
dub.
drop.
Where you were
He
going
plays
with that
drop.
was this.
Napoleon, can he finish? Do you got to finish for him?
No, y'all keep cutting them off. The man done tried to land the plane
Man,
3
stop.
times.
You just trying to talk for him. Go
You do
ahead. You
the
go
same
ahead.
No,
thing.
I'm
If he
not.
Napoleon,
They like
relax. Go ahead, R Dub.
No, what I'm saying is this: I like Luca, but I think this year Luca is going to have to show something on the defensive side of the ball. Boston sought
Jokic
him
doesn't show
out.
anything on
But
defensive
but
side.
R Dub as
Boston sold them out.
R
SGA
Dub,
doesn't show
if you know in
anything
the
on
NBA, right?
defense.
That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Luca is never gonna play great defense. We all know
And he
that.
still can carry a team to the
We still
finals.
we
We
gotta give up on that. Look like it is what it
R
is,
Dub, we
bro.
all know that R
It's
Dub.
not.
I
He's
know.
Yeah,
never
I
gonna play
yeah.
good
listen.
defense, bro.
I know he's never going to play world-renowned defense, but here's the thing, though.
Wait, so
Uh,
SGA
if
doesn't
Luca R
either.
Dub, so if Luca boxes out like Jokic, that'll
No.
change
It's not
things.
about boxing out. You wouldn't let me
Nah,
I'm just
Hoop, you
finish.
saying. You
crazy.
You wouldn't
said
let me
Jokic.
finish.
Hoop, you
But
crazy.
wasn't Jokic in top 3 in rebounding though when he won his MVPs? Didn't he average a triple double
I
last
mean,
year?
I
bro.
mean,
So
I
he's
what I'm
mean,
7
saying
foot
is,
Luca
tall.
wasn't
averaging
he
a
a double
triple
Hey,
double
double.
R
last year?
Luca
Dub, he's
averaging a triple
7 foot
double
tall.
too. R Dub. Like, what is that?
I'm not. So
He
what I'm saying,
averages 3 rebounds more than Luca
Like,
as a
That boy better get
center.
some
he's a
rebounds. If you ain't
big.
getting
Luca
rebounds,
he's a
what
averaging
are we
what?
What are
big.
we
Not what did
doing?
Luca average 9 last year?
Yes, he
Eight,
averages
eight.
8
Hey,
every year
Luke,
as
hold
a
on.
as a
Luca
point guard.
Luca
Combined,
led
well, it's
that
around
playoff
8.
series in
Yeah, it's
points,
8.
assists, and
As far
rebounds.
as rebound, yeah.
hey,
What is
R
you
That's
Dub, let me
still
doing?
ask you
great
one. Wait, let
for
me
a
ask you a question, R
guard,
Dub.
though.
I
That's
got a
still
question, a
great for
personal
a
question for you,
guard.
real quick.
So.
A personal question for R Dub. If the Pistons get to the finals, where you gonna rank Cade?
Oh my
oh,
god.
bruh,
Yo,
let's not.
fam,
No, dog, don't.
wait, who said that?
Oh
Listen,
my
Who said
listen,
that?
Oh
god.
my
listen,
Who
God.
said
Okay.
that?
listen,
All right.
I
We've
just
lost
want to know
Oh
who
listen.
said that.
Lord.
Hey,
JID
I don't
said,
listen.
who
understand
said
why
Mute
JID
SGA
him
gets
said,
up.
who
talked about.
said
Hey,
that?
I'm not.
Why does
Hey,
SGA
I
get?
said this too. I think he
Who
got.
asked you that question?
Yo, he got screwed. He got screwed on
That
second
was
team on
me.
NBA.
Hey,
If
that
you
was
Who
ask
is
me.
me,
Jay
me? Who
Beezy.
is me? There's a lot of
R
me's
Dub.
in here.
Jay Beezy.
R Dub.
Jay
Why do you
Beezy.
put outside of SGA getting a ring and the MVP? What? Why do you give him
did
credit
you
on
see
defense
that
when he?
season he just had?
I
Did
saw
you see
Luca have
this
a better
season
season
Luca
before
had?
that.
Yeah. He
You
averaged
you
34, 9, and
you're
9.
only
And
I
what defense
get
does
arguing,
it.
SGA play? Because I see PJ dropping
and
30 on
I
his head
also
whenever
think
they play.
we are
PJ
forgetting how
Washington.
much we
Gotta have a
valued the
timeout,
roster
brother.
construction of the Celtics 2 years
So,
ago.
Gotta have a
People were
timeout, brother.
talking
so
Just
about
what
had
I'm
the
saying
to
is,
set the ground rules, bro.
people were talking about the Celtics having
so
one of the best rosters of all, roster constructions
All
ever 2 years
Hey,
time.
Jay,
ago.
Jay,
And
you didn't
you're
have to
And
do
and
what
we're
that, bro.
happened to them?
How?
The new
Jay, you
CBA
didn't have to do
happened to
that,
them.
bro. You didn't have to do that, Jay. That was
No,
crazy.
having,
with
don't
Luca,
ask dumb
yeah,
questions now.
we were disappointed in Luca's
having,
performance against what he did against that defense, against that type of defense.
yeah. And we was
We were
disappointed in Kyrie,
disappointed.
And the
too.
only reason you're giving Shea the best play that no gap is because he won a championship with a similar roster construction. So I don't understand what your point is.
That couldn't even beat the Dallas Mavericks
Jay,
without Luca
Jay
during the
said
Yeah,
this a
season.
lot.
Luca
He
literally beat
just
that
said
team the year before by himself, and
he
everybody was
just said
disappointed
this
in him.
last
But
night.
it's a, but
That
it's
No,
was
a
he
We're
was by
talking
Kyrie.
himself.
about trophy
That was
case.
PJ
Kyrie.
Washington was
What does
Y'all,
Tatum
y'all,
Didn't even
y'all,
average
y'all,
20
y'all. Let
points.
Napoleon go. Go ahead, Napoleon.
what Jay brought this up the other day when he talked about the trophy
Then
case?
we'll go to New Air after Napoleon.
What does Tatum not have in his trophy case that the three that are at the top of this conversation have? They all have an MVP. That conversation changes if Tatum puts that in his trophy case. If Luca gets an MVP, he's entering the conversation, but now they're going to say, you need the ring. So now you can have that debate. The achievements in the trophy case matter.
But hold on, Napoleon, can I ask you a question?
Trophy
Is there
case
some
only matters if
What's,
you're
what's
is
winning,
there
up?
in
but
my opinion.
Napoleon, is there some guys that even though the trophy case may not match up, our
Excuse me.
eyes would probably tell us that they're right there in regards to the trophy?
especially
Like,
when
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
No,
because
yes.
your best
uh,
player in the
because
yes.
league's
because
right
the
next
guys
to
that
him.
you're talking about, Napoleon, are like let's be clear on who they are.
Yeah. They're
Again,
Like,
I'm
Because
not.
we're talking
because how
about
you're
playing.
talking
So,
to me, it just sounds as if
no,
like
no. Who? I said this
And you said
earlier.
who the best
Hold
player
on,
in the
hold on,
league
hold
is
on,
right
hold on.
now.
Luka should have got MVP in
Wait,
'74.
hold on. I'm gonna make this abundantly clear because I said this earlier.
oh, trust me, we're listening.
When we're splitting hairs and we're talking about the upper echelon of the elite, there are certain conversations. I fuck with Melo heavy, but there are certain conversations Melo can't be put in because he didn't have certain individual accolades.
Okay,
I'll
hold on.
never.
So the
So there was
hold
no,
on,
there was
Victor.
never a year where
Hold on,
Melo was
Victor.
better than
Hold on,
Nash.
Victor. So the gap between Luca and Shea is regular season MVP and championship? I'm asking you, Napoleon.
Yes.
Sounds
Okay.
like it.
Okay.
Dude, would you put Jalen Brown ahead of Luca?
Hell no. Why would you
No,
ask that? Why
Are
would
you
you
no.
saying
ask
that
that?
because of the
Because
Vic? Come on now,
he's
Vic.
saying
The
that,
Because
oh,
of
trophy
the
Okay,
no.
Jay, you
Finals
case.
better remove him,
MVP?
Jay.
The trophy
Remove
Are you
him,
saying
case.
Jay.
that?
Come
Are you
on
saying
now.
that because of the Finals MVP, Vic?
I'm saying that because of the trophy case.
I don't know if Jalen Brown's. I don't. I
Request
don't know
Well,
back
who.
up,
will
Vic.
Jalen Brown ever
Request
get
back up, Vic.
a
Yeah, I
will
don't know if
Jalen
I don't know if he's in this conversation yet. I don't know.
will
Not
It
yet.
sounds
Jalen
like
He's
he
not
Brown
in the
is.
ever
conversation.
Yeah,
Just so
Vic.
y'all
I see
understand,
what you
I
mean,
don't like dumb
JID.
questions. I don't
That's
like
why you
dumb
said.
questions.
It's the
I
difference
don't like
between
dumb
Shea and
questions.
Luca is
That's
Hoop,
why
roster
hoop.
JID
construction.
said
No,
The
that.
biggest
it didn't
difference
Hoop.
as
move
far
the
as it's not
conversation
how
at
good of a player they
all.
are.
Yeah, come on, Vic.
Hey,
Make
hey,
yeah,
hey,
come
hey,
on,
hey,
Vic.
hey,
Uh-uh.
hey, 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 Hoop, I got a
No,
question
At
I
for
was
you.
all.
being no,
Hoop,
I
I
was
got a
saying that.
question for you.
Hold
I
on,
got a
I was
question for
saying
you in
I was
regards to
saying
what
that
Vic has to say.
I
Will
was saying it
Jalen
because he was
Brown
bringing up.
ever be in the conversation for regular season MVP?
No,
Yes or
Never.
well, I
no?
don't know why we're
Here's
talking.
my
Let,
Never.
que-
put
Here's
it.
the
Let me.
I
reason
don't
Let me.
why
want to
Can I?
never
have
though.
this
Let's just ask the question
conversation,
like
Realistically,
this.
bro.
Hold on.
not
Hold on.
We don't
no.
All we
gotta
gotta do
have.
is
We
ask the
don't gotta
question
So
have
like
this
so
this.
that
conversation, bro. We're talking about
Hoop,
like
that
is
ends that
Jalen
conversation.
Napoleon, is Jalen Brown better than Luca to you?
No,
No.
that's why
That's
I'm
our
saying
point. So let's move
that.
That's his.
on.
No, that you're
Oh,
right.
that that
We
was
don't
the
need to talk about
that
Jalen
was
Brown.
we're
And
Right.
making
also,
we're
No,
Let's
making the
move
same
on
my
from
point.
point
Jalen
was
Brown.
my point was you can't do when we're talking about the best player in the league right now. The trophy case shouldn't matter.
No, I know we said that, but you didn't have to use Jalen Brown for that. That's
That
all.
How
was
See,
though?
I'm
no,
not gonna say it shouldn't
Napoleon was
matter,
trying to say
but
that
the
Luca
put
can't
it
be in
this
that
way:
conversation because he doesn't have anything in the trophy case.
No, I
six
already
months
said that.
ago,
I already said that to Napoleon Vic. When I said though, like our eyes still tell us that he's still
Especially when we're
that
talking
type
about
of
now.
he's still that
Hype
type of
up.
There's
player.
a gap
I get what
between them. You
Napoleon's
will
saying
not
though.
disagree with that statement.
Right.
You
Yeah,
won't
I get what
disagree
he's
with that
but
saying.
statement.
there's not a
If
gap. There's not a
Luca
gap
gets
between
an
Luca
MVP
and
this
Shea though.
season,
That's the
No,
problem
but
we're having.
he's saying the final. He's saying the championship and the regular season MVP makes it a gap. That's all. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm saying, and that's not
All
fair
And
right,
that's
there
because
yeah,
we
that's
that's
just
not the
a
case
go.
because
that's
again,
what
if you
Napoleon's
were to
saying.
switch
well,
Oh
not
Luca,
just
no,
that.
if
no,
you
all
were
we're
It
to
was
doing
the
is
switch Luca and
Hold
MVP.
on,
Shea,
one mic. Well, whoever's talking, one mic, so we can hear.
if you were to switch Luca and Shea, Luca wins the championship, Luca wins MVP, and you would be
I
making the
know, but
same
that's
argument for
Convo
Luca.
wouldn't change for
what
me.
people are gonna say
Oh
about
my
that, bro.
god.
Let's not. You know what they're
I mean,
gonna
but
say
it's
about
just I
that.
mean, but if just having a one playoff run when the
But
teams
even if you don't switch them, Shane, do you feel like they're far apart or
no, they're
close?
not far
Even
apart
with
close.
at all.
It's close.
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah. The
you're
That's
only
not
thing
not
that's
a
holding
so
the only thing
the
that's holding
trophy
them
case
back.
is not change. Hold on, Shane. The trophy case is not changing it for you in
No,
regards to those two.
no.
no,
Okay. I just want to know because
The,
yeah.
the only
Napoleon's
thing
making
that's
it seem
holding them
like it
back is
does.
team
No, it
success.
but Hoop,
No,
because
not in
Hoop,
a
it's
bad way, Napoleon. I'm saying that's what you're saying. I'm not saying
From
it's
an
a
yes,
bad
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
all-time
I'm not
perspective,
no
you can make that argument, but just how good they are as
But
Exactly.
while they're
players,
still playing, that's
All
all
no.
I
time
was saying.
perspective, different conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like Napoleon,
But
your
That's why
eyes.
no
if you
no
notice, I only
no.
bring up the trophy case if we're ranking. If we're not ranking, why am
Yeah,
I
all
using
time
it?
But
ranking.
that
Right.
but that's what
That
R
was all
Dub
my
was
point,
saying.
Jay.
He was
That was my point,
ranking.
Jay.
He was ranking the current players, and this is what I say. If we are
When I
ranking the
say
current
ranking, I mean
players,
all time. I'm not talking about
He
I
like
no
asked
no
who's the best
I
player in the
understand.
league
I
right
right. So
now.
understand what you Jay. I
It,
understand
it
what you
wasn't for
mean.
you. It wasn't for you. That's for the
No,
room.
that
That's
was
for
for
the
the
room. It
room,
wasn't for you. You don't have to
Napoleon.
respond when it's not for you.
Hmm.
yeah.
So
Can I
what
ask?
Land
so
that
what
plane.
so all I'm saying is Luca is at the door. The door is closed and he is knocking. But until he starts knocking those accomplishments out. It was
Right.
the same. It was the same thing with Giannis. It was the same thing with Joker. Okay, well you got the MVP, but you don't have a championship, so we won't consider you this until you do this.
Right.
And now that he has the championship, a Finals MVP, and the MVP, we're like, hey, he's at the top of the food chain. Giannis, it was the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
SGA just did the
Yeah.
same thing. That's why.
Okay, right,
Yeah,
let's go to New Air. Go ahead, New Air. Been waiting.
yeah,
Then we'll go to
yeah.
JB after New Air.
If you guys share Giannis and Joker over Luca, that's fair. But to say there's a gap is
Yeah,
crazy. Like, cause
Facts.
the gap part
a
was
lot of
triggering. I
things,
ain't
like
gonna lie.
even though,
I mean,
yeah,
look at
when
their
he said
stats.
gap, I said,
There's no
wait,
stats. There's
whoa,
no gaps in the stats.
New
The
era,
only
keep
thing.
going.
Hold
yeah,
New
on,
era,
they
keep going.
pretty
hold
much
on.
right
Let New
there.
Air land.
But because a lot of things, like JID says it all the time, you can't control what happens. So like certain things is kind of circumstantial. Like technically the year that Luca had was the MVP year. The 34-9
Oh yeah,
year where he
yeah.
carried the
That's
team to
up
the
there for
finals.
sure.
That's MVP. That's an MVP caliber
Absolutely.
season. So just because a couple of votes didn't go his way, now we don't consider him like an MVP level type of player. Like,
Yeah,
no,
I
I don't
agree.
think that's
Right,
fair.
right.
And like to a certain degree, like not for nothing, like we hate using injuries, but I mean it did happen. Like Shea was and in Game 7 where things are in the balance. If Indiana wins, do we look at Shea differently
We
and
do,
say,
unfortunately.
God forbid,
We do.
say God forbid, Tatum doesn't tear his Achilles against the Knicks, but he tears his Achilles against the Celtics,
Oh
and
man.
Dallas win that championship. Now we look at it differently.
Oh man.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. Like a lot of times,
Yeah.
like a lot of things are
I
circumstantial.
think
So like
with what Fred said,
like
it's the
you
eyes.
could when you're picking straws, like to a certain degree. Like certain guys are on certain levels.
Like when you
Let's
see
hold on.
So
SGA
like
Let's go
share
to
the court,
JB.
is there a gap?
Let's go to
yeah,
JB. Go ahead, JB.
All right, I kind of wanted to steer this conversation in a whole new route because I think we're just talking in circles, right? All
all
right, so
right.
now I'm looking at this tweet, right? If y'all could, okay, if you, everybody in here was GMs, right? And there's four players. I'm gonna say these four players. Who would y'all draft first? Just in y'all opinions. I want to see where y'all mind is at. Scottie Pippen, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, and Kawhi Leonard. Who's going first?
Dwayne Wade for
Wait,
me.
whoa. Before we
That
Wait,
was way
hold
too
on,
fast, my
I
guy.
got.
Are
Are
you
we
Are
talking
they
about
all
them
in
as
their
D-Wade.
prospects
prime?
or the prime version
Zeke.
of them?
We're talking them. Okay, so Shane, I feel what you say, and I thought about that before I asked the question. We're gonna talk about them in their prime.
Oh, Kawhi.
Oh,
Like
Dwayne.
for one
Yeah.
season.
Kawhi.
Dwayne for me.
Zeke.
Give
I'm
me
not.
Scotty. Give me
I,
Zeke.
Ooh.
I'll
I'm
say
gonna be
this:
honest with you.
the
Zeke's the
only
last person
viable
getting
answers
drafted.
Zeke.
to me,
That
No,
yeah,
he
Because
won't.
the
he's the
prospects,
only
last
listen,
person getting
viable
drafted.
answers
prospects,
for
No,
me
he
is
wouldn't.
prospects is
Wade and
prospects is
Kawhi.
really important.
Yeah,
Prospects is
no,
Honestly,
no,
important.
those are
Kawhi
the
will
only two
Hey,
eventually
viable
play.
one
answers.
mic so we can hear one mic.
Prospects is important because I definitely get that point. But when you are established in your team and how you go on for whatever, how many years you are a GM, I want to talk about the prime. So I'm gonna
I'm
say
thinking
these names one more
Toronto's
time. I'm gonna say the names
prime.
one more time, okay? One more time. Scottie Pippen, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, and Kawhi Leonard.
It's
My
really
answer
just
don't
two
change.
options. To be
Give
completely
me,
honest
give
with
me
you,
Scotty.
Right,
So
it's
there's
only
two
two for
options.
me.
The
That's
other
it.
two should not
Go,
be in
No,
the
no
same
go.
disres.
conversation.
What are you saying,
Respectfully,
Tor-
Shane? Then go ahead.
Tor-
this is
Toronto's
between
prime
Kawhi
for
and D
me.
Wade.
Yeah,
in D
Yeah,
Wade,
pretty
really.
much.
I'm
and
gonna
That's
make an
it.
argument for Isaiah, and
Isaiah
I'm gonna
Give me
tell you
Thomas.
Scotty.
why I make an argument for Isaiah if you're gonna talk about GM mode.
go ahead.
The easiest thing is when he was on the Pistons, wasn't he a leader of that team?
Yeah,
And he took them
I'll
to
say
three finals,
Isaiah
right?
Thomas is better than
yeah.
Wade.
Also, too, he led the
Yeah.
league in assists, right? So here's the thing. Chris Paul is gonna be the last pass first point guard that's gonna probably retire because
I'm
everybody else is
taking Chris
scoring
Paul
guards.
all the time.
Stop. Trey Young is
Tyrese
pass
No,
first.
no, no,
Halliburton.
no.
Trey
Nah,
Young
Trey
is
Tyrese
Young
pass
is a
first.
Halliburton.
scoring guard.
I
Or
wouldn't
no,
say pass
RW,
first.
stop
Uh-oh.
it. Trey Young is
Uh-oh.
pass first.
Fred?
RW, stop.
Fred?
He's
Tyrese
definitely not
Halliburton.
pass
Well,
first.
you
Yeah.
know what? I
Tyrese
take that back.
Halliburton.
Tyrese is starting to turn back the clock a little bit. I would say Tyrese is pass
And he's
first.
not even near
Yeah.
some of those.
Fred,
Never
did
mind.
you
Let
just
it.
hear what this man said and he's still in here
What did he say?
about Trey Young?
Trey Young is pass
We're
Yeah,
not
Trey
first.
doing
Young for
that, Vic. We're
pass
not doing
first.
But
that.
my
Keep
Bro,
going.
Trey Young is pass first, Vic. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
hey,
Yes, he
hey,
is.
hey,
is
send
he?
him.
JB,
Hey, send him
JB,
to the store.
JB, you got one more
He
time,
said,
bro.
he said,
You got one more.
Jay,
Napoleon, who are
you
you
telling me
talking
you
about,
Okay,
wait, you're
Napoleon?
telling me, wait, Jay, hold on, wait, before you send me to the gulag or kick me out again like you
uh
did
huh.
earlier, which was
Yeah.
crazy, number one.
No, no, no. It
You're
wasn't
telling me
crazy.
Trey
It
Young
didn't
is
move
a
the
scoring
conversation,
before passing?
He is.
brother.
Hey, let's keep the combo going.
All
Brother,
right, come on.
if
Yeah,
anybody
keep
is
going,
scoring
keep going.
28 a game, unless they average like 20 assists, you're not past first, beloved. That's not how this
So who
works.
you say,
That's
who
not
you
how
saying is
this
not
That's
past
works.
that's the
first?
That's
LeBron.
not
Ron not
fair.
pass
That's
first.
not
That,
fair, but
I
go
don't
that
ahead.
care if it's fair.
that's the
It's
Is Ron not
LeBron
pass
fair.
myth.
first?
That's the LeBron myth.
So
No,
Jay,
No,
who's
he's
not
you
not.
past
gotta stop
first?
lying.
He's
It's
not pass
not.
first.
Like,
He's
I'm just
you
trying.
not.
know,
I'm
He
He's
you
just
was
know,
trying
he
to
not.
make
was
you
sure
averaging
know,
everybody
brother.
24.
good.
He was averaging
Pocket checking, Jay.
24 and
Pocket
12
checking.
last year, but okay, go off though. Go
Come
off.
on,
Yeah,
man.
KD
Come
Jay,
was
on,
Jay
man.
is
26
not
and
past
9 and
first.
Thank you.
7.
No, 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 Jay.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you for regulating. Thank you, bro.
Like,
Thank you.
bro, we are smarter than this, gentlemen. We got to do
Like,
I
we
better,
I
got,
agree
bro.
with you.
yeah,
I'm
thank
just
you,
making sure everybody's
JID.
Oh,
solid.
Thank you.
Lord.
That's one big lie
Yes.
that
Like,
everybody else, Jay.
New era. I dropped 25 a game for 20 years, but I passed the rock first.
I mean,
What does that say?
I shot more than I
I thought
passed,
that was
but
dumb.
I'm
I don't
pass
know
first.
Hey,
why we believe that crap.
I mean, the guy who has the assist record barely averaged over 16 his ever in his highest season ever.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you
That's more
pass
pass
first.
first.
There you go.
Nash
The
was
ultimate
passed
pass
There you
first.
first
go.
is Ben Simmons.
That's brick first.
We gonna have a D Wade
Okay. So
Kawhi
all right. So
conversation.
keep
That's
going.
the conversation I
So you're
want to
saying
have.
D Wade? So everyone's agreeing with D Wade or Kawhi?
I
Yeah,
don't.
It's
yes,
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
obvious,
D
to be honest
Wade.
with you.
I don't.
Well, put it like
Because
this.
facts.
It's the
I mean,
thing. The
Isaiah
vast
had three.
majority, the vast majority is those two. That ain't arguable to me.
It's
You
pretty
really think
obvious.
Wade's better than Isaiah Thomas?
Easily.
The guy
The way
It's
Isaiah
Wade.
pretty
as the
easily.
lead guard took his team to the finals
Yeah,
three
he was the main
times.
guy.
I mean I,
Three
I'm not.
times.
This has nothing to do with degrading Isaiah. This is just pointing out that
Yeah,
it's
as a
just
Yeah,
pointing
person.
there
out
were
that
only there.
D
I
Wade
kind
and
of when I
Kawhi
Degrading
saw
are
the
who?
better
What do you
tweet,
basketball
when
think?
I
players.
saw the
Crazy?
tweet,
I'm
when
not
I
taking
saw the
anything away
tweet,
from
I
Isaiah
kind
Isaiah.
of
Thomas?
I love Isaiah Thomas. I love what he's done. Him and Steph Curry are the only two small guards to ever lead their team to winning a championship. But hell no, bro. I'm rolling with the
You
wings.
always go with size. Yeah, you always go with the size.
Yeah, and you're getting more. You're getting more scoring. You're getting. I mean, I'm not going to talk down. Yeah, I'm not
Defense.
going to because I do think Isaiah Thomas is an underrated defender, but he's not. I don't think he's D Wade or
Yeah.
Kawhi. So like,
All right, so here's the thing with Kawhi, right? And it's just a simple question, right? And I'm not taking Toronto Kawhi opened up a lot of eyes for a lot of people because he was the guy. The other teams that Kawhi was on, he had some guy named TD.
come on, bro.
Do we forget that?
I mean, is that the best?
yeah,
You
but
just
R
sat here and
Dub,
told us that it's the best version, or maybe it's not
Yeah,
you,
the best
but the best
version
No,
of
it
version. That's
is
not
the
the
no.
best version.
The best
R
The
version of
best
Dub.
version is
Kawhi
getting to
was
play with
We
Toronto
Tim
do.
Duncan.
Kawhi.
R
No, the
Dub.
best version of
We also
Kawhi was
have
Toronto Kawhi.
Right.
we have
So
proof of a
and
year.
honestly, I think there are some Clipper versions of Kawhi that are probably better than most of the Spurs
Who are
Kawhi.
you
And some
telling?
Spurs versions, Shane, because he was
No.
beating the
Yeah,
fucking.
but the year,
22.
My bad, my
if I'm
bad,
not
my bad,
That's
my
mistaken,
bad, my
language.
bad.
the
That's language.
MVP caliber
Kawhi
Kawhi in the
2017.
Leonard
Spurs,
was head coach
I
of
2017.
think Tim
Kawhi
was
for the
gone, right?
2017.
Clippers.
That's what I was about to say. New
Yeah,
era,
Yeah,
Tim
that
was
was
new
gone.
LaMarcus
era.
Tim
Aldridge
was
he was playing
gone.
with.
2017, he was up 20
2017
points
Kawhi was
versus
crazy,
the
bro.
Warriors. Game
Yeah.
Yeah.
one.
So
I don't
so
even
I'm
care.
not so
They're
and even the version that he played with Tim
Wait,
Duncan
who
isn't.
just said that was Lamarcus's team? Lamarcus ain't never get the
That's what I'm
keys.
Nobody
saying.
said
Lamarcus,
LaMarcus. Nobody said LaMarcus.
No, Lamarcus. No, he was playing with Lamarcus. Like the best version of Kawhi on the Spurs wasn't with Tim Duncan. So I don't know why
I
bringing
agree.
up Tim Duncan is
Yeah,
relevant.
I agree.
and
even
Lamarcus
at
No,
was
Tim,
the
his
all
even
best
at Tim
version was
Lamarcus
Duncan.
was
Toronto.
the all
Yeah,
star
No,
so
last
why are
No,
we
no,
year.
no,
bringing
no.
up
Even
But
Tim
at
he's
with
talking
the
Duncan?
about on the Spurs, R
Spurs,
Dub.
bro,
R
you
Dub. He's
can't
talking
have
about on
so
the
Tim
R
Spurs.
Duncan
Dub.
when
Why
you
are we
Oh,
know
on
bringing
the
up Tim
Lamarcus.
Spurs.
Duncan?
Okay.
What's the point of bringing up Tim Duncan?
All
Yeah,
due respect, and all due respect, that Tim Duncan
of
wasn't the same
course,
Tim
Yeah, so
Duncan
absolutely.
that
yeah,
you
Yeah,
that bringing up Tim
Hey,
Duncan is
and you
completely
could
irrelevant.
argue
Yeah.
And didn't
you could
Kawhi win
argue
NBA
that
Finals on the Spurs before? Did he not?
Tim
no,
Duncan
The
was
NBA
on that
Finals
he
team,
had
but
MVP.
the
we're not going to
18
talk.
points.
not
I'm not going to
him.
look for reasons to talk bad about Tim, even though I'd love to.
But I could argue that the Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers the next year in the playoffs was probably better than the one that he was on Toronto. He just got hurt.
Yeah, and it
Victor,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
Paul
just
Victor,
George
so it's
in
in
the
both
bubble.
versions are better than Isaiah Thomas. So I really don't know what the
2020.
conversation is
you
about
can't
Isaiah.
argue that when we know it. When we know it didn't happen, you can't argue that.
Oh, I'm just saying that first round Kawhi, I've never seen anything like that.
Okay, that's first round. We're talking about a guy that actually
Yeah,
got the,
first round.
they
What
But he
they
got hurt in
happened?
the
they
second round.
I'm
they
not
got a
gonna
knock
lie
at
to
the
you,
door and
Jay.
they walked through it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jay. When Kawhi is peaking,
3-1.
he look a lot like that
No,
boy.
no, no, Shane.
He look a
Don't give
lot
me
like that
Christmas,
Shane,
boy.
bro.
I agree.
All I'm
Shane, I
saying,
agree.
He
I
look.
mean,
he
after the
I'll be
Toronto
getting
Shane,
finals,
hey
flashbacks
everything
Shane,
was
sometimes when
going
on
he
I'm
be
God,
gonna
fine.
give
on
it to
when
you,
God, Shane,
Kawhi
Shane.
in
I'm
his
on the same
Duffy.
side as you, bro.
What game was that? Game one against
It
against the
look
Nuggets.
man.
Was it game one
It look
against the Nuggets
crazy.
this past year?
It look
Well,
crazy.
game two.
Game two.
Game two in
Listen,
Denver.
he looked like
First of
that.
all,
He
finish your food. Let's start
looking
there.
like Jeffrey.
My bad. Hey, Jay,
Start
my
there,
bad.
my man.
Hey,
Let's have some
Jay,
manners.
he be
Let's have
looking
some
like
manners.
Jeffrey.
All right, Shane. Shane,
He be
it's love.
he be looking like Jeffrey. I'm
It's
just saying.
love.
I'm
Everyone
just
said
telling you.
Kawhi was the
Shane,
best player
I'm
in the
telling
NBA.
you it's love when
I
I'm
don't know.
speaking to you. Don't
All
say
right.
that again to me.
He be
That's
look.
all I'm saying.
I just be
All I'm
getting. I'm
saying is
squinting.
don't say that to me.
I hit the
Tell
pin. I
them
be
that.
squinting. I be like, damn, is that Jeffrey got
You might
dreads?
think I'm a nasty dude too, too though, cause I be calling him Kawhi
Oh,
Jordan too, bro.
okay. Your profile pic tells me something that I didn't know.
Jay.
Okay.
Shane is right, Jay. Shane
I'm
is
telling
right,
you, I
Jay.
be like, damn, Jeff
Hey,
forget,
yeah,
Jay,
Jay,
damn,
bro.
Shane
Jeff
is
forget
Oh
money,
my
100%
God,
right,
If
bro.
you're
Jay.
talking,
I
if
know,
you're talking
Jay.
playing style, I won't necessarily bat an eye at it. I
but
won't.
but it's not
Jay,
just the playing
you
style.
like
There's
you
a
gotta really
murder
watch
account for
Kawhi
me.
for real, bro. He
It's
looks like that man for real,
he
bro.
he looks like, and
I
it's
like
the second
Kawhi when he's
three-peat
on.
version
He's
though.
on.
The second
Yeah,
three-peat
But
version.
fam,
I guess the
Shane,
question is,
Shane,
are
Shane.
you
If he
taking their
was the first
careers or are you
repeat, we
taking them
wouldn't
as
recognize
players?
him.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He'll be a whole different
That's a
player to
different.
you.
It's a different. Yeah,
It's a
but
I mean,
different
that's
thing
I
though,
get
also
it.
man.
that's
what you
also
New Era, what you
Kawhi's
say?
Kawhi.
My fault.
That's a
My
good
bad,
thing
my bad.
though. That's
I
a
guess
good thing.
I
But
guess the
yeah,
real
Slim, I
question is:
agree. I agree
are
in
you
totality.
asking as just a raw talent? Who would you
No,
take,
no,
or are
no,
you
no.
thinking in career?
I specified and said we're talking about primes, like
Yeah,
Oh,
then he
fine.
because
can
I
I
go
got
understand
Wade
the
Kawhi.
then.
Yeah.
prospect,
I got Wade.
the
I'm cool
the
with my
prospect
Slim.
matters. It
But
definitely matters, but like let's look at these players at their absolute best. I understand
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
Scotty.
I
saying.
don't.
But
So that
I'm
makes it
saying,
worse to me. I don't know how you can make
Yeah,
are
the
we
Not even.
counting
argument
It's not
their
that
even a thought.
career?
as a basketball player individually, that
I
Isaiah
like
is
my
on the
choice.
level of D
Yep.
Wade or
He's not.
Kawhi.
No,
I
no,
don't know
no,
how
no,
you
no,
Respectfully,
can
no,
make the
no.
argument.
respectfully. He's
No,
not.
you said as a GM. I'm thinking as a more of a team aspect as a
No,
connector.
I know, no,
You mentioned the
RW, you
word
are right.
GM.
You're also right. I did say start off as a GM. I said if
You
you
did
are a
say as a
GM,
GM.
who
Now,
are you drafting?
talent
Yeah,
wise, it's
So
hard for
your
me to.
first pick.
Flash is dog. I seen that in
Yeah,
And,
person.
and
And
that's
God,
why.
Kawhi, there's no one.
That's
There's
what.
no one that can
That's
guard
why when JB
Kawhi.
asked that question, it didn't take me that long.
He said D
Yeah,
Wade.
I
you're
said it
right.
There's
You're
right
no
off
right,
one
the
that
Jay.
bat.
can.
I don't
I'm
have a
like,
problem.
oh,
I
There's
don't have
no
a
one
okay.
that
problem with
can
that
Jay,
at
guard
I
all.
did
Kawhi.
say, Jay, I did
There's
say,
really only
that was
two
hella
right answers
fast.
to
I
that
did say
question.
that.
I don't
Because
know
I
why.
already knew
I don't
because
know why
those
you would
those
have
four, I'm
Scotty and
already looking at
Kawhi in the
it
same,
like
maybe
very
passing. I
fast.
guess.
I
Like
mean,
Scotty and
Kawhi.
Kawhi, even them two, it took them a while to like
took them a while to get to
it
where they
did.
needed
It
to
The
go.
definitely
best
did. It
version
like
definitely
of,
did,
but
Shane.
again, the
Okay,
best
but
like
version
D
no,
of
it just
Scotty
took them a
is
like
while.
D
like,
Wade when he came in, it was up, bro. It was like, oh, there
yeah,
you go.
D
D,
Wade is
like
it was
Yeah,
like
it
but
that.
was
at
I ain't
their
gonna
him.
peak
cap.
though,
It
at
was,
their peak, Kawhi could be. No one can stop Kawhi, and Kawhi could guard your best player at any
Well,
time.
can I
okay,
Hey,
put
can I
like
make
this.
can
at
I
the
ask
at
this
the
question?
Put
peak,
like this. If you're talking at their absolute peak, to me, Kawhi is that. I'm looking at it for the
Yeah.
totality,
yeah.
which is
sure,
Wade
Oh,
for me.
totality.
sure.
That's Wade
But
for
So,
me.
I do think part of the
Is it
only reason we
though?
feel that way is because of the injuries. I feel like if we saw
Absolutely, it
more
is
Yeah,
consistent
because
basketball from
because
Kawhi, we
yeah.
would feel
If
differently.
Kawhi was
But it's
healthy,
but does this?
oh
I got
yeah.
a
If
question. Does this
Kawhi,
help
guess
the
what?
argument though?
Unfortunately,
the,
unlike your man that you try to compare your
uh,
man to my
well,
homie,
everybody
right?
can't win the genetic lottery,
Well,
so
I
that's
mean, well, hey brother, tell
I'm.
mom and dad to get it straight. You dig what I'm saying? Like that ain't that ain't got nothing to do with them.
What does what
you
help the
got
I
argument
mean,
You
though?
know
was
what I'm
you
What you
got
Dwayne
say?
saying?
Wade ever
So I
beat a
said, does it
superstar?
you gotta be like LeVar
does this
Ball.
Oh,
help the
that
argument
okay.
though?
I
So,
heard that LeVar Ball mention. I just want to
Did
make that clear.
anyone
I heard that.
consider Dwayne Wade the best player in the league?
well, here's the thing. Does this help the argument? Do we all agree that D Wade is the third best shooting guard of all time?
Absolutely.
Easily, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Who's
if that's the
second?
case,
It just depends
is
it depends
Kawhi
if
the
you have
third best
James
small
Harden.
forward of all time?
that's not an
Hell
equivalency
no.
Um.
because there's more great small forwards than there are great shooting guards.
No.
So
Okay.
that's not
Yeah, that's
All right.
true.
that's not
Put it
that
this way.
But
doesn't
see,
that
you
Put it
doesn't
know
this way.
match
what?
All
up.
right. Hold on. Hold
Hey,
on. R Dub. Right here, dog. Right here, dog.
yeah.
Answer this for me for what because it will answer it in my brain. Who's higher to you, Kawhi or Dr. J?
Ooh,
Kawhi.
Because
Kawhi,
the answer to that question,
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
okay, here's the thing. I personally have Dr. J. I'm just throwing a range. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm not giving my list or nothing. I have him around top 20. I don't think I have Kawhi in top 20. That's
Wait,
me.
Mm.
That's kind of
That's
high for
me.
what
Dr.
number?
J,
So
but
you think Dr. Dre's ahead
that's
of
kind of high for Dr.
Bird
That's
and
kind of
2025.
that's kind of high for Dr. J
Well,
to
Okay.
be around
but
top
I
Right.
20.
got
Did you
Bird
hear
too.
that?
I know.
Not
I'll be
really.
honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I
Not
got
really.
it's Braun Bird, and then I honest. You can actually make that. See, here's a question for everybody though.
KD?
It's Bron Bird,
Okay,
KD.
so
KD
again,
is
he wouldn't
sitting
be
there.
top three. He wouldn't be top three
KD.
because
But that doesn't
the
matter
three
in
is
the
Braun,
conversation
Bird, and
because
KD.
there are more
Yeah.
great
Dominique
small forwards than
Wilkins?
there are great shooting guards. So you just got to be better than James Harden.
No. That's irrelevant
That's
because top
relevant.
five is going to be top five.
Wait, wait,
No, no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait, wait. But the point is, he wouldn't be top three. He
no,
said
no.
three. He didn't say
Jay,
five.
Jay,
He said
Napoleon,
Jay,
they were
three.
talking about
I
Well,
agree.
positions.
hold on.
Napoleon, they
I
He's
were
get
talking
it
saying
about
because
he a
it.
good
positions, bro.
No,
shooting
I
guard.
understand. Hold on, I understand that. As long as it doesn't matter what the cutoff number is, as long as you have enough people to match the criteria, it's not going to matter because if you don't make the cutoff, you don't make the cutoff.
No,
Point
that's are
blank.
you
Period.
are we serious right now? So the gap between like
Yeah,
removing removing
Yeah, shooting guard and
Yeah,
forward. That's
removing
I
difficult.
don't.
removing
Yeah, I
D
That's
don't
just
Wade,
like
right?
understand that.
Removing D Wade.
Yeah,
If you take out D
right,
Wade
right.
and try to find the third,
Mhm.
fourth, fifth shooting guards, you're going to James
It'd be
Harden,
Harden
it's
for
a
me.
AI,
yeah,
Jerry
Harden
West. You're
yeah.
for
It
me.
going.
drop. It
Yeah,
drops.
It's a
It
yeah.
drops.
Going there.
there's
Yeah. Wait, hold
probably
on.
Hey
there's
Shane,
everybody
Shane,
in
is it a
here.
given?
I don't
Is
even
that a
know. I don't
given?
even know who everybody got, but everybody in here probably got four small fours in their top 10 or top 15.
Shane,
So
is that a given that D Wade is better than
For
Four?
I have three.
Harden?
I have three. I have
Wait,
three.
y'all think Wade's better than James
Yes.
Harden?
what
Yes.
the?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, man.
What?
Jay,
Yes.
All
sit,
right,
Jay,
bro.
send him to the store.
That was
Nah,
I
Victor.
come
That
want
on.
was Victor,
anybody
Jay.
to
Get him out
tell
of here.
me anything. Victor, talk to me. I'm gonna ask you very directly, yes or no. Is James Harden better than Dwayne Wade? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh my, why?
Pack him up, Jay. Pack his ass up on the
Nope,
dead
nope,
homies.
Make him
nope.
no. Make him answer
Oh, hey,
why.
shout out to the dead homies. No, no, no. Why? Okay, Shane, why the hell you want to hear that? Talk to me. Why would you want to hear that?
Good point.
No, 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 Shane,
Could
talk to me.
You got a
Why
good
why
point.
in the hell
I
would you
just
want to
like
hear that?
because I don't like people getting away with stupidity personally.
no, it's
I
not
don't like. I
that
like
dumb.
people to stand.
Like
Okay, all
I
right,
like
like
Shane,
people to
Shane,
stand
Shane,
on what they when
Shane,
they say
no
Shane,
no
shit.
no
Shane,
no no.
Shane,
It's not dumb.
Shane.
It's
Hold
not
on,
dumb.
Shane. I'll meet you in the
I don't
middle.
know.
I don't think that that's quote unquote. I wouldn't say that that's quote unquote stupid. I just don't
Yeah.
think it literally has no. There's no logical argument you can make to me.
You
MVP?
just said the same words twice in different orders.
MVP?
The MVP.
Shout out, man.
36
And
points a game,
you
I
Jay.
could
just so
36
so
points
you
a
can we
could
talk
game.
about
MVP? Are you
let's
kidding
talk
me?
about it then. James,
36 points a
the best
game,
version
Jay.
of James Harden, right? The best version of
you
James Harden was
yes.
See,
one of the
Shane,
worst
you're doing
defenders
this
in the
thing
league,
again.
one of the
You're
worst
doing
first
this
defenders
thing
in the
again.
league, and crumbled in playoff games.
Yeah, but
Whoa,
what
Crumbled.
did
whoa,
he
whoa, hold
do
on,
though?
Shane. Hold on, Shane.
What
Hold
was
on.
it? Yeah, you can't
Shane,
go
hold on,
all
Shane.
that.
No, I
Like
We
can
got, we
when I'm
got to go.
comparing him to
yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
I
Oh
know,
You
but
man,
got you
Shane,
got to talk about the positives too, though. You
Shane,
can't do that.
he definitely had a harder route than D Wade in that playoff series when he
I
won.
completely understand that, but you can control how you play. You don't have to win the
That's
Oh, of
true.
game,
course.
I
but you
mean,
can control
but
how you play in those games.
if you are the epitome of your own offense, Shane, we got to give that some type of creed and
But
Yeah.
see,
credit.
here's
I
Like
will
Like
and
when
like
you
this
could
is
Shane,
the hard
argue.
part
Shane,
though
this
because
man is dribbling the ball 100 times a
he's
game,
doing that
passing it
80
100.
games, and then all of it in certain situations. I'm not even just talking about against the Warriors. I'm talking like there's a lot of bad playoff games from James Harden.
Yes, yes,
A
yes.
lot of them.
You could argue. You could argue that Harden. I would rather take Harden in the regular season over D Wade, but like when it counts the most, I'd rather have D Wade.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Dwayne Wade can be your primary scorer and your primary defender and your secondary ball
Yeah,
handler if you need him or playmaker. Like there's just more versatility with D Wade. There's more
yeah,
consistency with D Wade. There's more defense with D Wade. It's I
James
just
Harden has six first team all NBA first teams to Wade's two.
Dwayne
yeah. But
Wade has. So hold
yeah
he
on,
didn't
he
have to
did.
back
go
up,
against
back up,
Kobe.
New Era. He has 3 rings, one Finals MVP, somewhere that James Harden wishes he could be at.
Wishes he played with LeBron James to get
second
at
Victor,
least two
all
of
right,
those.
Victor, all right,
Hey,
Victor,
hey,
all right,
second
Victor,
I
all
remember it.
time scoring average in the NBA Finals behind some guy
all right,
named
all
Michael
right, all right,
Jeffrey
Victor,
Jordan.
all right, Victor.
I
Don't
will
Okay,
say
don't
this:
let me go into that. Don't
all
let
right,
me go
James
into
Victor.
Harden
that.
had to
I'm
compete
gonna
with Klay
classify this
Thompson for
argument
first
as
teams.
you think about
Dwayne
the
Wade had to
skill
compete
What?
with
more than actually
Kobe.
what you
Oh yeah,
accomplish
okay, he's
with
right.
said skill. Because to
Yeah,
me,
see
that's
that
what it sounds like. Now, if I'm wrong, Victor, correct me.
Is Victor up
Correct
here?
all of
To,
I'll just
us.
tell you, I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan, and I'll let you know how
Oh,
I
I
feel
know.
about
Listen,
Dwayne
the
Wade.
whoa,
foul
whoa,
did
whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa,
this
whoa, whoa.
well,
Hey, hey,
I
hey,
mean,
let's
no,
leave,
but
let's leave the
I
Mavs out of
respect that. I
this.
respect that.
no, but
I
see,
will
here's the thing.
never.
To me personally, this is where the narrative with James Harden. See, I put him in the point guard list because he led the
Nah,
league in
I
assists
can't
for a
rock
That's
with
couple
why I
that.
asked.
years.
I can't.
No, no, no.
I mean,
When he
hate
went
it.
to Houston,
I
hold
don't
on.
hate it.
When he went to Houston, what did Mike
Yeah.
D'Antoni do? Put the ball in his
Yeah,
hands.
I
I
don't hate
understand
that.
that.
I mean, I've never really
Again,
thought
I,
about it
Cause
in
see,
that
I'm
then
term,
with you,
but
you
Shay.
I
got
I
to
don't
don't
hate it.
think.
hate it. I just look at him as a two guard. That's me.
I look
So
at him as a
Iverson
combo
was more
guard.
of a legit two guard in the point guard's body.
That's
Yeah,
fine. I just look at him as a
Yeah,
Harden
two guard.
James
but then they
Harden
got Chris Paul, and then he moved to the two. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I hear
So
you, but
James Harden averaged 22.5 in the playoffs. Dwayne Wade averages 22.3. James Harden averages
Victor, did he
5.5
win?
rebounds.
Yes or
Dwayne
no?
Wade
he didn't win.
it's bro.
Stop,
I
man.
Victor,
just
Victor,
Bruh.
hold on. Victor, did he take over a series down 0-2 and become Finals MVP?
no, the refs did.
Okay,
All right,
that's
bro.
the
All
answer we
right, bro.
need. All right.
All
I
right, bro.
think it's hard.
I'm
I think
good,
it's
bro.
this.
I'm
This is
good,
back to
bro.
that trophy case
I'm good,
argument.
bro.
I think it's hard to
Yeah.
put a
Hey, listen,
guy.
bro.
No,
Listen, bro. We're
he feels
past
type
this
of way
blaming
about
ref
that
shit. No,
series.
no
So
disrespect. We're
yeah,
past
Hey,
that.
hey, hey.
We're past
But
that. Stop
I
doing
think
that.
it's hard. To Jay's point, I think it's hard to put a guy over another. This is the trophy case argument.
Come on,
Back to
man.
the
You
trophy
it
Harden.
case argument.
starts there. It
Yeah,
Yeah,
starts
Harden.
or play
Harden
this.
has the MVPs. I agree
I'll
with
say
you.
this. I'm not trying to speak for everybody in here, but I would like to think, gentlemen, if we are competing at something, it should start with who wins first. Not saying that that's the end all be all, but it should start there before we go any further. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
that's
I just can't like when we're having all time conversations, I just can't, and I'm not even talking about the Golden State Warriors. Like, you can't be horrible a lot in the playoffs.
Bad.
And me and
He
me
was
put you
Wait,
and me
bad.
Shane.
put
What's a
you.
lot though? Shane, what's a lot though?
I mean, he has the
Are you saying half his playoff games were terrible? I mean,
I wouldn't
No.
he
say
beat
half,
the
but a
Spurs
third.
by
At least a
himself
third of
when he
them
was with
are.
OKC. He got to the finals with OKC by his damn
Okay, all right,
self.
put like this.
No,
Wait,
All right,
whoa, whoa,
put
whoa,
like this.
whoa! What
Put
did
No,
you
no,
like
no,
just
this.
say?
my bad, Shane. Hold on, Shane.
Put
I'm
like
tripping.
this.
I'm
Put
tripping.
like
Hold on, wait.
this.
Let me
yeah,
explain
by
myself.
himself is
Put
Let me
crazy.
like
explain
this.
myself. Hold on, Shane.
Put
Before you
like
go,
this.
I
I don't
watched
think we
him. I
can
watched
name
him
so
put
many
up the
he,
series
yeah,
where
he
James
took
Harden
over. He took over.
really played
Underwhelmed.
bad.
like
As
Shane,
far as a series,
like
I'm not talking
Shane.
about
You
individual
go to
games.
last
I'm
year.
not talking about
You go
Did
individual
you
last
did you
games.
know
year.
that
I'm talking
James
about
Harden has the
series.
record for James Harden has the record for most playoff games with 10 or more shot attempts and 2 or less makes. He has 9 games with 10 shots or more and 2 or less makes. That's the most in NBA history.
I mean, that's a crazy stat, Shane.
That's
I
crazy. I
can't
ain't
even
gonna
say
lie.
it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a nasty
Say
stat,
that
to be
again.
honest.
Say that again.
Yeah, say
He
it one more
has the
time.
NBA record for most playoff games with 10 or more shots and 2 or less makes.
And I
Now,
also seen him
So that
get
means he
blocked by
shot.
Manu Ginobili too, so I
That
understand
means
what you're
he
saying.
shot. He shot like 20% in 9 games.
Shane. And how many games does he have with that? That fit that mold?
9.
9.
9.
Lord Jesus.
If you wanna make it
And he only
3,
made two?
hold on.
Oh,
I'll make it better. If you want to give him 3, so 10 or more shots and 3 or less makes, he has
yeah.
17 of those games.
Oh, hell no,
Jesus.
bro. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Combo over, bro.
17.
Combo over, bro. I'm sorry. That's insane. I did not
So
know that.
So do y'all put? So where do y'all put Clay in the list then?
He ain't on
No,
the
he don't
list.
get on the list.
Clay
he's not
Clay
in
not
this
on the list.
conversation.
Hey, he's not on the list. He's not on the list.
Wait, hold on. How you
He's
gonna
No,
not
do
no,
in the
no.
that, man?
conversation.
And Victor, I love.
No.
Vic trolling,
No
man. Vic
disrespect.
trolling.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hell was
Now I
he
see why
missing?
JID was kicking Victor.
You see now, right? It's
This boy
understandable now,
said
right?
Clay
Why
Thompson.
the
He
hell is
said
he
Clay.
mentioned like he belonged here or something?
Yeah, Ray Allen.
What? Clay Thompson.
He hasn't had big playoff
Victor,
performances.
move on, dog.
Stop,
Move
G.
on, dog. Move on,
Bro.
Stop.
dog. Before I get angry. Move on, dog. I get
Stop,
Oh,
Vic.
but has he?
Jay, you don't
How,
have
L
to get angry. It's just a question, Jay. Come on, bro.
LIG it, Vic. Let it go.
Jay, it's just a
no.
question, bro.
Has he had better
okay.
playoff
You
series?
obviously don't understand
Playoff series
satire.
than James
I'm not
Harden?
angry. I want you to understand. We don't know each other, so
Would you say Clay
There's been
Thompson has
moments
understand
that
that.
been
I've been
better than
angry. I'm
James
not gonna
Harden in
lie.
the playoffs?
Literally satire. Clay Thompson.
He,
Has Clay Thompson not been better than James Harden in the
Victor, move
playoffs?
on.
huh?
I'm just asking
Does
a
Ask
your
Warrior
question.
ears
fans how
work?
they feel about playoff Clay.
Does your
I just want
ears
to point
work?
that out.
I mean, Game 6 plays a thing, bro. Them
That
niggas was
was
in the
that.
trunk. They
But
was
does
down
he
There's
three.
a
They
play
was
reason.
like
Do
down
it?
you do
30.
you
Okay,
They
understand that
next
was
there's
down
it's
question.
30 against OKC. And what
Does
happened?
he belong in
was
this
that a decade
conversation,
ago?
Game
gentlemen?
6, Clay said, I'm about to
Was
let
that a
this shit
decade
go.
ago?
Hit like 12 threes.
Hey, Jay,
Game
what
5
team do
Clay.
you support, Jay?
None.
I'm just
Move
saying.
on.
None.
Game 6
He
Clay's a thing.
supports that mute and drop button.
What I don't understand is why is his name mentioned with guys that he ain't with?
He's not in this conversation.
He in this combo.
He's just not.
And
He's not.
y'all
He's
know that.
you gotta talk about Ray Allen, Reggie Miller.
There
Like
are a bunch
you
of
gotta talk
names that
about
we're going to before
there's
we
a
mention
couple other
him.
games before you start talking about Clay. Respectfully,
As a shooting guard, there's not that many of them,
Yes,
though.
Bye bye,
there
Victor.
that was
is.
my
Bye bye,
point.
Victor.
That once
Bye bye,
there's
Victor.
less
Bye bye,
good
Victor.
shooting guards or great shooting
Because
guards than there are great
your
small
ears
So you
need
forwards
to
don't
in the
think
start
there's
playoffs.
10?
working.
So
10
I
better than
don't.
hold on.
I
who?
If we
think
look
the
at the
quality of the
10 better
top
than
10
who?
shooting guards is less
10
than the
better than
quality of the
who?
top 10 small forwards by a considerable margin.
10 better than who?
so no, what I'm saying is this is that what you all right, what you just mentioned, right? You said in the top
I'll say it again.
75, how many small forwards we got? One, two, three. Because
What?
them two guards is disgusting.
They're not. I
Exactly.
promise
So
you. Once you
that
get
leads
past
to my
Harden,
question.
there's a
10
gap.
better than who?
That's a
10
real
better than
gap.
who?
With the small
10
forwards,
better
Hold
like
on,
than
hold on, hold on.
Dominique
who?
You
Wilkins
said
and Carmelo Anthony are like at the tail end of the top 10.
Yes, like bro, it's a lot of them.
And we're talking about shooting guards 5 and 6 being Reggie Miller and you
and
know what I'm saying?
whoa,
Like
whoa,
Wait,
Reggie
whoa.
wait,
Miller
Okay.
wait,
is
wait, wait, wait,
five
wait.
and
What you saying about
six.
Reggie?
I'm just talking about in a general
In
capacity.
general
Like
conversation.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
like I'm
Hold
not
on.
saying that's who
Let
Okay.
he
me
is,
just.
Robert. What I'm saying is
Bet,
like
bet, bet.
Carmelo Anthony might not be or is sneaking into the top 10 of small forwards, and Reggie Miller is
It's
definitively in the top 10 shooting
Of two
guards. Is my
guards.
point.
oh man. Okay, he wouldn't make
Ye
mine, but
That's
I
it.
can
who?
understand the argument for it. Yes,
Yeah,
Reggie.
it's a couple of the two guards I'll put over Reggie, but
Yeah,
yeah.
sure, but
Now
I'm
that's what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
he's in the top 10, and there's not a there's not a lot of people who would keep Carmelo out of the top 10 in small forwards, and Carmelo is just flatly better than Reggie. So like, I don't really see why there's a comparison between two positions.
I was just going back to like what you said about the top 75. I'm looking at that team and I'm like, yeah, there's more wings at that
Absolutely, as
position.
it should.
Yeah.
And there's
Of
people on the
course.
top 20,
It
I
25
should.
that shouldn't be on it. That
don't think
shouldn't be
Reggie's
on
in the
it.
top 10.
There's people that should on that list that shouldn't be on it.
Oh no. Oh, I very much disagree. Like Paul Pierce, bye bye.
I disagree
I'll
with
let
that.
you.
As much I can't I
Dame
hate
Lillard, how
Paul
was Dame
Pierce.
Lillard top 75?
That's the one.
Well, Paul
Okay, all
Pierce
right, all
is
right, all right, all right.
How
Paul
was
Hold on,
Pierce is
hold
Dame
on.
better than
No, no,
Lillard
Reggie.
no.
top
Uh-oh,
75?
No, no,
uh-oh,
no. Right
uh-oh,
here, though. Right here, though. Right
uh-oh.
here, though. Name 13 point guards better than him. Go.
Okay, Jerry West, Pistol Pete.
Jerry was a two.
Time out.
I'm
Stop
not
right
sure
Jerry
if
here.
either
Jerry
one of
was a
them are better
two.
than Reggie.
See,
Yo,
Magic
see,
Johnson, Magic
Jerry's a
Johnson.
two.
stop right here. Jared's a two. What are we doing?
Okay. I mean, but he played number one when he went against the Knicks. He
Okay, just
lost.
because he played it,
uh,
I'm
what do
just
they
saying though.
call him?
Jerry,
So
Okay,
hold on.
Jerry's the
You
two.
Did I
Steph's
just
a two. Steph's a two, but he plays the
no
one.
Steph's a one.
pistol?
bye
Did
bye,
I
Steph's
just
a
bro.
Bro,
hear
one.
I'm
Pistol
just
Pete? Did I
saying.
Bro.
just hear
Bye bye,
Pistol
bro.
Pete's better than
Bye bye,
Dame
bro.
Lillard?
Yeah,
Bye bye.
I didn't want to harp on
Bye
it.
bye, bro.
I
Bye
didn't want
bye.
to
I just
harp on
hear
it, but that was
Pistol
Good,
my
Pete?
hoop.
argument.
Did I
I'm
just hear
good, hoop.
Pistol Pete was
I'm
better than
good, hoop.
Damian
I'm
Lillard?
good, hoop. Let's move
yo,
on. I'm
yo,
good.
I
I'm
wasn't
I'm
gonna
good.
give him
dying.
those
New
two. I was
era.
gonna
Did
let him
I
try to
just
think he
hear that?
had
New
Let's move
12, and
era?
on.
then
No. You won't hear it no more. I can guarantee you that. You
Did
won't
I
hear it no
just hear
more.
Pistol Pete was
I can
better than
guarantee you.
Damian
No,
Lillard?
You
he's
will
not
not
even in
hear
the
it no
top
more.
75, man.
Yo,
Hey, why
yo,
is he
You will
not
not
on
hear
that's
it
a
no more.
store
crazy.
run?
You will not hear it.
No,
Why
nah,
are
he
you
is
worried
now,
about everything
Napoleon.
over here? Just worry about what the hell going on with you.
Do
What
your
shit that
Napo,
ain't
job,
got
I'm
nothing
just
to do
sir.
with
surprised.
it.
he said
I'm
Pistol Pete.
surprised he said that first.
He's
I said, why'd you
I
start
could
off
use
with
an
Pistol
orange
That,
Pete?
Phantom to be
that
honest
right
with you.
there. Like, why? And mind you, New Era, I love this.
oh,
Look,
man,
he was
Yeah,
nice.
yo,
There are a
bro.
bunch of names I'm
that's
naming before we
crazy.
Hey,
get to pistol.
list over,
That
Yeah,
was
fam.
the first two
List over.
names he said too, which made it worse.
yeah, that's why I was like, her? He said Pistol
Bro,
Pete.
how old was he? Did it like
It
that's what
don't
Scooby
matter.
said?
It
Did he
don't
even
matter.
watch Pistol Pete?
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. It don't matter.
Pistol
Let's
Pete
pray
is
for him.
crazy,
Let's pray for
bro.
him. Let's pray that the Lord will cover him. You know, him and his family.
Yo, he said the Lord would cover
I
him.
think the
I'm
thing
dying.
with
No,
Dame
I
though,
pray for everybody. I pray for everybody.
hey, the crazy thing that
That,
you said was
hey, hey,
13.
No,
hey,
no, no.
Victor,
That's
that's up to
Wait,
that's
Daddy.
wait,
love,
no,
Jay.
no,
That's
no,
Hold on,
love.
no,
let
no,
him.
no.
That's up to
Hold
Hold on. He
Daddy
got it.
Victor. If you
Hold on, you
could,
said
on, hold on.
13?
Daddy.
Hold on.
Was
I'm
that
just
the
Yeah,
number?
curious.
13,
Hold on,
13.
hold on. I'm just
Because I
curious.
think
Yeah,
the
I'm just
that's
top
the
curious.
number.
75 got 11.
Okay, all right. But I'm just
What are,
curious.
who are the
Why?
11?
Why?
Magic,
Okay,
Curry, Zeke, Stockton, Kidd, Nash, Westbrook. They all on the top 75,
How many
right?
is that?
Chris
Seven,
Paul.
six,
how many is that? How
That's
many is
seven,
that?
seven.
That
seven.
seemed like
Okay, keep
seven.
going.
Gary
Okay,
Chris
Payton is
okay.
Paul.
on that list.
I'm
Uh,
rolling. Let's go.
Did I said Chris Paul, right? That's 8.
He
no.
already
Yeah,
said
you
it.
said
You
Chris.
already said CP. You're at eight.
Yeah, it's getting
Kind of
kind of
get a little
dark.
This
drunk
Getting
is
over
kind of
there.
where,
dark.
yeah, this is,
Oscar.
hold
All
on.
right, over there, bro.
Oscar.
All right, bro. You
No,
need some water or
this
something?
is yeah.
Need some
So
water?
I will be honest.
You
This
parched?
is where it gets hard because where
Uh
Dame,
huh.
this is the argument because me and my brother had the same argument about Dame. When Dame got announced, I was like, ugh.
Right.
But
I don't see why. I don't see why.
that's
Damon Lillard
Yeah,
should not
I
get
ain't
that
heard
reaction from
names
you. Is
after
my point.
8.
it's hard. It's hard, and you know what? We probably looking.
Okay,
You got 5
wait.
more.
Hold on,
Yeah,
R Dub. You seem like a good brother. You ate, bro.
I
You got
know
five
that's
more to
hard.
go.
But see,
You got
here's a
five more.
question:
What?
Are we
What?
go?
No. Why is it tough?
It's tough because you can name a couple guys out there. Did I say
Okay,
Nash?
let's name them.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah, you
said
said
Nash.
Nash.
Yes, yeah. Nash is in the eight
Sully,
already.
Sully, start over.
Hold
Start,
on,
Now
start
hold
he a
on.
over.
little
Hold on.
tricky,
Well,
ain't R Dub?
You forgot
well, yeah,
Oscar.
Oscar.
Okay.
Okay, nobody else helped
No,
him.
no, no.
How about that? We're at nine.
Oh, my
Damn, Jay.
bad.
Oh,
Talk to me.
He's a Hall of Famer. Is he top
Yeah,
75? Is Clive?
yeah.
Oh,
No.
Havlicek.
Say the name.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
All
hey,
right,
hey,
Okay.
hey,
all
Yeah,
hey,
right,
yeah, we're
man.
good, bro. We're good,
hey,
Okay,
bro.
fam.
Okay.
All right,
hey. I'm
R
just
dub,
going. Look,
R
I'm
dub,
going.
R dub, R
You
dub.
got to take the top
One, I'm not even
75.
sure
No,
Havlicek is a
no, no,
point.
no, no, no,
He was a
no, no,
point.
no. R dub,
I
R
thought he
dub.
was
I
a
know
two.
he played.
It was
Listen,
R
I
dub.
know he
He
played in
was a
the
two.
50s.
He
I
was a
know he
two.
played in the
He
50s.
was a
There's no.
two.
You're not making an
He played in
argument,
the
bro.
60s.
60s. Let's start there.
So
Start there.
no,
Yeah,
Jay, I
let's
got it.
start there.
Back up, Jay. I
Let's
got it.
represent him
I promise.
correctly.
Let me just ask you a direct
All right.
question.
Put
For
some
if
water or
you
something.
get
Like I'm about
prime
to go
John
to sleep. Y'all want
Havlicek
something?
Oh
and
no.
prime Damian Lillard in really any capacity, 1-on-1 for a
No,
season,
totally
pickup
different player.
game,
Yeah.
what? No, I'm just in whatever capacity you want for your life. You're taking John
Dame.
Havlicek.
I'm taking Dame.
Exactly. So
You
we can
taking
just throw
Dame.
John Havlicek out the.
Yeah.
You want to
You're
live,
just
right?
you're
You just
taking
Yeah.
want
you're
to
You
just
live.
taking
throwing.
Dame.
So there's no point even taking John.
Of course.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
he's
will
in
be
there,
honest. You
bro.
said
He's in the top.
13.
He's in
Hey,
the
here's the
top
thing. You
25.
said 13. That's a lot. That's a lot.
He
That's a
might be
lot.
10. He
No,
Yeah,
no,
might
no.
be
Okay.
10.
All
he's
right,
in
all right,
there,
all right.
bro.
No, no, no. All right, R Dub, R Dub. If you're wondering why I said that number, for me, Dame falls within, if not 10 to 12, around
So
that
could I
range
bring a
for me.
name up and not
So
get
my thing
crucified?
is,
Because I
Yeah.
think the trophy case is going.
Go ahead.
it matters. It matters on the name, but go
Where's
ahead.
Tony Parker at for you?
Oh my
Mm,
Dame's a
God.
better player. Dame's a better player.
Dame is
Dame's a better
no.
player.
Dame's a better
And that ain't
Oh
scorer.
close.
my
And
God, man.
no, he's a better player. He's a better
He's a
player.
better
mm.
That ain't
scorer.
close. Oh, okay.
Oh
All right.
man.
Fellas,
I
fellas,
can't
you agree or
even.
disagree with that?
I can't. I promise
I'm
you,
not. I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at
new
Tony
era.
Parker
I
over
I'm not
Dame,
saying
bro.
promise
he's
I'm
you.
not.
over Dame. I'm just bringing up the list for like when you start listening.
I'm saying that
I
I'm
he's
not
in the
promise
mad
you,
at it.
conversation.
I'm
Pop
not
would
mad
have
at it.
traded
I'm not mad
Tony
at it.
for
Oh, in his
Dame.
I'm not gonna
prime,
lie. I'm a little
in his
perturbed.
prime,
Yes.
Prime hated Tony Parker. I mean, Pop groomed him.
Pop would have packed Tony's bags personally to get Dame Lillard and to get a prime Dame Lillard.
Tony's a Hall of
Yeah,
Famer
he
though. We're not
is.
gonna do
He,
that.
he
Unfortunately,
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
unfortunately,
He's not Damian Lillard, bro.
Nah,
Listen, if you got
unfortunately.
Dame
I
over
don't
Tony,
have
I'm
Dame.
not mad. If you got
Yeah, I got
Here's
Tony,
Dame
what
over.
really
I
if
got
you
kicks it
got
though.
yeah.
Here's
Tony
what really
over,
kicks it. I mean here
if you got Tony over Dame, I'm not mad
that's
either.
I
That's what
am.
I'm saying. I get both
So here's
arguments.
the thing
I
with
get both
Dame.
arguments.
We don't. Dame might
Cause
be. He's one of the few people to ever touch a court that has an argument to be the best shooter not named Steph Curry. He's one
Yes.
of the few
yes,
people
that's
ever
fair.
to be in
I
that
don't think he's
conversation.
the second best shooter ever, but he's in the
Correct.
conversation.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's in
he's
the
doesn't
in
get
the
enough credit
conversation.
for
combo.
that.
Absolutely.
He doesn't get enough
He's
Yeah,
in
credit
the
for that.
combo.
And
he's in the
Hey,
combo.
look, low key, James was in that same
yeah, there's
conversation.
Who?
there's a couple names you can throw in there, but Dame just
Yeah,
and the type
James
of shots
Harden.
that Dame takes compared to
Well,
the
Dame
other
is a
people
shooter. I
in
wouldn't
that
say that.
conversation,
Like as
because
a
the other people in
scorer,
that conversation are more or less catch and shoot guys. Dame
for
is
sure.
self creating all of his shots,
Off the dribble, yeah.
which
Off
is
the
Yeah,
dribble, yeah.
infinitely more
that's real.
impressive
That's
or
real.
difficult, I should say.
Facts.
So
And
so
I will
Listen,
definitely concede when you said you right. You sitting there when you really put it in perspective and you
No,
look at
yeah,
that.
and right, right.
listen,
And the reason
listen.
why I said that, R Dub, was that I hear that what you said, that reaction when you say you had the convo with your brother and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hear that with his name. And that be confusing to me.
I think it's hard when you look at him and then you look at guys who didn't make it. Like when you bring up Dwight Howard, I think the
Okay, all right,
narrative.
oh yeah,
okay.
Dwight is
No, no,
I
no.
listen,
I
Dwight
hear
is
that. I hear that.
needs to be
Dwight
in
should have been. Dwight's a top 10 center of all
Dwight,
time.
for
Dwight,
sure.
He should
Dwight
have
should
been
have
there.
been
For
in that
sure should
list.
have been
Yeah,
in.
he should have
That,
been there. But my thing is, I feel that there are guys that, like Reggie Miller, shouldn't have made it to me.
I ain't gonna lie, them Dolph
He
Ooh.
Shaze's
shouldn't make it to me.
and them it's a couple of them
yeah,
it's a couple of them
yeah.
Fam, I'm not taking you off if you helped start this. If you helped in the
hey,
in the genesis of it, I'm
you
not
can
taking
start
you
it and
off.
get
You're
out the way.
godfather there.
I'm saying.
No, fam, I'm not
Hey,
doing that, bro. That's
Give
corny.
him
I don't
a
think
wing,
That's corny.
give him a
I don't think you could
buff.
take them guys off though. Some
hey,
of these
listen.
guys, I mean, I get it. You got to keep them on to a certain point. They're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like we
It
all know
should be
when
to me, it should be pre-merger, post-merger. It should
What I
be
am saying is Reggie
yes,
Miller is not a better
that's how I
player
look at it anyway.
than Dwight
Re-
Howard or Damian Lillard.
yeah, he's
That's
not.
what I am saying. He's
That's
not.
real. That's
That's
real.
why I say Reggie shouldn't make it.
I
There are guys that are better than you,
Reggie,
clearly better
I
than
don't
you.
put it this way. I'm not taking Reggie. I'm leaving Reggie on before I take off. One of them other like
Take off who?
them '60s dudes, like them '60s. Reggie's
No,
staying.
no,
Okay,
I'm not
I see
taking
no.
what
off
you're saying.
Reggie to leave on Dolph Shays, respectfully.
If
I
Dolph
hear.
Shays was nice in his era, you're saying he's a better player just because
I'm
he's
saying
more
that if Reggie
involved?
Miller and Dolph Shays played basketball against each other, Reggie's cooking them. I'm telling you if
Fam, come on now. We
I'm
can't
telling
do
you if
that,
I'm
bro.
starting
We can't
a
do that.
team, why?
Dolph Shays ain't making it.
If I'm making a team, I'm picking up Reggie before I'm picking up Dolph
What
page.
I am saying is he cannot help when he was born.
That's
That's what
fine,
I'm saying.
but he
Facts,
also
facts.
can't help if I'm listing if because this history matters. So if we have a list that
Dolph
is the
Chase is a
hold
part
on,
of that history.
listen, if we have a list of the top 75 players and there's not the 75 best players, I have a problem with that.
Nah, fam, I'm
I have
not
a problem
rolling.
with
I
that.
get what you're
When
trying to
I
say.
look
I'm
at
just not rolling.
when in 2048 in 2062 in 20
Yeah,
when
you
people
saying
look
that
up
that's a nasty precedent
when
though.
people look
Saying
up the 75 best basketball players, they're gonna think Dolph Shays is better than Dwight Howard, and I don't like
Okay,
that.
all right, fam.
No,
All right, okay,
but you
okay.
want to
But
respect the
I
see,
history
mean,
though. They're
but
gonna think,
no, yes, absolutely, as you should.
people that's gonna do the research gonna know the difference.
man,
Right.
the farther we're removed from the
You're worried
history,
about the casuals and all that. They don't
I
Yeah, the
know
like Jay.
anything.
I
casuals,
like. Hey,
whatever.
I think
Yeah.
somebody brought that up. What Jay said though about post merger and pass.
I
I
said
think
that. I
Barkley
think it should
brought
be
that up.
a pre-merger and post-merger
Yeah,
Yeah,
list or
I'm not
whatever.
necessarily mad at that. I'm not mad at that
because I
Yeah,
either.
think Barkley brought up about like peach baskets. You know, he made a joke out of it. He's like, man, you can't have these guys and some of these new guys is off the list.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, there's only a couple. Like, damn. Okay, so like all right, so like Elgin Baylor, he should just get
He
off.
was a dog.
He was a dog.
Elgin, listen, I think everybody pre-merger should have their own
No, they're
section
gonna have
of
a different
history.
list.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Their
but
own
they
section
do
of
though.
history.
That's the thing. That's the thing. They do.
Well, if
They're
they do,
there
then they shouldn't be
already.
mixed in with guys who are clearly better than them.
No, no. See,
That's what I'm
see.
saying. If
You're
we're
the one
talking
that's
about the
trying to
top, if we're talking
separate
about
it.
the the best players, the 70, the 50, the 75, the 100, whatever, best players, because you're choosing to respect something that doesn't communicate what the list is
you leave
for.
someone else off. Yeah, you
Exactly.
leave someone
You're
else off.
leaving out
What I
actual
don't.
top 75 players
What
because you're trying to respect something that doesn't
what
follow
I don't
the
understand
list.
is that if you look at Dolph Shates' resume and you compare him to when he was playing, bro, come on, man. What are we doing, bro? 12 All NBAs? Just leave them
I,
off, though.
I promise you there's 12 teams in the league when he played, bro.
Sam,
So
okay, Sam, hold
I just
on,
it's
Shane.
really
No, no,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
as
no,
hard to
Shane.
make
No, no, no,
it's
no,
not
no,
as
no,
hard to
Shane.
make
No, 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 Shane. I'm gonna say this to you and anybody else that makes that stupid ass argument again. They cannot start with 30 teams, bro.
I don't I'm
They
not
can't help that.
blaming them. I'm not blaming them. I'm just
He's
the
not blaming them,
reality
but
is
he's saying
But he
there are
is
reasons
knocking them
why
for
certain
that,
things
though.
happen.
He is
no,
doing that.
I'm just not giving
He's
them as much credit as somebody who there's 32 teams, there's 30 teams and they or whatever era they played in, 28, 30,
Shane, you
32.
do realize anything you do as far as any type of organization, it has to start before we get to where we are now. You understand that,
Absolutely.
right?
And then
Okay, so we should honor that.
when we get to another point, we have to understand that
Nah, bro,
there's things
I
that
just
happened
disagree.
better after a
I
certain point.
disagree. And in my opinion, you're too smart to be thinking like that.
I just again, if you
You're
call
too
it something
smart
else
to be
then, because
thinking like that.
if we're having a conversation about the best players,
I'm not mad at it.
I,
the best
I don't
basketball
Yeah,
players
understand it, bro.
ever.
I don't understand it. That's the history of the game.
I'm not saying Dolph Shay shouldn't be, or I'm not to make it about Dolph Shay,
And
it's
then
about Kuz or whatever.
and then what's the cutoff then, right? So
I
we're only
said
going to
pre-merger,
keep.
post-merger.
No,
I
no, no,
gave you a cutoff.
fam. Let me finish before you respond. You don't even know what I'm about to say right now. What I'm saying is, so we keep guys like a Russell and Wilt, guys that are so notable,
I
right? But we'll
No,
leave
actually,
off
you wouldn't
guys like
because that would
him.
be pre-merger.
no, he said he wouldn't.
That would be
They would just
pre-merger.
they'd be pre-merger.
No, bro, I'm not doing that, bro.
That's
Everybody should be
pre-merger.
honored.
It's
Everybody should be honored within that, especially
I
if
mean,
you
he's not
help.
saying that he
I'm
wouldn't
not saying
honor
they
them.
shouldn't be honored. I'm telling you that
No, okay.
pre-merger should have their
All
own
right,
thing.
Shane. Let me make sure you translate me clearly. The way we don't have any other confusion going forward. By you saying I'm gonna take somebody off of them, especially when they made the top 50 beforehand, that is not honoring them to me.
I think you should change your perspective on what honor is. Then
Nah, fam, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
I just it's
I'm
not
not
to
rolling.
discredit them in any way. It's just to acknowledge that what they did pre-merger
So
is
so you saying
separate
that
than what other players are
you
doing post-merger.
Nah,
should
bro.
have said. So you're saying they should have had a top 50, then they should have did a whole new top 75.
Absolutely,
Nah, fam, that's
I'm gonna
stupid
be
to me.
honest with
because
you. I think what
That's
they're gonna
stupid to
do
me.
when the 100 comes around, I guarantee you they're gonna call them like grandfathered, or they're gonna say like, "This is the old 50, and then this is the new." Like I
Why?
guarantee. So here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. because I think I see where Jay is coming from. So like like right now the NBA is doing this thing where they're doing this whole pioneer thing, which I think is kind of dope because there's a lot of players that people don't know about and a lot of stories we don't know about. And
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do that because the NBA out of any other sport, out of the four majors, is the only sport that I hate to say this, that the present players really kind of craps on the past a lot. They
Because
don't
the
I
really,
players
agree with
do it the
that.
most.
they
Because the
do
I
it
do
players
the
agree
do
with
it the
that.
most.
most.
The
I do agree with that.
NFL is
And
the opposite. They actually give a lot of young guys give a lot of props to the previous generation.
Yeah.
because you would
Well,
sound
it
stupid
works
to say,
both ways though.
yeah,
Both
No,
you
no,
sides.
but Dubs.
And you do understand that they had a top 25 list, right? You understand that, right?
Yeah, they did. But see, this is why I was going back to that original conversation I was saying when
Nobody got a
Jordan,
response to that, huh?
no, when
I don't.
Jordan,
It just
Ooh.
doesn't. Well, what does that change?
no, they started with the top 50 when they did the
No, it
whole thing.
started with the top 25. See, that's the thing, bro. Do y'all know the history of this damn game?
Yeah, I know
I,
the history of the game. But what I'm saying
Jay, what?
is,
That doesn't change anything.
it doesn't change nothing though.
Never mind, bro.
Doesn't
Never mind.
change anything.
But what I'm
Never
saying
mind,
is,
bro.
that's
I'm
what
with you.
watch what I'm saying is when we talked about going like narrative. Watch when Jordan is on NBC as a comp. Watch what he does. He is going to be the connector, I think, that's going to bridge the gap between his era and this new era.
No,
Yes,
no.
he's.
I don't think
No,
so.
no,
I think because I
Want
think
that
these
to be
kids are
there's
real?
gonna
two.
I have
just
There,
no
not
faith in
care.
these young dudes.
Yeah, I
None.
don't think they're gonna care.
so here's the thing. Jordan wouldn't be the connector for that group. Jordan was the connector between the 80s
In the two
and
thousands
the
and 2010s.
2000s.
Yeah,
So the Kobe's, the AIs, the Dirks, the KGs, all of them, he was the connecting piece too. The connecting piece, unfortunately for this generation, and it's crazy to say it because Bron and Bron, uh, CP, Russ, KD,
Huh?
those would be the connector. Those would be the connectors for what's now coming. Because look, almost everybody I named is at least 18. Bron's at 23. So now you're looking at who's overlapped and been in the league at least 5 years. You're looking at what? Luca, Trey, and
Jay, Joker.
Respectfully,
Shea, Joker.
the connector of this generation to the old one, rest in peace, his soul, is Kobe.
it is. It is
Yeah,
Kobe.
Okay, so I'm
and look,
glad you brought that up.
I
I
didn't mention him for a reason because he's not here, so
right,
he can no longer
I
speak.
do think
but
that is a void that's missing in
but here's why I say
basketball
that.
anyway.
Who is his big brother?
Yeah, but you
Mike.
got to understand these
Hold on,
kids don't
but
respect. These kids don't care.
they don't. You sure?
N-
So here's the thing. I say
They
that
Yes.
don't, fam. They
They
don't.
don't.
I
they
They
mean,
do and
don't.
they
And
don't.
No,
was
they
like the
don't.
main
I'm sorry.
contributor saying some stuff about the old era.
So here's with
Yeah, but
Kobe
the
not
old era
here.
says things about the new
with
era too,
with
though.
Kobe not being here, my personal opinion, I think Jordan is going to take the mantle because Kobe, he knows his legacy and
I
his
think that sounds
connectedness.
good, bro.
It, I'm just what
Jordan's my goat, but I think
I
that
think
sounds
that's what
good.
he's going to do. I think that's
But
what he's
kids
going to
aren't gonna
do.
R
kids
Dub,
kids because kids already think he
there's too much of a
didn't play against anybody.
there's too much of a disconnect
Yeah,
because you got to think about it.
Okay, so
And
who did Anthony Edwards just work out with this
I
summer?
I
He
understand
worked
that.
out with Tim
Let
Grover,
me
right?
let me
Who was the trainer for Michael Jordan, right? He
and
re
again.
you think kids care about that? You think a 14-year-old cares about that?
No, they don't. But
No.
So
So what? But the point I'm making though is this because a lot of these young kids don't care about what's done
they don't even
behind
know
the
who Tim
veil.
Grover is.
They're looking at what they see, and what they see there's a gap because let's look at the little brothers to who Cole would say. You're looking at a Booker. You're
Kyrie.
looking at a
Kyrie.
There's a
Kawhi, a
lot of
Kyrie.
Kobe disciples in the league.
There's a tons
Shea,
of them. Shea,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Jason
them.
Tatum, all of them. Yeah.
Tatum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'm
But you know
saying.
who
Like
else is there?
we criticize this new
But
era
you know
too
who?
much.
Why I say you know who else was so Iverson is another one for the culture, right? But who is Iverson
Yeah,
always talking about was his guy. He always brings up Mike, right? So you
yeah.
gotta like. So what I'm saying is this. Like I said, my personal opinion. I think Mike is going to try to bring it back. He's going to try.
I
It
hope
may
so.
not work,
I just
but I think see, everybody knows Jordan being petty. I watched The Last Dance is the best. It's hilarious. But Mike is going to, it's going to be a different, I think it's going to be a different feel and a different
Mike
narrative.
Mike brings an authenticity that you cannot question. That is the only difference. Him, Chuck, Kenny. There are certain people that when they speak, you whether you agree or disagree, you have to respect it because they've earned their stripes. It's not like you're listening to Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith and a couple of the other dimwits that open their pie holes. There's a level that has been verified and certified.
Oh, Melo's another connector, by the way, too.
I agree.
Facts.
Hey guys, I have a question.
Yeah,
Why would the connector, and I'm genuinely asking, why would the connector be somebody not currently playing? As much as I'm not a Braun fan and I'm a huge Laker fan also, but I I think a current player like Braun, who is very much connected to a lot of the current players, the young ones, the mid tier as far as age and like even though he came in 03, I think he's still like that last connector to that.
Braun is the connector, bro.
Yeah,
I
like
But
mean,
he's
I
a
was
he,
listening to everything everybody was saying.
but he's an
Everybody was
active
making like
player.
great
that
points, but like Nap said, you can't use Kobe because he's not here. Mike, honestly, we all know this. Mike don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna tell you who another good
Mike
one.
is
I mean,
cool.
I agree with the Bron thing. Kevin Garnett really to me is one of the best connectors of eras.
And I would say KG, yes, because KG still like
Pickett isn't
is
visible
around.
enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, not just that. He's not
He
visible
wants
to
people to
us.
kind of ask him for the, you know what I'm saying, and then he'll give them the
No, no,
But I
knowledge or
no,
what
think,
no, no,
have you.
no,
but
no,
I
no,
think
no.
also you got to remember,
Shane,
I know
like
this guy.
we
I know
know
this
that
behind.
these
guy's like
kids
ten
don't do
himself.
research. They don't care to. You got to
Oh,
be
no,
visible.
that's a fact. I
I
agree.
know this
But
guy's ten
Yeah,
It's
he
what
has a
it is.
podcast with
I
connectors
don't
oh
don't
that's
have
disagree
to
with the
popular.
be
name. It's
involved in
just
the
he's not
game,
visible
though.
enough for them to care about
but
what he
Yeah,
the
has to
so
so hold
say.
guys
on, the
like yeah,
visibility part. Are y'all talking about because what we see with cameras? Because you got to remember, like, there's so much that
Yeah,
goes on behind the scenes that we don't, of
Well,
course,
the
we're not
connecting. I
privy.
think when people are saying connector, they're talking about connecting previous eras to the current eras for fans. And I think I
Okay,
think Paul
okay.
Pierce and Kevin Garnett's podcast does a lot for that. If people tune in, now, I don't know how
I
popular it
think this
is. I see it on my
podcast
timeline,
era.
but
I think
I'm
the
not
They
tapped in with KG like that.
honestly,
So
I
they do, but I feel like 7 p.m. in Brooklyn does more.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I
to
agree
be
with that.
honest,
we're
I think
talking
the
about
podcast
connecting
era
to
in
the.
general, if you just use just the podcast era period right now, is great because a lot of these kids are getting to know some of these players
I
that
agree.
you may not have even like. How many players honestly knew about Jeff Teague like that? Like kids are fans of Jeff
I'll
Teague.
give you one better than that. I love what
I've
Gilbert
always been a
Arenas
fan of
does
Jeff
with.
Teague.
I love what Gilbert Arenas did with bringing in
See,
Kenyon Martin.
the thing
I thought
about
that was smart.
Kenyon, yeah,
Thank you. That's a great one.
the thing about Gilbert is he picks and chooses when he wants to be serious and when he wants to just say
Yes,
stupid
and that's
stuff,
annoying
Yeah,
to me.
and
That is
it ruins
and I
the
extremely
never knew
annoying
when he
to
was
commentary.
me.
being
Bruh,
It
that
ruins
serious.
it.
pisses me off with Gilbert. Gilbert is so much smarter than that.
And I get why he
Is he
does it
though?
because he's trying to get
Exactly.
attention,
When
and
you
he
say
really
Is he
certain
is
though?
things that
can
you're
bring something
smarter than, I
valuable.
get angry.
But he just randomly just goes off on tangents where he's not dead ass, and it's just like, all right, bro,
Because he's a
Are
chill.
you
troll.
really
Some of his takes
are
are
you
Exactly.
very
really
ass.
shocked at a man who said
No, I'm not shocked.
whose draft stock tanked because he said he wanted to be an international pimp?
I'm not
He's
shocked at
doing it
all.
on
Not
purpose,
shocked at all.
bro.
No,
He's
I'm
not
not
like he's
shocked,
doing it
but
on
at the same
purpose.
It just
time,
ruins the
like,
commentary.
bro, it just ruins the commentary for me.
So you
And he
guys are
has
talking
a
about
voice. Like
connectors for the
he
young
really could
generation.
be the connector, to be honest with you,
But yeah,
or
to answer your
on some
No,
question,
Bron
I
shit.
would say
no.
that
because I'm gonna tell
And
you
what's
who.
crazy,
Connector and
Shane?
Briggs
His
would
man
be the
told him
podcast
that.
era right now.
Hey,
You know,
Jay, but I'm gonna tell you who ruined their credibility and their voice all in one egotistical moment, and love them to life. But it was D Wade.
kids don't respect D Wade. We're not
No,
even
I'm about to
no,
gonna.
say
They
no,
never
no,
have. They
nobody
never will.
respects him.
no. What I'm saying is, as a commentator, it, when that whole thing played out, where he called out the coach of Sierra Canyon on national TV, because again, whether you love
I
someone
don't
Damn,
think
do you
people
or
care
care?
you
about that.
Do you think we care
Nobody
about
cared
that?
I
about
don't think
that,
Bro,
anybody
bro.
cares
what
I
about
didn't.
that.
no,
are you
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no, no. What I'm saying is there's a level of credit, whether you love or hate a certain commentator, there's a level of credibility that they
So
hold.
do y'all
And
understand
by
like the next generation of
No, no
connectors does
one,
not
no
have
one took
wait,
No
wait,
one
Nobody. I
gives
don't
a
think
wait,
damn.
anybody
credibility.
cares about that,
Promise
bro.
you,
Yeah,
they don't care,
nobody
bro.
No one
cares,
even
bro.
heard
Nobody
I
that.
didn't
cares,
even
bro.
know that happened.
At all.
the next
Nobody
gen
cares.
like
Nobody
the
gives a
next
damn.
God,
connectors
I
doesn't
didn't
have to
even know
be a
that happened.
legend.
yeah,
Like
nobody
Exactly.
cares
Who
about
I
that.
thought you were
cares?
going to talk
it
about the
Nobody
Drake
cares,
this
bro.
conversation.
is how no you may not
All right,
again
man.
look some of you show and it's funny because Jay been saying it all night, but it shows how much some of you know the game
No,
That
it
has
by
nothing to
doesn't.
do with the
What
Nah, I
what
didn't
are
game.
you
say
talking
that.
That
about,
has
bro?
nothing
It
to do with the
doesn't.
That
game,
has
bro.
nothing to do
No,
with
it
what I
doesn't.
said.
It
no
Don't
has
try to
no
put
nothing.
me as
no
if
no
I
it,
said
it,
that
no
about
no
them.
no again because how do you not know because what I'm saying is
Is isn't
certain
D
people
Wade on NBC? He's part of NBC staff.
He's gonna be on
Yes.
Amazon
He's
Prime
going to be a
Oh, okay,
Yes.
commentator.
Let's
Amazon.
move the conversation.
there
Nobody cares about that for the most
there are
part.
certain people there are certain people who hold credibility, but the asinine statements that they publicly make take away credibility.
Bro, Paul George says some of the worst things, and I would say for this gen, he is a fucking connector. We have to stop talking
Yeah,
about
He definitely
legacy
That's a
and
is.
the
fact.
You know how
connector
many
Yeah,
thing.
That
you
is a
players
know,
look
fact.
up to
That's a
Paul
fact.
George?
That's
Actually,
He said
that's
way
because
worse
he
stuff than what the
that's
hell you
because
talking about.
Bro, my
he's
15-year-old
looked
son
at
said
as the
Paul George is one of
prototype.
his favorite players. Like,
yeah, they
And
do.
that's
I
look
what
mean,
I'm
who I
they do.
saying.
But
As a
but
kid,
that's
you
what I'm
would
trying
really
to get
look
y'all to
up.
understand is kids care about bag. Kids care about how you look when you do
Yeah.
whatever
and
it is
that's
you're doing
why
on the
He's
court
Shea
looked
is
more
at
than what
he's
you
Yeah,
looked at
say.
as the
that's
prototype.
why
yeah,
Shea is at
I
the
agree,
top
Shane.
with
They don't
that
care
shit.
about the history of the game either.
Yeah, they
Kids
don't.
They
only
don't
care
give
about
a
the 30
fuck.
seconds of highlights that they can watch on TikTok
that's
and watch
not that's
video.
Yeah,
not true
Facts.
though.
they don't. Well,
That's not all
there's
true.
a large section of kids too who are very into the analytics part of it
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't
it
The
ain't.
want them to be.
analytics
I don't
part?
want them to be.
We're,
I don't.
Analytics killed the game.
I don't know about
I,
that. We,
no,
we
it's
don't need to
sports
start
betting
that
killed the
convo.
game.
I don't
the
think they
That
game
care.
is
I
right
don't think they
fine,
care
there.
bro.
about the
That
analytics. They
right
just
Sport,
imitate
there.
what
sports betting
That
killed
they
the game.
right
imitate.
there.
They imitate what they see, and
I
it's easy
watched
Because
to
the whole
somebody
imitate
didn't
Thursday.
Steph
hit your
Curry.
parlay, now they're trash or whatever.
Let me tell you something. I hate DK
Uh,
Metcalf right
are
now.
you talking about you talking about
The hell?
fans or you talking about the players?
I'm talking about players. I think players.
It might be both.
It may be
As far
both.
as what? Wait. As far as what? The sports betting?
Yep.
No, it's the
Yeah,
fan.
No,
The fan.
I
Nah,
mean,
that
we
that's
might
did
be
see
fan.
Michael
the
both.
Porter
casual
Brothers use
fan.
We're
brothers.
learning that it's both too, because so many players
Cause like
You know
are
what it
getting
is?
caught
It's not
for
even the
sports
fans
betting.
or the coaches.
How are the
It's
players
the
getting
voters
blamed for
now.
that?
No, I
The
said the players
voters
are
now.
getting caught sports betting, not blamed.
Oh man, I
The,
don't care about that. I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying.
as
Like
far as the
sports betting
dialogue
is
of it.
but
Sport
what I'm saying is, what are we saying? We're saying the new generation of players are what? What are we saying about them?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand that too. I'm really trying to
Yeah,
The
understand
new
that.
because I'm like,
generation of players, in my opinion, they only care about a couple of things, and it seems to be very, very consistent in mass. Number one, they care about how much they can get paid. That's number one. Number two,
okay,
of course.
they care
Image.
about the things that go with being a professional. The hoes, the
What they
work,
can
whatever you
get.
want to call them or whatever, the
Yep.
Okay.
What
notoriety,
basketball can
fame,
give them.
all that BS. That's two.
so is that all the new
Are we
generation? I
saying this
don't
because
think that's
some
Okay,
of
all
us
all
are
right,
new.
older
nowhere,
now?
nowhere,
No,
nowhere, 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 nowhere. Right here, dog. Right here, dog. Do you think?
Yeah,
Do you think when I say that is applying to 100% the people there.
No,
Absolutely not.
no,
But do I
I'm
think
talking
that
about
it
the
apply?
top guys.
But do I? No,
They
I'm talking about everybody in totality. Let's not separate. What I'm
they
saying
care about
is,
their
in
So
brand.
you
I mean,
mass,
They're
understand now
all a
what
in
he
brand
meant.
mass,
now.
Jay,
in
Jay,
majority, it
Jay, I'm gonna
definitely
give you one
applies.
example to help your point. Jay, I'm gonna give you You one know the example to old help your gym
They're
had point.
all a
those
brand
guys
now.
too, right? The Jay, old one gym had example. those Can I guys say too. Ben Simmons is that example you're talking about?
I
Ugh.
wouldn't say that that's a good example, in
No,
my
You
opinion.
could, but you could say
no,
that in every generation, though.
But how do
All
we
these
know
kids
that's a good
are all these
example?
players now are brands, and they don't want to
not
ruin their brand.
not every
Well, what
gen
I'm
cared
saying,
about winning championships, bro. You had guys just like that in the last
Hey,
yeah, in the
generation
'80s,
that we do
'90s, and
now.
the
I need some.
2000s,
No. Even now, whoever said that, say that again louder. There are a
they
lot of players right now
that were
that
like that back in
could
those days
care
too.
less about winning a
You know
championship. They
why?
care
You
Okay,
know
that
because you
why?
know
is
why?
different from
How
what
many
I
Hall of
am
Famers?
saying, though.
Hold on. How many people in the Hall of Fame that have no championship?
There were guys who cared about their numbers. There were guys who cared about how many
Okay,
girls
but
they
New
got.
Era,
That
that is
happened every
different from what I
generation.
am saying, though.
No,
What are
it's
you
not.
saying?
But you could explain it.
Never mind. I already did. We're good. Appreciate it.
You know why they don't care as much? Because it doesn't change how much they get paid.
Facts.
It
No,
doesn't
they
change your bag,
Because
bro.
that CBA is all they care
Is
about and
that
all that
the
matters.
no.
the the money they can take with them, whether they win or lose.
And one of the best players we have in our NBA does not care about his image. Anthony Edwards does not give a fuck. I'm not saying he doesn't want to
What?
win.
You don't think he cares
Anthony
about his
Edwards
Uh,
doesn't care
image?
about his image.
That's what I'm
No.
saying. Like we kind of over criticize
okay,
this
so y'all,
generation to a
so when
degree.
you
What
say
I'm
that
saying,
though,
New
you have
Era,
to remember these are kids that are 20.
wait. So you will argue the opposite? You think they care about more than those things that I disclosed?
Yes, of
There's
course.
Oh
some
no,
players
we're
who
good.
does.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
There's some players that don't, but like you telling me Joker, you telling me Shea, you telling me Jason Tatum, you telling me
Okay,
these guys
does
don't care?
Joker apply here?
So are you
No.
talking about
Why
like these
wouldn't?
niggas on the bench, or are you talking about
Are
niggas
you
Wait,
that
you
talking
don't
about
actually
think
role
you
get
hold
paid?
on, hold
players?
You
on.
do
Exactly.
realize
Hold
what
Who
on.
we
you
You
said?
talking
We
about?
said young.
Yeah, that's
hey,
what we're
So
saying.
hey, Jay, or New Era, you don't think Tatum cares about his brand and his appearance when he's on every chip bag we see?
you
Facts,
don't think he cares
Yeah, he
about winning
does.
facts.
basketball
Hey,
games?
the only difference between now and then is now it's more exposure. So now each
Social
and every
media
player we
cameras.
see. Back then there were plenty of guys that party, plenty of guys that did cocaine, that drunk,
You
that
just
did
never
different
heard
things,
about
and
it.
they were sincere. You
I
just
think
didn't
I
hear
think
about it.
Tatum even said he wanted to be the most brand like wanted to be.
Like
And he does.
we just talked about Rodman going to
I
Vegas
was
in the middle
just
of the
about to
What
finals.
say
I
that,
am
yo.
talking about, New Era,
Before the last dance,
New
who
Era,
knew that he
New
went to
That's
Era,
what I'm
Vegas?
New Era,
Who
saying.
honestly
New
knew
Era.
that
I
shit?
want you to make sure you understand my point
Okay,
clearly.
what's your
I
point?
said young. We're
Yeah,
not
he
Yes.
said
What
talking
do you
young.
somebody
mean
that's
young?
29, 30
We're
plus.
talking about the gens before that were
So
young.
are you
There were
talking
young
about
niggas
the
playing
new
basketball
prospects
too.
coming or the
He's
guys
talking
that
about
did
someone
it?
like Lamelo
Obviously, that
Ball.
would be young, right, New Era?
He's talking about
I
LaMelo
can't even
Ball.
use,
Talking about
Someone like
guys like
Lamelo
but
Ball
I
who
Jokic
can't
cares
and
even
about
use
being
them,
top
Lamelo
six,
Ball
seven.
because
But
regardless who's about to be
but
30
for
years
every
old.
Melo.
You got
Lamelo is a
Stephon Marbury. It's like that for every like
What I'm
But
generation
hold on,
got
hold on,
guys
hold on,
saying,
like
hold
that.
on.
New Era. Again, hear
Yeah.
me clearly. I'm not saying that applies to 100%. I'm
Yeah.
saying that it applies to majority of them.
Majority.
But I'm saying it
no,
was probably the
and
majority
that's
back
not
then
true.
too.
That
No, not like
Nah,
this.
nah, I'm not rolling.
no,
I'm not
No, it
rolling.
I
probably
don't
was
agree
back
with.
then too, bro. It's
Hey,
just that
no,
it
you
wasn't
know
as
why?
exposed.
You know why? Because
What?
the fourth or fifth person off the bench, like no one knew who they were because there was no way to get them out.
Yeah,
You can,
nobody knew him.
but now that person can have a TikTok, be a streamer, be whatnot. Like they care. That's all they
And
care
they're
about.
making 80 mil a year. That's what we talk about.
What do you mean?
Those guys off the bench are making 80
And I
mil.
think when you're talking
They have to
brand, you got
But
to
perform.
realize
not
today is
all.
different than yesterday when it comes to like you
You're
talking about.
validating somebody who makes 80 mil but don't do nothing. Those
I mean,
who
shout out to him.
actually
Shit.
care, those who
I mean, he
actually
figured the
care
easy
about
way
the
out.
game, we know, okay, he
So
makes
you
80
said
mil a
so you
year.
said
And but I,
majority you said majority of the people in the '90s and the '80s they all cared about the game.
They all gave a fuck about it.
They did.
That's what I'm
That
You
was
know
their
saying.
why?
No,
lifestyle. They
I'm gonna
had to
tell you.
They
earn
You
it.
know
did.
why?
You
I'm gonna
sure?
tell you how you know why. Because back then, most niggas couldn't tell you maybe six deep into the rotation, maybe seven. If you really think about teams back then, now niggas could tell you
clarification.
damn near the
And
whole
actually,
team
back then,
because of
the
social
guys were a
media.
lot older,
That's what I'm saying. And then, even then, like we're not gonna
but
act
they
like
were
in the
older. They
'70s
that
and the
was their
But
'80s
also,
job.
y'all got to
the NBA
remember
didn't have a drug problem. Like
the
this
turnover.
was these were like
Them
public
having a
knowledge,
drug
bro.
problem doesn't
So y'all
mean
also
that
have
that's
to
just an
That means
remember.
they
opinion.
didn't care about the game if they was on drugs.
You
Yeah,
couldn't
but
You
you
can
in
also
be
have
back
to
on.
So
Drugs
remember
and still care about the game.
with the way the
And back
NBA
then,
is right now, after you get about 7, maybe 8 into that rotation, you're starting 5, maybe 3 off the bench. Everybody else is disposable for the most part, and the turnover rate in the
It was like that
NBA
back in the day
is
too.
crazy. Nah, it's
could you
worse now.
draft guys as young as you do now?
it's worse
Like
now
what?
because you got an 18-year-old coming in that can take
That's
their
what I'm
spot.
saying. You couldn't
Like
draft
it's
those guys.
different. It's way different now.
It's not that
What are
different.
you talking about?
It's just
Nah,
more.
It's
because by
way.
the if
It's
you're
just more
not
exposed
heavy,
now. That's all it really
if
is.
you're not heavy in the rotation by the time you're 25, 26, you could be out of the
You're
league
done.
because you got
You're
an
playing
18, 19 year
overseas.
old coming in to take
Yeah,
your
it could be.
spot.
It, they had a draft every year
But
back
it's
then
but
too.
it's always it's
Yeah,
always
but
been like
It's
what I'm
always
saying
it's
been
is
like that.
a hard
the
number.
only di-
Oh, good.
the only difference now is, to Jay's point, people are now, oh, because you make this much, you're expected to do
Everything's
this.
exposed now. That's the difference.
A level of, you again, inflation, cost of living, all of that has gone up. It's evolution. But the eighth player on the bench back in the 80s is still going to be the eighth player on the bench now. But now the expectation has changed because the dollar amount is changed. And
And they have
that,
to fight for that money. They have to. That's their only. Like today, all you have to do is make it to the NBA for one season, get your name out there, and now you've opened up so much more opportunities to make money
That's
elsewhere.
Also,
but
the
that's
eighth
not true for
person on the
everybody
league in
though.
the '90s
I
probably
mean,
ain't making
Theo
the league
Pinson
today.
has a freaking podcast, and he was a G League
Who?
player.
If you get your
Theo
second
Pinson,
contract, you can make $400 million.
Oh,
That's
Theo
and
Pinson.
generational
start a
wealth.
business and go.
You said you
That's
get your second contract, you
honestly
make
that's
four
what a
hundred
lot of
million.
players do. They try to get
If
to
you're
that
really
second
good. If
Yeah,
you're really
contract
good.
and
Yo,
then
If
they
you're
you
really
gotta
out
good.
be that type of guy
because
though.
the
hell,
NFL is the
Not,
there's,
same
not, not.
way.
You just got to get a signing
Well,
bonus,
no, no,
and then
no.
you're
I
good.
mean,
I've also heard a lot of players say this. I've heard Jeff Teague say this on his podcast too. When he first got into the league, he was, of course, he was worried about playtime and all that. But honestly, he was worried about getting to that second contract. A lot of
Of
players
Yep.
course.
get to that second contract and then they go
Uh huh.
overseas or they just, like you just said, start a business or they do enough to get the pension and to get to that second contract. Because they're
Yeah, but
thinking,
but
what?
that was like,
Well, it was like
but
that back then
they did,
too.
No, it
they
yes
wasn't
and
did.
back
no.
The
then.
average,
Back,
the
But
average
again, the
lifespan of an
turnover
NBA role
rate,
player back then was about 4 to 5 years.
it was.
It
but they
wasn't
had
No,
to
that
fight for
different.
that because
the
even their
difference
money
is
was
it
different
wasn't
back then.
known. It
It's just that
wasn't
it wasn't
known
out there. That's the only
We couldn't
difference.
look that shit up
because
Yeah,
online.
that's what I'm
They had to
saying.
contract.
a lot of these players went and opened up franchises, and they, yes, so as there, if you notice, a lot of the players from the 80s and
Got
90s
businesses.
open
Yep.
Oh,
got
yeah.
businesses.
Yeah.
They took what was big money then, and they
They made more money.
utilized financial literacy, and what they did on the back half of their career was they started transitioning to the media. Because if you look at a lot of them now, they're doing sports radio
Yeah.
or they're commentating
Hmm.
for a team that they played for.
True.
The
Yeah. I
difference
think
is
it.
now
Yeah.
But those
you
are more of the
have
star
you have
players,
you
though,
have,
right?
you,
That's
you
true.
have the mid you have a lot of mid-tier players or young players in the league before they get the chance to establish themselves. They
Already
start
making
a
it.
pot they no, they started a podcast. But this goes to
Who?
a previous point that was
Who?
made earlier in the conversation. We've
Wait,
seen
which?
Paul we've seen Paul George. We've seen Draymond Green do it. We've seen Pat Bev do it. We've
Those are
seen
Yeah.
established guys.
But most of
no,
those
no,
guys are
but
established.
They
Theo
no, but
all
Pin,
a
very
Theo
lot.
Pinson,
established.
Theo
Hold on,
Pinson,
but
he
That's what
left
I
a
Theo
said
lot of
Pinson.
earlier.
these, a lot
He
of
left
these
after a year,
guys
but he played like 5
had
years in
a
league.
lot of these guys had podcasts early on in their career,
Who?
Who?
and
Who?
What are you
Podcasts just
talking
start
about?
becoming a thing.
Who?
Like
But
what,
like
two,
no,
three
Joe,
years
but you got to
ago?
remember the people that you name now. They also
Draymond's
realize,
a Hall of Famer. Paul George is probably gonna be a
no,
Hall of
but
no.
you
Famer.
also they
Hold
realize they
on,
can't
JJ
podcast.
Redick was one of the first people that started it.
hell, JJ was one of them.
And yeah, JJ was a solid role player
That's
for how many
he's an
years?
But what I'm
established
saying,
NBA
but I said,
player.
but
Yeah.
Like to my point, JJ is a mid-tier level player.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but you said you have young guys coming in
No,
starting
Yeah.
podcasts.
no,
Like
A
what
no.
what
lot of
You
rookie
know
them.
like
what?
what
The
like
NFL is
what
the
McCann.
rookie got
Hold
a
same way.
podcast
The
right now?
NFL is the
Hold
exact
McCann.
on,
same way.
wait. Hold on. I said podcasting, but it's also what I'm saying is there was a lot of social media influence because you got to look at. Let's look at the last. I'm not even gonna go 10 years back.
So because so
Hold. Can
because
I? Can
guys
I?
have social media,
No.
they not serious about the game?
That did I say that? If I didn't say it,
Well,
you
I
shouldn't
will
think
No,
it.
say
no,
players don't
no.
realize
What
I'm
it.
I'm
saying
saying is a lot
I'm
of
trying to get to the point. Why are people
so
saying they're not serious about the
the
game now
the
compared to back
point
then?
is everything everything now is on social media, whether it's
Of course.
workouts, whether it's this, whether it's that. So
Yes.
there are certain things that before stayed behind the veil. You
Posting a
saw.
workout is not podcasting.
No. It's not about the podcasting, because using your social media is just as influential as a podcast. Because for those who don't have a day to day podcast, they're vlogging via
Uh
their
huh.
their
This is a perfect
Instagram,
example.
via
The
their
mo-
Yeah, but
TikTok.
the
I'm
guy
saying,
the
It,
guy
it
that's on the
what's
Sixers.
the issue with that though? What's the problem with that?
it's
Yeah, I
not
don't
so
get
much
that.
that it's
I don't
not
get
so
that.
much that it's an issue. What it does is, you got kids now